Yeah. I hope y'all can hear me. I can't hear myself. Fuck. What's happening, everybody? I hope y'all can hear me. Let me know if y'all can hear me, because I can't hear myself, which is super goddamn weird. And if I can't hear myself, I'm afraid I can't hear y'all, bro. Man, Casino up here already, boy.
Yeah, I can hear you.
You can hear me?
Yeah.
Now you hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Why the fuck I can't hear y'all?
Yeah.
That's some wild shit. Something ain't right, bro. I'm up with my headphones.
And StreamYard been tripping.
To be fair, I don't know this stuff up.
Hey, y'all can hear me? Can y'all hear me? Nah, it ain't raining out here. Can y'all hear me? Put the window up. Y'all can hear me? Man, welcome to the judges table, man. I mean, not the judges, yeah. GMT Sports, man. Brought to you by Casino Light Prayers. I'm taking this shit over. It's my shit. It's my shit now.
He's one of a kind, man. You do not understand what we're dealing with.
Mama, there goes that man.
This nigga here?
That nigga there.
You too. What up?
Got what's going on?
Yeah. Oh, we gonna get a proper start to this motherfucker.
Hey, what Belanga say? What Belanga say? This my shit. This my shit.
What up? Shout out to that nigga Belanga taking over. Shout out my guy Casino in the building. Can you hear me just fine, Casino?
Yeah, I hear you good. I don't know what's up.
All right, I can hear you good too. Damn, we should have streamed from my shit. Slick. It's all good though. We're gonna push forward with the show. Slick having some technical difficulties. We're gonna work it out though. Shout out to the chat, man. Punch Talk in the building, DJ, all the usual suspects. Mark, man, what up? And of course, joining me live, Casino Life Prez. Hey, most definitely a fan favorite. The young spicy. I ain't gonna say spicy. I'm gonna say fiery.
Yeah. Don't say
opinionated young fella. Spicy was a little too zesty.
Yeah, we don't know. Hey, you know, you ever go to Zaxby's and order a salad?
Hell yeah.
You see how that shit say salad?
Zesty. Yeah.
I can't say that shit. I'll be like, man, I'm not saying that shit, man. Let me get a salad, man. I don't want no goddamn salad, man. I don't want no salad.
Yeah. What up, my guy? What's going on with you?
Man, nothing, man. Coolin'. Headed back.
Same here.
Long day.
For sure. Real quick, if you in here rocking with us, man, make sure you smash that like button. Everybody on Twitter, hit that follow button. I do have spaces open, so if you on spaces, okay, I'm accepting you, my brother, whoever that is. I appreciate you listening to us on spaces. And if you want to get it off your chest or you got something to add to the conversation, I got you, man. Hit that speaker and I'll let you in. We trying that new thing, man. Get this spaces together. Again, Slick is having some technical difficulties, but we're gonna push forward, man. All right, man. It looked like he's talking about elite fighters. Oh, and listen, that's a great subject, man, because a lot of people may believe one particular style or type of fighter is elite over the other. And Casino, I can't wait to hear what you believe an elite fighter is. Matter of fact, can we start there if you don't mind? In so many words, do you think you can define what you believe is an elite fighter?
Yeah. An elite fighter is a complete fighter, like one that can do a little bit of everything well. You know what I'm saying? They gotta do everything, like in everything that, you know, every skill. They gotta have some of everything. They gotta have a deep tool bag, and you know what I'm saying. They gotta be able to box from the outside, inside, and mid range. They can be better at one than the other, but they got to be able to do all that shit. And I feel like they got to have speed. They don't got to be the fastest. They got to be all the way put together, a complete fighter.
Yeah. Okay. So would you say Tank Davis is an elite fighter?
Yeah.
But do you think he boxes from the outside well? I never thought he was like a really real well-rounded outside fighter, right? Like, you've never seen Tank just completely outbox somebody from the outside, have we? Or have you? Do you believe you've seen that from him?
I feel like he was doing it the Pitbull cruise, and you're not really gonna see it when you're always shorter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I know that he has the ability, because as short as he is, he do be jabbing the shit out of niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like I gotta consider his height and his arm.
Absolutely.
So like I put it like this: if he was at 126, where niggas is his size, then nigga would be able to, like what he did with Pitbull Cruz. You would see that shit more often. But usually he got to get on the inside because people's arm reach is so much greater. But the fact that he's able to land jabs with them short arms, that means that he got it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I thought that was a great example, especially with the Pitbull Cruz fight. You don't really get to see him in there with somebody his height or shorter to kind of give you the look of an outside game. So great point. Yeah, I'm not mad at that definition, man. But then I think about what about certain fighters that do things extremely well, like a Devin Haney. He's an extremely really good outside fighter where I don't think he has a tremendous inside game, right? I can't tell you or point out a certain fight where he was winning the inside battle, right? Or if he could even win a fight on the inside. You know what I mean? Where if it's somebody who's willing to smother him, and the only way to win this fight is on the inside battle. If you understand what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. I
Go
say
ahead.
he's elite at making weight.
So you don't consider Devin Haney an elite fighter?
I consider him elite at making weight.
Right, I get it. Dope joke, but on some serious shit, you don't consider him
seriously,
to be an elite fighter?
because he don't have enough like dimensions. So it's just it's a matter of time before he's totally exposed, because he don't really got it's not really too much other things he can do well. The only thing he got is a jab, and I mean maybe a straight, he might got a straight right or something, but it's not really like, I mean he got an elite jab. I don't believe he got an elite jab, but I'm gonna give it to him because people don't see it the way I see it. I feel like
Yeah.
anybody, if you focus on your jab and you focus on making weight and be around people with way shorter arms, your jab is gonna look elite. You're gonna look like you're elite jabber when niggas' arms is too short. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't look like no elite jabber in the last 2 fights where he fighting somebody his size. So I don't think he's an elite jabber, but I'm gonna let y'all have it.
And then you're gonna get a lot of pushback because most people feel like Devin Haney's known for his jab.
Yeah, he's known for the jab, but the reason that's his main tool is because he's trying to stay the fuck away from you, and that's why I say he's elite at making weight, because he makes sure for a long time he made sure he was in a place where no matter how much it hurt his body, he made sure he was in a place where that jab can remain looking elite.
No doubt, no doubt, man. I feel you, bro. And see, for me, I don't think you have to do everything well to be an elite fighter. I think you have to do what works well for you and be extremely good at that. You know what I'm saying? To where whether somebody wants to put you in the box or not, as long as it works, it gets the job done. You know what I mean? And you become decorated doing it, right? It's something that somebody else got to figure out, right? Just like the Mayweather defense, or the power of a Mike Tyson, or whatever the case may be. Whatever your best attributes are, if they are extraordinary and they carry you to a certain level, I think you don't have to have everything else. In my opinion, you know what I'm saying? Because I think we've seen it. We've seen fighters reach the pinnacle of the sport without having all of the tools that you probably want the perfect fighter to have. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, but if you're gonna be real good at something, it gotta be like, all right, put it like this. Like, there are elite fighters that probably not good at everything, but they so elite at one thing or two things that they are considered elite. But when we talk about Devin Haney, all right, so like I like to bring up the Lomachenko fight, right? Lomachenko is actually elite, and if Devin Haney was elite, as big as he is, it would have never been close. So
Okay.
Loma's elite, Devin is good. He just, you know what I'm saying? He's just good because he's supposed to beat this. If you're elite, you're supposed to beat the shit out of somebody that's small. I don't give a fuck how elite they are. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's how I look at it. Because it's like a great big man beats a great small man, but he barely. I don't even think he won. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't even think he won, and so that means it had to be that was a great small man versus a good big man. He's not elite. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. I mean, I understand the argument. And then when I look at that fight, it was extremely close. God knows, and I understand why a lot of people felt like Lomachenko won. But I will always go back to that body work, and I had to see it again after I watched that fight. I watched that fight 3 times, and it was the second and the third time I really paid attention to that body work. So that was the difference to me.
Put it like this: if Lomachenko was the same size and same arm reach, he would have stopped that man in like 4 rounds. I'm saying like if Lomachenko, like if he was fighting a goddamn 147 Lomachenko, that's his size, he's getting
Yeah.
cooked. He's getting cooked. Like that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? So he's elite at making weight. He's elite at making weight.
And having that size advantage. He's elite at having size
Yeah.
advantage.
Yeah. He's elite at that shit. But it ran out.
Hey, listen, man, these are some good arguments you're making. So I mean, I can't be mad at your opinion for sure. I wasn't the way I was breaking it down wasn't necessarily directed.
Nobody, bro.
Okay, there we go, Slick. Directed at Devin Haney, but I understand you using him as an example. Can you hear us? I just heard you, bro. So I don't know, Slick. I just heard you.
Yeah, we can hear him. He just can't hear us. Like that was the problem.
Oh, you can't hear us.
He can't hear himself or us.
You might have to go back into that routing, bro. You might got something routed wrong. Punch, you say put the link up. I can't, man. He got to do that shit.
It's at the top of the chat. It's the first chat. It should still be up there. Oh, there you go.
Oh, okay, there you go. Yeah. What up, Punch?
Yeah, I'm up here now. We good.
You say I ain't got no volume on the spaces? You hear me, Punch? Mic check 1 2.
All right, can y'all hear me?
No, you good over there now. When I went over there at first,
we hear you.
but you good over there now.
Thank you, goddamn it. Shit.
No way.
I can hear you, Slick.
Yeah,
You can't hear us?
Yeah, I ain't playing. No, I can hear y'all now. I'm not playing with that shit no more. Fuck that. That shit. Boy, I thought I had something going heavy. Fuck all that.
What was it? The routing?
Man, no, man. I just unplugged that motherfucker. Had to restart every goddamn thing. And then it messed my settings up, like turned off, like, you know, I got into the settings in the computer. And I had to go back to do all that shit, bro. God, let me start my camera, man. What's up, everybody? Goddamn me. Shit. Man, I apologize for that, man. I had everything right.
Heavy sound good on Twitter, man. Let me check for Slick, man. Make sure they can hear everything good, too.
Oh, yeah. Make sure you should be able to hear him over there.
What's happening?
Hey, Slick. Hey, man.
What's happening?
It's my shit now, man. What you doing?
Oh,
it's my shit now. What you doing?
You welcome. You welcome to Future So Child. So I call y'all. My regulars are my co-hosts. Y'all my co-hosts.
I'm talking shit.
If you a rent, you a co-host, goddamn.
Nah, I'm talking shit.
Shit,
hey,
y'all hold it down.
Through loud and clear on your Twitters, bro.
You gonna put that wrench to some use, goddamn me, sometime, goddamn.
For sure. What you say, Punch?
Yeah, y'all both coming through loud and clear on X, both of y'all. Y'all good.
All right, word. That's what's up. Man, shout out X, man. I see everybody over there, man. Make sure you hit that follow button. Right. And shit, holler us on the live, man. GMT Sports and Heavy Bag TV.
Damn right. But yeah, man, I did everything. Casino got the bad service right now, bro. But yeah, I had connect. I was like, oh, stuff. But then I was finna hit you because my shit was only coming through one speaker. My shit coming through like mono. And I was like, why is it coming through one speaker, bro? You gotta hit the mono button again. What mono button?
Probably on OBS. Did you do it on OBS?
No. It's fine now. It's just only when I hooked the phone to the roadcaster the way you showed me, because I had all them cords, bro.
If you hooked it to the phone, then you got to do the mono on your PC. You got to open up the sound settings. There's a mono button in there too.
Oh, you didn't tell me that, bro.
I ain't think you was gonna have that problem because I didn't.
Oh yes. If you didn't have that problem, I should have that for this fucking iPhone. You got a Samsung, don't you? That's what yours. See, when I say I ain't had no problems when it was Android, these motherfuckers, Apple boy, they want you to pay for shit or figure something out.
Never went back, man.
As soon as I find a workaround, it's gonna be something.
That shit is for the kids.
Damn,
yeah, man,
bro.
we got you now. You back like you never left.
Oh Lord, boy, I was sitting there like, what the fuck did I do? I done messed my shit up. I was like, damn, bro.
For sure. You here now, though, man. You here now, man.
Hey, man. But no, man. I want to talk about this word elite that's being thrown around so much, man. And I'm glad that everybody hit the link. And anybody else want to hit the link, because I want to hear everybody's opinion on this. Real talk, bro. I need to know, what is an elite fighter?
And
What makes a fighter elite, bro?
me and
Did
Because
you
Casino
hear what I
just went
said?
into it. I
huh?
don't think you could hear
Did
us
you?
though.
You
No, I
did you?
didn't.
Yeah,
All right,
President and Happy just had a
I
good
couldn't hear
conversation on that. I
anything.
wanted to give my 2 cents too.
Well, give me. I need to hear what
Hey, go
the hell
ahead,
going
Punch.
on.
I'll repeat what I said.
Or
I
if it,
was saying an elite boxer is one that has a deep tool bag and is able to do everything pretty well. They don't have like they probably gonna have one thing they do better than other things, but as long as you're able to switch game plans, go on your tool bag, adjust to situations, and I mean, if you got to be a complete fighter to be elite, and then you know that's how I feel.
All right, go ahead, Punch.
in my opinion, elite man, you got to check all the boxes. You know what I mean? You got to be considered top 10 pound for pound. I ain't even gonna set the bar high like top 5. You know what I mean? You got to have at least being a 2 division world champion. You have to be considered the top in at least 2 of the divisions you fought in. One of the top guys. You know what I mean? You got to at least win fighter of the year at least once.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Nah,
In my opinion, you know what I mean. You
Okay.
gotta have
No,
accolades
this
on top
no,
of it,
no.
but at
I
the
just
same
want to
time,
get
listen,
everybody's
listen.
opinion.
You gotta
nah,
have
you right.
you gotta have a reputation for putting
We
on a
gonna talk
show.
about it.
Like when it's time to fight, you always show up.
Mm,
We've had a few elites, you know what I mean, and it
okay.
just kind of and then every time you get matched up against somebody, it's always an interesting conversation. That's my opinion of elite.
Okay. What was yours, Heavy?
Um, for me, an elite fighter he doesn't necessarily have to do everything well, but he does some things exceptionally well or extremely well, enough to separate him from the pack. Elite fighters are separated from the pack from their performances. Elite fighter beats and have beaten other champions or whom we consider to be the best. Elite fighters are multi division and multi title holders, in my opinion. So for me, though, that's an elite fighter.
Okay. So the elite fighter will be based upon the fighter that you're looking at, right? Now, what if you never looked at the fighters that your fighter fought? Right?
And
That's where I have a problem with it.
I wouldn't have nothing to gauge him to call him an elite.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well,
So
okay.
no, so what I'm saying is, so is it just an eye test? Because everybody has their own criteria. You get what I'm saying? EDJ. I'm like this. Let the ring do your talking. You get what I'm saying? But the way I see it, it's not enough for some people. Like what brought me to this was somebody tried to bring it to me on Instagram. Like Canelo and Crush Your Boy was the thing, Canelo back and forth thing, right? Like Canelo said, what elite fighters have you fought? And in my eyes, I'm like, okay, if I fought a champion, that's an elite dude. He made it to get a belt. He was a champion. So in that case, if a champion's not elite, then I could discount anybody. What truly makes a elite fighter? That's what makes Mayweather so elite. How many champions he beat? He didn't beat him while they had the belt, but he beat champions.
Nah, it's more about who was the champion.
I can't go ahead.
Is George Kambosos elite?
For that high moment.
Nah,
For
hell
5
no.
seconds.
For that high moment. For that, okay. Think about it like this though. No. Be for real. Think about it like this. Say Kambosos still had that belt though. You still would say he not? Say he never lost to Devin Haney and he still was doing his thing. Would you not say it?
I mean, he would have to be elite then because he would have proved it. But bro, we know he's
So
not elite.
He beat the man. He got the belt.
Yeah, but he's not elite.
He's a champion. I
That
can't
don't
hear you,
make you
fam.
elite.
I can't hear you, T.O. Take yourself off mute.
Being a
got lucky.
champion don't make.
I think
Go
Kambosos got
ahead. I'm
lucky,
sorry.
bro.
Because if you go off the eye test, then his boots elite.
Hold on, let me know when it's my turn.
You know what,
Go
man?
ahead,
Boots can
Tio.
be elite, man, but he's not right now. No.
Boots can be elite. He got an elite eye test, but he really ain't did shit. You know what I'm saying? All right. Is William Skull elite? Like, I mean, come on, man.
No, is Colin Smith elite?
I mean, he's decent. I mean, he might.
It's subjective. That's my point. Go ahead, Tia. What you was gonna say?
In my opinion, no. Kambosos is an elite. I think proving it. I think you can have a one fairy tale night of boxing that doesn't make you elite.
There you go.
That's what he had.
Uh-huh.
Proving it continuously and consistently, that makes you elite. For me, in my opinion.
Right.
Callum Smith and Skull and all no, these guys have not consistently proven that they're the best.
Right.
They haven't consistently beaten the best whom we believe are the best. So no, it's just cut and dry for me, man. I don't.
Well, I want to say this, because
So
I know
my
the argument
point-
that you talk about. Okay,
Go ahead.
I
Go.
was just gonna say, I know the argument you talk about with Terrence, like people saying Terrence Crawford resume is not elite. I mean, it's really not, because none of them dudes did anything after that. After he beat them, they didn't do shit.
But
Nobody.
what if you beat it out of them? What if if they were doing great before they got to me, and I beat them and I made them look regular, then what?
No, but Terrence
not
Crawford is
possible?
elite. Listen,
Right.
Terrence Crawford is elite, but
I agree.
But I don't think most of them dudes he beat. The only person who was elite, considered elite, is Errol Spence. I mean, and probably Sean Porter, and probably Kell Brook, but not when he fought him.
And I think he fought too.
Yeah, America too. Yeah, Amir Khan. Those is the four elite. But I mean, your boy didn't name none of them.
Right. I'm not going to that. I'm not. This ain't about change. I'm just saying it's an interesting argument because like what really do? So if you took them guys and go look who they fought, would you still say they was elite? Is it just based off their performances? What is the legit criteria to call a boxer elite? If it's not winning a belt, right? Because not winning a belt obviously doesn't make you elite. So you can go your whole career not win a belt and still be considered an elite fighter if you dominating.
Shit, Boots did it with 30 fights and niggas was calling him elite. So I guess
that's my point.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
my point. So when another fighter calling another fighter asking that question, and if you was go pick his shit apart, how many elite fighters did he fight? Or you gonna say that? Like, you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, and see, by my definition, Boots isn't an elite fighter. It's still unproven. And a lot of work to do. Now for Bud Crawford, it's the consistency. Right. It's the consistency. Even I can remember coming with Bud coming up. It was supposed to be step ups. This was a step up. This was a step up. This is the best fighter he's ever fought. He got the Kell Brook. This is the best fighter he's ever fought. He got the Mean Machine. This is the best fighter he's ever fought. It's the consistency,
right?
You know what I mean?
That's how I look at it. Because if I go back, not just Terrence Crawford, we can go back. Plenty of people today they'll say, "Oh, Mike didn't beat nobody." But them guys that he was fighting at the time, if you go listen to commentating, even or read articles, Mike be able to beat this dude? Same thing for Terrence Bud Crawford. When he fought Mean Machine, does he have that mean streak to help him pull him through this fight? At that time, they were those guys. Now looking back in hindsight, because people say they didn't do nothing after that, they'll say that they're nothing. But at the end of the day, if you go by that, it's like saying nobody's elite. So the only thing I can say is a guy that's consistent, that's moving through the rankings, like I say, going through divisions and mauling people, that's the elite fighter.
Elite fighter. And then you got to look at it. I don't even think he was a favorite versus Gamboa. Gamboa was still that guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
he came up. He had
Yeah, facts, man.
So that's what I'm saying. Like the elite word is getting thrown out. I think the elite person should not be talking about, oh, I fought elite fighters, nigga. I'm the elite one. I made them look like shit.
Yeah, and they were champions.
Right.
Champions and former champions. It's man. But you know they gonna always. It's Bud, man. I don't know what it is about Bud that ruffles so many feathers, and like for me, it's hard for me to ever have had any kind of hate for Bud Crawford. Here you got somebody who wasn't an Olympian, somebody who's straight out of the mud, who almost even missed his opportunity to even be here. Yeah. And he beat everybody they put in front of him. And it was you have to blame the fact that he was just signed to Bob Arum for a lot of this shit that he couldn't get.
But
But
Right?
147 was
thing
owned
is,
by PBC at the time. They had it locked down.
You feel me?
the thing
So,
the thing about it is, I never heard nobody say Bud's not elite. They just say he ain't fought nobody. That's a different. I mean, you can be elite and ain't fought nobody.
But
that's the point we was making.
that's the point. That's what I'm saying. Like, but he
Yeah,
he fought
that's
with
the
the
point
best
we was making.
opposition at the
Yeah, he
time.
fought what he could fight. You're right.
Right.
Yeah.
And people saying that now, but then they weren't saying that. If you go
And
back
out of that
then, they
crop,
weren't saying that.
out of that crop that people felt like
Yeah, a lot of that
nobodies
was
were
Lou DiBella. A lot
somebodies.
of that
They
was
were
Bob Arum and Cameron.
They
Duncan,
were
man.
somebody, right?
They
Mean
were
Machine was.
some
They was like Mean
motherfuckers.
Machine coming through. These guys was doing things, and then like even Gamboa was slated next to be that dude. It's just that over time became a stepping stone for every goddamn body, and it looked it bad.
But that's after Bud beat him.
Right? You get what I'm
Bud
saying?
put that first blemish on his record. Bud put that first blemish on Jose Benavidez Jr.
But the
Bud
way
had
shit be
all
looking,
them boys.
the way shit be looking, it's like people. All right, put it like this. Some people just look at boxing, and then some people really like look at the shit. Like when you look at Gamboa and look at Crawford, even when they was in the same division, that nigga was big as fuck. You better beat that nigga. Like it's just
But he
like,
was taller. He wasn't big. He was
man,
taller.
that nigga was
Man, that
big.
nigga was a little
Yeah.
snot, big
Yeah.
ass
Man, he had
snot,
bigger,
man.
he had
Yeah.
broader shoulders, he was taller, he had longer arm reach, he had every advantage physically.
But
He
we went
better
by
beat
that
his ass.
logic. We went by that logic because a lot of niggas should be beat. Skills pay the bills, right?
No, I'm not
Tank
saying no, bro.
Tank shouldn't supposed to
I'm
be
not
who
saying.
he is.
No,
Then, if
listen
that's
what
the
I'm
case,
saying. Listen what I'm saying. Like some people don't give you as much credit when you big as fuck. That's just what it is. I'm not saying Bud's not elite. That's the first thing I said. Bud is elite, but I'm just telling you why people look at his shit like that. Like, bro, you big as fuck. You better beat Gamboa, nigga, and don't ask me for no credit
Yeah.
for it, nigga.
But this wasn't just to be about Bud. I mean, like you can do if you could pick apart a whole lot of other people's stuff like that and just be like X, Y, and Z.
But I'm
you have to
consistent.
actually been at that time and saw what them guys were doing and why that challenge was presented. You know what I'm saying? Or how that guy got that fight. You know what I mean?
Right. With me, I'm consistent. If you big as fuck compared to your opponents, there's only so much credit I can give you.
No,
There's only so.
I can understand that. I can understand that, and I also understand though that some guys like to challenge themselves. You know, just like Amir Khan, he had to fight Canelo. He thought he could take him. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like
right, right.
Tank
You
with
know,
Barrios.
that was his fault. I didn't get mad at Canelo for that fight. That boy
Right.
said I can do it. And I gave Canelo credit for it because he might have been a bigger dude, but little dude said I'm gonna beat his ass. Okay, then let's see if that check you right with your mouth. Can your ass cash it? You get what I'm saying?
Like
So like,
Punch said,
Right.
Tank and Barrios, right? That's the
mhm.
perfect example because, but it's not because it's so crazy. Like people don't give Tank credit for shit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm looking at the actual fight, bro. People care so much about belts, care so much about this and that, bro. I'm looking at this big ass dude, and it's like it's the opposite of Crawford and Gamboa. Barrios is probably way bigger than Tank than Crawford was bigger than Gamboa, but it's like niggas just discredit Barrios completely and be like, this nigga had a
But then nobody know
rehydration
who he
clause.
was. Nobody. I'm gonna be real. Not watch box. I did not know who he was.
But
I
look,
got laughed. I was like,
that's
"Where
why I
he get a
say
belt
people
from?
don't
Who is
be,
he?"
but people don't know how to identify a fighter. Like put
Right.
it like this: I never seen Bivol fight, but when
Mhm.
I got them seen the nigga record and I seen that Canelo was finna fight that nigga, I was like Canelo finna lose because I looked at the nigga face, I looked at the nigga shoulders, I looked at the nigga, I was like, that's that nigga. I'm like,
You can look at
you
them
can look at
11
Mario
KO.
Barrios, you can look at Mario Barrios and tell that nigga can fight. Like I had never seen him fight. But I could look at the nigga and I looked at his record and I looked at some highlights and I'm like, oh yeah, this nigga ain't no goddamn slouch. Like he ain't no bullshit. So it's like
Mhm.
I gotta give a nigga credit. I don't give a fuck if the nigga don't got no belt, nothing.
Mhm.
The nigga is big as fuck and the nigga can fight. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Mhm.
thought Tank was gonna lose the shit, just like I thought Bavard was gonna lose. I mean, Canelo was gonna lose to Bavard. Like sometimes you gotta just know how to look at a fighter and know that's a fighter. Like I learned that from my boxing coach. Like that nigga be looking at niggas, he be like, man, you don't even look like no fighter. Like he'll just, like niggas know like in boxing gym and shit. When you walk in that gym, they looking at you and trying to know if you can. They damn near know if you can fight or not.
Well, that may be true, but they didn't have some exceptions. Because I tell you, Tim Zook, daddy didn't look like his dad.
But no,
His
yeah,
body didn't look like
there's
nothing.
But that's
So
why
he
you
can
still got to
fight.
get in that ring and prove. Yeah, I'm not saying he gonna kick you out the gym if you don't look like you can fight. If you get in there and you don't look like you can fight, but then you fuck around and beat somebody ass, like just like me. I didn't look like I could fight because I wear glasses and shit like that, right? So I
Uh,
came in that bitch and I was begging to spar. The nigga was like, "Man, hell nah, you're not ready." All that bullshit. Nigga, I took my glasses off and almost knocked out the Golden Glove champion, nigga. First time. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't even see. Nigga, but I knew that that was a nigga right there, and I'm finna hit that nigga in the head.
you got no sense, bro. This
This
nigga.
nigga sound like Fat Joe, man.
But overall, that's what I'm just saying, man. Like what people, I think people just take certain words and they ride with them and go too far with it, and then when the table's turned on them, then they want to get mad. And it should be like that when it like take the logic of what Bud said. Bud told him, he said, "Okay, since I ain't fought no elite fighter, you then. So when I beat you, you gonna be nobody too." That's why that's the logic behind it. He put the logic that he had right back in his face. If everybody I fought and I beat him like that, it was a nobody. Then when I beat you, then you gonna be.
Yeah, but he looking
Is that
like
how that worked? No, because if Bud actually beat Canelo, he beat what?
an elite fighter.
There you go.
That'll be the most elite fighter he beat, and then after that would be Errol. But Errol wasn't in the best condition when he fought him. But nobody want to talk about that, so we're not gonna talk about that. And then
Yeah, okay.
and, Sean Porter. Sean Porter, I mean, that was an elite one. I'll put him number three because I got to put him after Errol Spence because Errol Spence whooped his ass. Well, he didn't whoop his ass; he beat him. He ain't whoop his
Yeah,
ass.
that
That
was
was
a
a good
close
ass
ass
fight.
fight.
Yeah, it was a good ass fight. But he beat him, so I got to put him above that. So if Bud beat Canelo, the best fighter he ever beat was Canelo. Then he beat Errol Spence, and then he beat goddamn Sean Porter. Then I would say probably it's between Amir Khan and goddamn Kell Brook. But I would put probably Amir Khan before Kell Brook.
Uh Sam Sam Monroe.
Monroe.
They already talking about they about to be in talks for that fight. So soon as I'm telling you, soon as it hit the press that they even sent the letter, I'm campaigning for that fight, bro.
You know,
I
like
gotta
some
see
perfect
Opentie and
example.
Zerto, bro. That's gonna be a banger.
Like some perfect examples, right? Like if you put too much weight on belts, right? So it's like if a nigga got them come in there and beat the shit out Carlos Adames. I'm not finna. I don't give a fuck if that nigga had a belt or not. You just beat the fuck out Carlos Adames. Look at the nigga.
Well,
If
that's
if,
the
if you if you
oh,
beat the fuck out of Christian Mbili, he ain't no champion. But nigga, you just did that, nigga. That's Christian. Look at the nigga. It
right.
don't.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. In the era that you in and you were here to evaluate, you could make them evaluations. But if time had passed and you wasn't there for that span, you wouldn't know how to regulate each fighter. Was they really, that guy or not? Unless you went back in that criteria. Now here's my thing though. The belt thing, I'm always gonna have respect. I put respect on the belts. I don't give a fuck because the belts is supposed to say you that man. Period.
Right.
No doubt. Now who burnt that? Who burnt that was the fighters. They're not consistent enough. They're just not. They're not consistent enough. They'll get a belt and sit on their ass. You see what I'm saying? So they take weight off the belt. You shouldn't be allowed to hold a belt up for a whole fucking year without telling them you got somebody in line to fight. You see what I'm saying? Most
Yeah.
of these guys, if you notice, they get a fucking belt, and then the WCWA or whoever fuck it is sending them a letter. Hey, nigga, you need to let us know what's up. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And they
Yeah.
shouldn't be doing that. Back in the day, it was a whole lot motherfucking consistent. It was motherfucking belts fighting 2-3 times a year and got a belt and constantly proving they was that guy. You get what I'm saying?
I
We
feel
all
like
take the cycle.
there's another example.
Boxing has always been like the WWE. You will see your favorite fighter, your favorite champion fight a guy that you look at like he finna beat his ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then by the end of then the big fight that he was gonna have was usually at the end of that year.
You know who resume probably is gonna age bad the same way Crawford's did.
What's that?
Who?
Jamel Charlos. His resume aged bad as hell. Cause where the fuck is Castano? Goddamn, the nigga from Detroit got knocked the fuck out in Australia. The other nigga, you know what I'm saying? Like Jamel Charlo resume 5 years from now, niggas gonna be saying his shit just like Bud because them niggas ain't shit. It's like they wasn't even though they had the belts, them niggas really ain't no A fighters. It's just the division.
I said Carlos.
Sometimes you could be the only A fighter in your division.
It's just niggas don't want to give nobody credit for nothing, man. And that's why I always kind of try and shed that light and always give people credit, bro. Like you got 4 different sanctioning bodies, man. All of these belts represent that you one of the best. And if you defeat one of these guys, you can't just automatically dismiss them as nobodies. You know what I'm saying? Like,
if you got
you
people, I'm
have to
saying,
give
like,
niggas credit for taking belts from niggas, man.
I give niggas. That's why I say I give niggas a certain amount of credit. I don't give a nigga all the credit in the world because I know what a division is. Like, if you're the only A fighter, if you're the only A level fighter in the whole division, then it's like how much fucking credit I can give you some credit, but I ain't finna give you more credit than a nigga ran through a division that got hella A's in that. Like it's like 4 A fighters in that motherfucker. You know, like if somebody is to run through 154 right now, that nigga gets more credit than any nigga I've ever seen get undisputed. Like because those is it's a division full of potentially A fighters. Can we all agree on that? So if your division, you the only A fighter, then it's like, and I mean, I observe deep as fuck. Like I don't give a fuck about that belt. You can have that belt and not be an A fighter, bro, because the fucking whole division is goddamn
So
B level. You know what I'm saying?
Virgil Ortiz is a fighter at 54. Why? Because he beat Madrimal?
I mean, I didn't even say his name, but I feel like Virgil
Well, you
Ortiz
saying
improved.
who's all the A fighters in 54?
I feel like
I say there's like 3.
I say
He said a division full of
I
A
think it's
fighters.
just deep with competition.
I'm just saying
Some
it's
good
deeper
competition,
competition.
about
All right,
3
put it
A
like
fighters.
this.
Yeah, it's deeper
I
competition
think Virgil Ortiz is pretty much an A fighter at this point because he done fought. I mean, he done did his
he ain't
thing.
beat no A fighters though. How he a A fighter and ain't beat none? Right?
Nah, because Terrence Crawford
Don't
is
you? In order to be an
Terrence
A
Crawford
fighter,
is an
don't
A
you?
fighter, and he ain't really beat no A fighters.
Really, or he did?
What?
Huh?
Man, so you didn't think Gamboa was an A fighter? You didn't
We
think
were
Mean
watching
Machine was
boxing.
an A fighter?
I mean, who?
And that big ass Mexican dude,
Champions.
what was his name? He fought at 140.
Man, them
Everybody
niggas,
was
where them
scared to
niggas
fight him.
at? Where them niggas at though?
What
That's
was
what I'm
his
saying. If
name?
they was A fighters,
These
that's
dudes
what I'm
was all the
saying, bro.
boogeymen,
But
man.
you
They
got
When
to
they
supposed to
think
still
stopped
be
Terrence
him,
around.
Crawford, 38 years old, man.
Right, I'm saying they
38.
supposed to still be around. He an anomaly, bro. Like at this point, you
This
think
boy about to be
them dudes
40,
still
man.
supposed to be around?
No,
these
I'm just
all these
saying, what
Look
did
at
fighters
they
is
all the
do
all
niggas
after? I'm
Canelo
experienced
beat.
now,
saying,
None of
bro.
them
I'm
niggas is
talking about
around
what
more than
did them
Canelo
niggas
beat.
do? What did them niggas do after him? Nothing.
What them niggas that Canelo do after him?
Shit, nigga,
Nothing.
Bivol. He didn't beat Bivol. I'm trying to think.
Right? He didn't beat him.
Shit.
Talking about
I
them
mean,
niggas he beat.
Triple G got more when he kept winning. Goddamn. Let me think. Who all he fight? Who all he fought?
Man, Triple
I'm
G
about
ain't
to
do
say,
nothing but wait
who did he
around for
fight in between
Canelo
them
some
fights?
more.
Yeah,
I'm trying to think, bro. Like,
Triple G ain't do shit but wait for Canelo.
yeah. After
I
that
think he
circle, after that second
out
one,
of the,
he didn't do nothing.
I mean, but I
out of
put it like
his
this, bro.
last 5
I
fights,
don't
I
really
think
know
3 of
about
them was
like
Canelo.
Gamboa. He probably, but it's like, bro, the nigga you're big as fuck. If you're an A fighter and you big as fuck, and he's an A fighter and he's small as fuck, I mean, you better win, bro. Or you not an A fighter, nigga. You had to win that shit.
But what we saying, like we can't fault a fighter for
Key1. Shout
how
out my
deep
guy
this.
Key1.
We can't
I'm
fault
saying like the
people for their
division,
division.
the road to your undisputed or your road to your belts. It depends who had them shits. I don't give a fuck. Like it just depends who had them shit. They
No,
just
I
general.
mean
That's why
it
people.
definitely makes an impact, but I won't say that it make the fighter garbage. Now, what the point is, the part that we be wanting though, like we'll see that division, like yeah, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? The division ain't all that talented. Take your ass up a division where the heat at and prove yourself.
Right.
But it
Yeah.
seems like nowadays people got a problem with that. You know, like
Nah. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go where the heat at. I
you
mean,
know,
niggas
you
go where the
gotta
heat
go where
at.
the heat at. But I'm saying if I'm 140 and the heat at 147 and I go up there, they're gonna say, well, he was a smaller fighter. Fuck that. He took his ass up there for it. You know what I mean? Like
No.
that's
I wouldn't. No, that's what I'm
I
saying.
gotta go.
Hold on, wait.
What to do 913?
I think I'm missing what you're saying. Hold on.
God all frogs, what up? Cab, what
I,
up? Key1, what up?
I don't think I understand what you were saying.
No, like if you in an okay division, like say 140, ain't that much heat there, then take your ass to 147.
Oh yeah,
And
but
you
that's
get
the
up there, but if you get beat, they're gonna say he was small. But if he win, they like he doing his thing. It's like you can't win then, right?
No, you can win,
No.
bro. What I'm saying is, bro, I don't even know what I'm trying to say that Terrence Crawford is elite. I can tell. Like, I mean, but I don't feel like the nigga resume is like great or nothing, bro. It's not. It's just the nigga
Could you say the
he.
same
And
thing?
I know
Could
why
you
you
say the
feel
same
like that,
thing?
is because you don't really know shit about none of them niggas he fought, and it's different when you know some shit about some of these niggas that they fight. Like 54 got some names in there that we didn't hyped up. Niggas know them. It's different, and I understand that a lot of people that way. You know what I mean? You just didn't know nothing about none of them niggas he fought. And what up, Keywan? I got 25, bro. I got man. Listen, hold on, real quick, Slick. Let me holler at Q1. I got so much bread spread out. It's in small increments, man. But I'm taking all bets. I got 25 on Canelo. Holla at me.
What?
Yeah.
I ain't
Everybody
betting
gonna bet
I
against
against
told you,
Bud,
that.
know,
bro.
man. Y'all know
I
I put
can't
my money
bet.
where my mouth at, man.
Oh yeah,
I can't
shit,
bet
bro. You know,
against Bud,
hey,
bro.
hey, you gonna come up on heavy? All you gotta do is ride through the black community and bet
Boy, I
everybody
got,
$25.
bro. I already
That's all
got
you gotta
about.
do.
Whew,
I
I
can't
So
bet.
already
many
I
got
niggas
can't
that
is
bet
shit
finna
against
made
Bud,
already.
niggas.
bro.
So many niggas think Crawford finna win. It's crazy, bro. And they all black. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, Keywan, all you got to do is reply bet, and we good. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get with you on the DMs for
Damn,
sure.
bro. But I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, I mean, that's all I want to know. I just really need to know everybody's opinion on that. I think that the way that a fighter carry yourself, moving about, you know what I'm saying? I think that's what makes you elite. And I think the person that's doing it is actually the elite fighter, whether
Right?
you
Yeah.
who he fought. You know what I'm saying? Now,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they are. You are elite. That's what I'm saying. If you even if you are the only A fighter in your division, you still elite. Like you're it's just you ain't but you can't talk to a nigga who been got there running through niggas who elite too or beating niggas who you see what I'm saying? It's just like I mean, but you're still elite. You still gonna go to the Hall of Fame, but your division was weak as fuck. Your resume ain't that strong compared to some niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all. It's you're both gonna go to the Hall of Fame. It's just this
who got
nigga.
who got the strongest resume today?
Shit, probably
Y'all think?
Canelo Alvarez and goddamn
Yeah.
Canelo
Canelo, because
Alvarez.
he was around to fight some fucking legends.
Yeah, but it
I
don't
ain't
really.
no
Yeah,
52,
that's what
no
I'm saying. So he
commandos,
got the best
Keywan. Hell
resume.
nah.
Shit, he got the best resume right now. Shit.
What's up, Nine?
You ain't even been on the live, nigga. How you gonna talk about some commandos? I ain't even got you on the live yet, so I can see you do some push up. Shout out Keywan. I ain't doing no damn commandos, man.
And not only do he got the best resume, bro. Ain't nobody got no motherfucking close to 70 fights. The nigga, the most active nigga in this motherfucking like he
Half
and he.
them fights
Yeah,
you got to throw in the trash, though.
Hmm?
Half them fights you got to throw in the trash. More than half.
man, probably more
Man,
than
see that's what I'm
half.
saying. You can't start
More than
talking like
half.
that about Canelo because then I
But
start
if you
like
go
not being.
look, if you go look,
I'll start not being nice to Bud, nigga. I'm
that's all
trying to be
right.
nice
I'm
to this
I'm
nigga.
not a fanboy of Bud, but what I'm saying
But he
is,
not
bro,
finna. You not
Canelo,
finna. You can't.
Canelo resume,
Bud
when you
can't be your
count up
favorite
what he
fighter,
did, line, we can
bro.
go count
Bud
up
can't
what
be
he
your
did
favorite
now.
fighter, and you start talking about Canelo resume, nigga. You
I'm
can't
just
do that,
saying
bro. Because
though,
now I
it's
gotta
not.
cook. I'm gonna
Bro,
have to
it's
cook.
not. I'm
I'm gonna
saying
have
Oh
to
you
shit.
cook,
gotta
bro.
pull up Canelo shit too though.
Bro,
If you
that
gonna
nigga
cook.
shit is better, bro. We cannot talk about the nigga. You cannot talk to me about the nigga who got the best resume in boxing, nigga. And you talk about throwing away half his resume, nigga. Throw Terrence Crawford whole resume away, nigga. The fuck, throw the whole shit away.
Man,
If you
what the
want to do
fuck I
that,
just walk
we gotta show
into,
some
blood?
show some motherfucking respect, nigga. You gotta show some motherfucking respect. That's the problem.
Bro, bro, you gotta pull Canelo. Don't now. I want you to do this
I
before
would
you
have
go to
muted
bed,
that
so you
nigga and
won't
listen to my show.
Friday. But I want you to look at his resume, bro,
Bro,
and
I've
tell
seen
me
his
who Don
resume,
Julio is and all of them.
man. But who don't start off fighting nobody, nigga?
That's
30,
casual
30
talk.
plus, 30 plus.
Man, it don't fucking matter, bro.
You just talking about boots.
Because look, if you listen, bro, the nigga is the GOAT right now, nigga. Cause look,
Fucking casual talk.
listen, if you throw away, then listen. If you throw away 30 fights, the nigga still got the same amount of fights as Terrence Crawford, nigga.
Oh, you got to throw away more than half of that, though,
Nah,
bro.
fuck that. Nah, now you trying to up the numbers.
No, I said you got to throw
That's
more
what I'm
than half
saying. I'm trying
away.
to be nice to Crawford. Let's just be respectful.
I'm just saying, bro. I
Like
mean,
let's be for
hey,
real, bro. We
Unfortunately
cannot,
for Bud, man, even though he older than Canelo, they just didn't want to let that nigga in that smoke back in the
man,
day,
fuck
bro.
all that, man.
I'm
Listen,
serious
that's
though,
and
bro.
real.
then that's
They
another
want.
thing. That's another thing. We talk about a nigga who older than that nigga. Nigga, this nigga got 70 fights, nigga, and you got motherfucking 40. And
But you
this nigga done
understand,
fought this.
Canelo had a country
All right,
behind
no,
him
no,
back
but
then,
listen.
bro.
Them
What I'm
bar
saying,
fights
niggas
don't
just talk
count, bro.
about,
Man,
but niggas
Canelo
just
got
talk
niggas on
about,
his resume 5
but
and
no, but
31,
listen,
bro. Stop
but
it.
niggas just talk about he came up in an era that he was able to fight the legends. Nigga, we're talking about a nigga who older than him. Nigga, so what era did he come up in? You're older than the nigga we talk about.
Bro,
Motherfucker, you
Canelo,
ain't do nothing.
Canelo, bro, is literally LeBron James, bro.
That's what I'm
He
about, but
he
I'm
went
saying,
pro
but
when he was
Crawford is
like
older than
11
that
or some
nigga, and you
shit.
ain't do none of that
The
shit.
nigga was like literally 11 when he went pro. He like LeBron, bro.
Bro,
Like
but what I'm
that's like a
saying is,
comparison, kind of. I ain't saying Bud ain't no motherfucking Kareem, but I'm just saying that's like kind of comparable to that shit. That nigga LeBron, nigga was fucking went pro when the nigga was 10.
yeah, exactly. I know what you're saying. But
Yeah,
that's what I'm
so
saying. That's
it's kind of
elite shit.
slighted though. But you
But
got
I'm
to
saying
use a
when a
little
nigga
bit
got a
of
Yeah,
resume
you
that's
got
like
to
that's hitting
Canelo,
you
below
bro,
got
the
to
you
use
belt,
a
can't.
little
Casino.
bit of
That's hitting
discernment
below the
though,
belt,
bro.
man.
You got to
You
use
hitting below the
discernment
belt, man.
because think about it like this:
Keep him up, Casino. Keep him up. You hitting below the belt. Keep
when
him up.
the question you really asked it, the question you really asked it is, who fought the better promoted guys? Not the better boxers, but the better promoted guys.
Bro, we not finna do that either.
But that's what people think is elite.
Well, that's
That's
a
the
perspective
game.
for
That's
Nah,
the
we
your
not
ass,
finna do
game.
that
man.
either.
Yeah,
We not finna
that's
do
what
that
people
either,
think
bro,
is elite.
because
They
we
think the
not finna
promoted
do
guys
that.
are the elite
Let's
ones.
put it like this. Let's
But
put
we
it
not
like
finna do
this.
that, bro. We not
Only
finna do that
thing
shit.
we hear about right now is Shakur motherfucking ass, right? Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Nah, I
one of
don't
the
hear about
fighters
that
we
nigga
all
at
hear
all
about.
until I get on YouTube.
Motherfuckers think that Shakur is elite, but really Shakur ain't really fought the number of guys that, you know what I'm saying, a motherfucker's supposed to fight, right? We
Mm-hmm.
hear about Keyshawn right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he ain't really fought shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's keep it a band, right? But did we hear about Egas Kavalaskas, another undefeated Olympian? Bud beat the shit out of him, but he didn't have the machine behind him. It's
Right.
all about who got the machine behind him. You can't say, man, like coming out the gate, um, a motherfucker that went pro and half these guys was better than the Egas Kavalaskas. An undefeated Olympian, a Olympian.
Man, that
Think
shit.
about that, bro. But he
Bro,
got
that
the
means
machine
that means he
behind
was
him.
an elite amateur, nigga. What
See
the fuck that mean?
what you trying to like what it is, bro. It's like underground rap nigga versus the niggas that get the label push. You know what I'm saying?
The
I know
industry niggas, the
niggas,
commercial niggas.
Right.
right, nigga. I think
Canelo
I'm
got to
an
fight
LA
all them
nigga, right?
commercial niggas.
I'm an LA nigga, bro. I think
Sponsored
Get Him
by
J3 nigga is the
Corona.
shit. Hit a man is the shit, but he don't got the push the Kendrick got. You see what I'm saying? He ain't got the push that like a lot of these
Hold
other
on, is
dudes
he a
got.
LA rapper? Is that another LA rapper?
Yeah, hit a
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Hit a man. I know he
Yeah, I fucks with
trash.
that shit a long way. And that's just the example. I'm not saying like Kendrick ain't dope because I think that's like my favorite nigga. But at the same time though, he don't got the push that a lot of other niggas got. And that plays a part in boxing too, bro. You know,
Yeah.
so you
So
just gotta have it's really like discernment, bro. You gotta it's like a little bit of the eye test and shit. And you gotta know what the fuck you looking at.
Right.
Because guess what? Coming out the gate, niggas is talking like Shakur, nigga, was way better than Egas Kavalaskas. Greek Mean Machine. Think about that. Whereas Mean Machine, nigga, was a gold medalist. Shit, motherfucking Shakur was a silver medalist. Mean Machine was knocking motherfuckers out, but he just got fed to the wolves. Because he didn't have nobody taking care of him.
But,
Think about it, man.
but
You
listen,
can't say a guy is a
when
trash
you ain't got
nigga.
nobody taking care of you, you gotta really sit back and ask yourself why, bro.
so
Why
Yeah.
ain't nobody taking
so
care of your ass, bro?
Man, you may be a nigga that ain't really talking. Bro, let's look at it like this though. Look at Rolly, nigga. Rolly ain't shit, but he's a name.
I don't think Rolly is trash, but I don't think he elite. But he not trash, bro. I never
But
said.
he's a name though.
But
yeah,
And guess
but
what?
he's a
we
name, but he
when
never.
I
He
Rolly
just.
is garbage.
I
when I
mean, of
But
think
course
of
you're
guess
it
gonna
what?
think that, bro. But I don't think he's garbage. You know what I'm saying?
when I
Man,
think of elite fighters, I'm gonna go back to something since you was using a rap analogy. When it came down to LL versus Cannabis, you feel what I'm saying?
yes. Yes, my
Cannabis
nigga.
is an
Yes.
elite lyricist. LL was an elite rapper. That's the difference between the two of them were elite in their respective categories. LL had his time. Now, when you talk about elite fighters in this era, or just in general, some of that shit is up to personal preference, and the real discussion starts to happen once they retire. Like when you could look at the entire body of their work. When you say, like when people will say Hagler, elite fighter, although he only fought in one division, elite fighter. Tommy Hearns, elite fighter. Glass chin, but you let Tommy do what he do, Tommy gonna put your ass out. Now Tommy fought between these guys, they fought all of the toughest fighters. Maybe not some guys that didn't get a good push, and we were like, "Who the hell is that?" But then after they did their thing, it was like, "Oh, Iron Barkley." He was one of those guys that didn't get the push until he started beating some names. He got his opportunity to get in there with some names, and he put paws on them dudes. So
You know
that's
what,
the way I
AC
kind of
bro?
look at it.
You know what, AC bro? I agree exactly what you talking
There you
about, bro.
go.
Because I
Yeah.
remember my
It's just
uncle.
subjective, like you
I
said.
remember my uncle hating Marvin Hagler, saying, "I don't think he doing is waiting for little guys to come up and beat up on him." I remember them arguments back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But that don't knock him for being a great, bro.
Exactly.
You know how
It don't even
you
They
know
matter
say
how
that
though,
you
about
man,
know
D Hop
because
too.
niggas gonna
you know
find
how
a
you
way to
know
shit on Bud resume. Bottom line, they gonna find a way to shit on him, man. But most of
you
this
know
shit is
why?
subjective, man.
When
In
you
my
Because
great,
opinion.
they gonna hate.
it's because all right, put it like this. When you elite and
I'll
you
be
got
at
an
the fight,
elite,
Q1.
you can hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay,
Yeah, bro.
when you elite and you fighting, this how you know you elite and you fighting somebody elite. When you when you when you barely getting through them shit, like it's like Baval and Better Be, like the shit is a close ass fight, like Amanda Serrano versus goddamn Katie Taylor, nigga. They both elite. That's when you got an elite resume, nigga. When you cook your whole resume, nigga, your resume is not elite, bro. Your resume
So,
is not elite. You
So
should not be able
so
to
you
cook
just
so
can't
you
be
your
mad
whole
good.
because he
resume.
ain't
Goddamn
damn
it.
good.
You
No,
got
what
to
I'm
So
struggle.
saying is,
hold on.
bro,
So
no,
so
bro,
Spence wasn't elite. Spence wasn't an
Oh,
elite fighter.
He was not an
he
elite
wasn't
fighter.
in
He was
elite
not
he
that
was not
good,
in
bro.
elite condition. He was not in, and now that I look at it, he was like a B plus. He was like a B plus. Now that
That's
I
what
really think
nigga been
about it.
saying the whole time.
Bruh.
But you know what? A elite fight, a good example of two elites fighting, in my opinion, was Mayweather Pacquiao, bro.
You know
That
another
shit
better,
couldn't be argued, could
but you
not
know
be
another one.
denied.
right.
Shit, Triple G versus Canelo, nigga. That's why they had to fight 3 fucking
I
times because
never
that's a
thought Triple G was elite, bro. I thought
well, shit.
Canelo did.
You a part of
Hell
the
no, he was
minority,
scared as hell,
and I
Jamal
mean I'm pretty
Charlo.
sure that nigga
He
going
ain't
to the
want
Hall
none
of
of that
Fame.
Jamal Charlo stuff.
So
I
I mean,
think the Canelo beating Danny Jacob, in my humble opinion, was a better fight,
all
in
right, well,
my
that's two
opinion.
niggas that's elite on his resume. We already just named, and the shit was close. That's what I'm saying. Like, the shit gonna be close when you got an elite resume, bro. That's just if it's elite versus elite, it's not gonna be a fucking blowout. It's gonna be a
Yeah.
barn. It's gonna be a
To be
barn burner,
honest,
bro. It's gonna be a
Casino,
barn burner.
I felt
So,
like
so the
Canelo caught him right past his prime, like 32 to 33 year old Triple G was elite.
I'll be right
Not
back,
that nigga
fellas.
that Canelo
all right,
fought.
Man,
but we
I
can't
don't.
we can't say that barn burner shit don't work because kind of being an old boy is not elite in my opinion.
No, but I'm not saying.
But
I'm
it
not
was a good
saying.
fight.
I'm not saying the only way to get a barn burner is two elites. I'm saying when it's actually two elites, it's gonna be a barn burner. If it ain't, if you put two elites in the ring and it's not a barn burner, that means one of them ain't elite.
So they're just saying you ain't that good. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. 'Cause
Again, it's all
if you
subjective, man. It's
right, and
subjective,
then and
man.
Bud ain't been through a lot of all easy fights. Ain't like he just walking through everybody, bro. It's just
Nah,
that
Say what?
Earl ass whooping left a bad taste in everybody's mouth. That looked. I
Super
swear to
bad
God,
taste.
Earl fight
here's the
looked
thing,
like the
Slick.
easiest fight he ever had.
Here's the thing, Slick. He was able to figure all them niggas out. That's
Right,
all. And that's what elite fighters do.
and Earl
They
was the
take away your
easiest
best
one.
weapon or they figure you out. You know what I mean? And the elite fighters, after they figure you out, they get you the fuck up out of there.
Facts.
That's just how that work, bro.
Yeah,
Sean gave him
that's one
a
thing I
tougher fight
can
than
say
Earl.
about it. I can say this about elite fighters. Elite fighters have a mentality that says I don't get paid for overtime.
Right.
I get paid the same if I fuck you up in the first round as if I beat your ass in the 12th round. I still get paid the same. So why not make it easy for myself?
But nah, listen, when I say blowout, I'm not saying, I put it like this. When I say barn burner, I'm not saying nobody gets knocked out. Like you can get stopped
Yeah.
and the nigga still was, you can stop an elite fighter. I'm not saying that. But when you cooking your whole fucking resume, that means your resume wasn't elite. Like it gotta be some adversity, like, you know what I'm saying? And I don't really want to hear about like Gamboa was elite because the nigga so fucking small. Like we talking about a nigga who finna fight at 168, and we bringing up a nigga from one what? You know what I'm saying? So it's like the nigga small as fuck, and he been getting cooked ever since, bro. He's not.
So so can
I
I
don't even
ask the
think Gamboa
question
going to
of
the goddamn Hall of Fame or nothing, bro.
so can I ask the question of
Huh?
I mean, he should be if Tank going.
when you talk about legacy, when you look at the definition, it's a moment in time. It's an event of a moment in time. So when Bud fought Gamboa, at that time, Gamboa was the fucking man.
Yeah, that's what I was trying
Everybody
to tell
just
was
him,
want to
bro.
repeat
The
myself, bro.
motherfucking
That's why I'm just
man,
sitting
Yeah,
there
top
like,
I was
five
trying to
that's
pound
what
tell
for
I'm trying
pound.
to
Gamboa, but
tell him.
see,
pound for pound
what's my
list.
man name? What's my man
AC,
name?
that's AC.
HV. See, he wasn't around for that. He don't know. He don't know
Oh,
about
oh,
No,
Jose
but
Benavidez
but that's
Jr.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
him
on
and
I'm
Puerto
steroids.
not trying to
Gamboa was
not
that
give
You
him
feel
no
nigga.
me?
credit. I'm not trying to give him no credit. I'm saying I'm not trying. I'm
But you
not
would
finna
no,
give
get
him
what
but
get
I'm saying.
all
If
the.
you
I
knew
give
though,
that.
you
That's
wouldn't
why
be
all
making
them
some of
other
these
fighters fuck
statements.
Gamboa
No,
afterwards,
bro,
because
because
Gamboa
I
was
Yeah,
that
let's
nigga.
because
make it. Hold on.
because
Hold on.
Gamboa had that name. Everybody wanted Gamboa's name on
No,
their
That's why
resume.
all them
And
niggas
when
fuck
they saw
Gamboa.
Bud stop him, they was like, "Oh shit, that's what it takes to stop
That
him."
wasn't supposed
I
to
mean,
yeah,
Yep.
happen.
but when I'm looking
yeah,
at it, right?
And Gamboa wobbled the shit out of Bud, bro.
exactly.
Bud was not supposed to win that fight, bro.
Swear to God, he
By
wobbled
no
the
means
shit.
was he supposed to beat
That
Gamboa.
was his
He
coming
was a
out party for
horrible
real.
That
fucking
nigga
talker with
Bud
his
did the
jacket.
stanky leg like a motherfucker, boy.
And shit, for real, he kind of got lucky with Jose Benavidez Jr. because he was supposed to be the second coming.
Right.
Yeah.
He was supposed Jose Benavidez Jr. was supposed to be the second
Before that
fucking
nigga
coming,
got
bro.
before he got
Facts.
shot, he was my
Yes.
favorite fighter. He was my
Right.
I
favorite new
believe, bro.
fighter.
I fucking believe you. I
But
believe
I ain't
you.
gonna lie, bro. I mean, but like that's what I'm saying. Like with both legs, bro. I mean, when Crawford stopped that nigga in round 12, right?
Yeah. It
Like
was last
imagine that
round he
nigga
got
with
him out of there.
imagine that nigga with both legs. That's what I'm saying. Like, and then all right, what y'all saying about Gamboa, right? I don't give a fuck what the nigga did. When the nigga small as fuck compared to the other nigga, it looked just like Loma and Devin to me, bro. The shit was too fucking close. It's too
But so
close,
how
nigga. You
you?
can't be that. It was too fucking close.
So that's gonna be the excuse when if Tank lose.
He
Uh
is too
oh.
small.
Uh oh. Nigga, done went quiet.
Nah, I had it got down. I just got in the car. What? Somebody asked me something?
I said, is that gonna be the excuse if Tank lose?
What?
What you just said about Gamboa being so small?
I mean, I don't care, bro. I mean, it's not an excuse. It's not an excuse, bro.
That's exactly
It's
what
just what it
you.
is. It's just what
Okay.
it's a reason, like an excuse. I'm not trying to take up for Gamboa. Like I'm just telling you
But
how
you
it
saying
looks to me.
Bud was supposed to beat him because he was so small.
Yeah,
That's basically
you
what you
should
said.
beat that nigga ass. You should. Yes, you should beat that little nigga ass, bro.
Damn.
Yes,
So you
that's how
understand
that
the
shit
point I'm
go.
trying to make. So everybody's supposed to just really be whooping Tank's ass.
Yes, that's why I give him so much credit. That's why I'm trying to tell you. Like niggas don't look at it the way I look at it. That's why it's like I be sounding crazy, but nigga Tank shouldn't be beating none of them big niggas, dog. He shouldn't. Mario Barrios should beat the fuck
I'm
out that nigga,
confused,
bro.
bro.
Mario
He
Barrios,
should.
bro. Listen, bro. When you little as fuck and you fighting bigger niggas, that's already because every time somebody that niggas like do it, they say they
Bro,
daring to
you
be.
can't knock.
Nah,
So
I don't
then,
listen,
know.
listen.
so what
Nah,
he
listen,
asking
listen,
you is,
listen,
hold
listen,
on,
listen,
Casino.
listen.
I think you missing it. So what he's asking you is that based on that logic, what you saying, if Tank lose, you're not gonna give the other guy credit.
I mean, I'm gonna give. I give him a certain amount of credit. Yeah.
Oh, stop it, bro.
But you're not gonna get more
Oh,
credit than
Casino.
you're not finna
This
get
is
more
just
credit. You're
controversial,
not
man.
finna, bro.
He
Listen, bro.
controversial.
Nah, bro. You're not gonna get.
This nigga's
Listen, you're not
crazy.
gonna get more credit than the little nigga who got them doing big shit. The big nigga doing little shit is not gonna get more credit than the little nigga doing big shit. And ever in my book, ever. ever.
Nah, you got to give him the same. Because listen, man, little niggas been fucking up big niggas since the beginning of
I've
time,
been
bro.
promoting that forever, bro.
Shit.
I swear.
Little niggas can
Yeah,
fight,
bro.
bro, and you can't never
I
count
know,
a
bro.
nigga
Bro, that's
out. That's
almost
why
the
they
I
name
do
of the
know, bro.
all
game,
But
these
if
bro.
you're
things on
That's
big,
time
saying a good
history.
I'm
big
not
man beats
counting
a
them
great
out.
little man. I don't believe in that shit, bro.
No, but listen,
That's-
if you're a big man, you should not. If you can fight and you're big, if you
skills, skills,
listen, okay,
skills,
listen.
skills, man, skills.
If you got skills, that's what I'm saying. If you got skills and you're bigger than the little nigga, you should beat that nigga ass. I don't give a fuck.
But the little nigga might have more skills than you, bro. That's what,
So now you look
I
fucking
agree.
crazy.
I
So now
agree
you
with
look
that.
crazy.
I
You
agree
getting your
with that.
ass whooped by a little nigga. You look crazy, bro.
I agree
You
with
look
that, but
crazy.
I can't take it away from if the big guy punished the little dude that wanted to smoke.
nah,
I'm not
Slick.
taking it
This is
away.
it.
It's
This is
just
it right here, Slick. He basically saying each division should have a height requirement.
nah. It's not even about height.
That's basically what he's saying. That wasn't basically what you're saying.
Nah, it's not even. No, it's not, bro. Because some
Because
niggas be
the
fighting.
shorter nigga is all
Some
in
niggas
your
fighting.
eyes. The
No,
shorter man is
bro.
gonna always
Listen,
be the
bro.
little nigga.
I'm saying niggas be fighting that closer to they walk around weight, and some niggas goddamn cut the fuck out some weight, bro. I always give more credit to the nigga who ain't cutting a lot of weight. That's what I'm saying. If you cutting hella weight and another nigga is not cutting weight at all, damn near, I gotta give it to the nigga who goddamn just fighting how he fighting, bro. The
Yeah,
nigga
I
who
could
not
rock with that.
the
I could
nigga
rock
who
with
not
that.
the nigga who not squeezing down, like nigga Loma is greater than most of these niggas, bro. He's greater than most of these niggas, dog. Like real talk.
I get what you're
Nigga
saying, but
Loma is
but that's based off what skills, right?
Yeah,
but I'm saying
that's what
exactly, but it's
it's
win
always
or
gonna boil
lose.
down
And
to.
if a big nigga if
It's a
Shout
skill.
out Skunks,
The
man.
devil,
Skunks
hold
in
on.
the
the
chat. What
devil
up,
like
Skunks?
getting you out.
What up, Teach? What up, Skunks and Teach? What up, man?
The boxing guys don't like what you saying, Casino, bro.
Yeah, they don't want to hear that bullshit.
They
Not
they
at
Man.
like
all.
you. They like, nah, bro, not today. Not today, bro.
Spewing all this
Because
bullshit.
skills pay the bills, bro. 100%.
Facts.
Your mental,
Yeah,
your
nah, skills
skills.
do pay the bills, but
Just
skills
like
pay the
Joe
bills, but
Frazier.
if
Remember
niggas
Joe
is
Frazier was in the heavyweight division with all these
Right.
fucking monsters.
Like that's
hey,
crazy.
bro,
And
but
he,
I
he
all right,
was
put
a
it like
he
this.
was a monster
Even with
himself,
Uzi,
bro. Like
He was a monster his
he was a
motherfucking self.
monster
Hey,
himself.
I'm gonna give y'all a set of name of brothers.
man, but
Who,
listen,
when you go
but
back
niggas
and
call
look
niggas
at them,
trash.
the Spinks brothers, Leon and
And
Michael
them
Spinks.
ugly
You talking
niggas.
about
Them
St.
niggas
Louis?
was like
Yeah.
205, 203. They're really cruiserweights fighting in the heavyweight division.
Heavyweight division. Yeah, they were small.
Yep.
they was fucking up
Holyfield
the
came out like that too.
yeah.
And that's why he get more credit than a lot of niggas. To me, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm bro. Y'all are making my point, nigga. That
No,
nigga,
what I'm saying, I
Evander
think you
Holyfield, is
missing it.
over most niggas because look what he
You,
did. Just like Usyk,
right, but you
Usyk,
missing it
Usyk is
because
greater than, huh?
you missing it though because these guys that are coming up, they are monsters themselves. They earned that right to be amongst those lions. So if a lion fighting another lion because he little, is it not two lions fighting?
I mean, bro, that's what I'm saying. I never said I don't give a nigga no credit. I just said I can only give you a certain amount of credit. I said I give a nigga a certain amount of credit, bro.
Wow.
Listen, bro.
And that's why I say I feel like it should be a height requirement. So whether win, lose, or draw,
No, it's not
everybody gets the
height,
same
bro.
amount of credit.
It's about how much weight you
If you're
cutting. I'm
always
not
going to
talking
give
about
the
height.
smaller man more credit, then
Man,
that
listen,
tips
bro.
the
You're not
scale.
finna tell me,
Casino can't judge no fights, bro.
bro. You're not finna tell me, bro. Listen, bro. You're not finna tell me that Crawford cut the same amount of weight as Gamboa did, bro. Gamboa clearly cut way less weight than that nigga, bro. So that nigga is
He
a
built stocky though.
man. That
He's
nigga
got
is
a
not
different
fucking
body
stocky,
type.
because if he was built stocky, the nigga would have went up. Like nigga, like that's why I give Pitbull Cruz so much credit, because that little ass nigga is all up at 140 going crazy. Like I give that nigga more credit than Tank, even though the
Because
nigga
he,
can't. Like, because
but
the nigga goddamn, he fighting even bigger niggas.
But
It's
Casino,
like,
you do understand that if just because you're the shorter man doesn't automatically mean you're the smaller man. You know that, right?
Bro, I know that, but I'm talking about the amount of weight niggas cutting. I'm literally
I
talking.
feel
I'm not
like
even.
How you gonna
I'm
say
not
I'm
even
moving
talking
around
about
the
the
in
way
height,
I
bro.
hear
weights?
it, he give them more credit because he feel like they shouldn't be able to beat them dudes. And I'm like, they got
Because they
skills,
taller.
bro. They like
Yeah, that shit
they
crazy.
Yeah,
got
nigga, but why your
skills.
tall ass don't got skills? That's what I'm saying. I gotta give
Their
him more
skills was
credit.
better than it. The little dude's skills was better.
And listen, bro. Listen, bro.
I'm
It's
just
just
being
what it is.
100%,
That's
bro.
just how it is. That's just how it is, bro. That's just the way it is. I'm going to always get a nigga who see and you talking to a nigga who 5'8". You know what I'm saying? I'm not no big nigga. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
damn,
you
boy,
gotta we
he's a
gotta keep
little
that
The
in mind
sport
too.
little
dude
baby
boxing do
nigga.
not let Casino judge that fight, bro.
Little baby Gerber nigga.
Tell
Yeah,
him
boy, 5'8".
it's
Like
gonna
put it
be
Little
like
runt.
this. Put it like this. Like it's the same shit with Canelo and Crawford. Nigga, Crawford, if he win, he gonna get way more credit than Canelo. Why? Because the nigga big as fuck. It's supposed to be. He had 168 and you coming up. He's daring to be great. And it's literally niggas in the sport who dare to be great every fucking time they fight, but niggas don't look at it that way. Because them niggas, it's like, bro, it's not even a fair exchange. That's how real what I'm saying is. Nigga, Crawford gonna get way more credit than Canelo, nigga. Fight, but niggas don't look at it
man.
that way
I give
because
Canelo,
them
I
niggas,
give
niggas do
Canelo
look at
more
it that way,
credit.
bro. Niggas is definitely gonna give,
That's
huh?
how real what I'm saying is.
I
Nigga,
give
Crawford gonna get
Canelo
way more
credit, bro.
credit than Canelo, nigga. Fight, but niggas don't look at it
Man,
that way.
I
Hold on,
give
Because
what?
Canelo,
them
I
niggas,
give
niggas do
Canelo
look at
more
it that way,
credit.
bro. Niggas is definitely
Somebody
gonna
say
give.
double him.
That's how real what I'm saying is.
Somebody
I
Nigga,
say
give
give
Crawford gonna get
Canelo
way more
credit, bro.
credit than Canelo, nigga. Fight.
Hold on, somebody playing back what I said.
Yeah, that's why I was like, what the hell?
that was me, man. My bad. I was fucking around with spaces. My bad, y'all.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the hell? Why you repeating yourself, Canelo? I mean,
Yeah,
Casino.
I
What
was
the
tweaking.
fuck?
Yeah, I was sitting
That's
here looking at the
We
phone like,
heard
what the
hilarious.
you,
hell
bro.
going
We
on?
heard you.
I was like, what the hell going on? But you know what I'm saying though? Like, that's what I'm saying. All right, and y'all might not feel that way, but the general public, everybody else is gonna give goddamn Canelo a hard time, nigga. They gonna be like, this nigga was never that good if he lose. Because nigga, you're supposed to beat that little nigga ass. That's just all I'm saying. It's just the way it's supposed to
I
be.
agree with that part. I'm not disagreeing with the part.
Okay, so that's
But,
the same. That
but for
goes for
me to give,
everybody. No, but
for
listen,
me
let me just finish the
to
point.
discredit the smaller fighter
No, let me
like
just
that,
finish the
I'm
point. That
yeah,
same logic goes with Gambo and Crawford. You better beat that little nigga ass. Mario Barrios and goddamn Tank. Nigga, Mario Barrios, how you let that little nigga beat
yeah.
your
But
ass?
look, but
Like, it's
here's
like,
the
bro,
thing though. When you have matches like that though, I say the same thing. I just said it not too long ago. When Canelo went up to Bivol was supposed to whoop his ass. That's what was supposed to happen. But
Yeah,
I'll be damned if I was going to discount Canelo and say he wasn't going to be able to win
but I can
because he's a
no, but I'm
monstrous
not
force.
saying,
He's a
I never
I
monster.
just
said,
wanted
I'm not
to
saying nigga can't win.
no, but this is what let me try to say this because it's kind of with your point when you talking about Canelo supposed to beat Bud and beat his little ass. The only problem with that is that little nigga is the number one nigga in his entire sport. Like he's above you when it comes down to that skill level. So I see what you're saying where he's supposed to whatever, but a lot of the casuals have Canelo winning, but a lot of boxing purists are like, yeah, I think Bud just gonna outpoint him.
Yeah,
A lot
but
of
who,
boxing
but nah,
purists
answer
got
this
Canelo
though.
winning too.
Answer this,
Yeah,
bro.
some boxing purists got
Listen, bro.
Canelo winning too.
Who's
Yeah,
gonna get
I know
more
that's right.
credit? Bro, just answer this simple question. Who's gonna get more credit for winning, bro?
For me, both of them getting the same amount of credit. You got two top pound for pound niggas fighting each other.
All
And
right.
see, for me, I look at shit different because, and I know it's a sport. I know it's boxing. At the end of the day, it's weight classes for a reason and all of that. But
Right.
I also look at it like in real life. If a nigga just got a few pounds on you, 10, 15 pounds, that shit don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
It depends on the skills.
For me, when
It's the
I
skills,
gotta
bro. The
rock, I
skills
gotta
is
rock
always gonna pay the
with
bills. That's why
Casino's
Floyd
point.
was able to move up and beat all them big niggas.
I gotta rock with Casino's point in saying, yeah, the person who's going to actually prosper from the win a lot more than Canelo. It's Bud is easily gonna be it. Look at the push he got from beating Errol. He's flying. You know what I'm saying? It's like when is the dude home in Omaha? All you basically see is him with a flight bag, and he everywhere now. So if he win, it's like he's mega star. If Canelo win, it's you were supposed to beat that nigga ass.
Exactly. That's
Oh,
all
see,
I'm
I don't look
saying,
at it
bro.
that way.
The only the,
To me, Bud is damn near unbeatable, dog. And if
the
you
Oh
can get
hell
in
nah,
there and
nigga. Cause
fold
my
him
Jamal
up,
was doing a damn good job. We not finna do that.
and guess
I'm
what,
gonna be
man?
real with
Jamal
you,
lost.
dude.
Well, guess what
Gonna be
happened
the
with
most
that Jamal?
decorated dude
He
on his.
lost.
Bud gonna be
He
the most
fucking lost
decorated
like
dude
the
on his
rest of
resume, bro.
them.
And
Yeah,
on not only that he gonna be the most decorated on Canelo's resume if he wins. Bud called for the smoke. This is why Bud asked for this. Now, if we was talking back then when Canelo's bringing the smaller fighters, I probably would agree with you. You know what I'm saying? Wholeheartedly. But Bud asked for this ass whooping.
But just same way. But that's what I'm saying. Like, and I'm not saying you said this, but I'm just gonna say the shit that I've heard. Niggas don't give Errol Spence a little bit of. They don't even give that nigga a little bit of credit for beating Mikey Garcia, and that nigga Mikey
Who
Garcia
don't?
asked for it.
These is these fuck niggas you talking boxing with, man. And that's
Yeah,
again, that's why I always highlighted. You got to give niggas credit when credit
yeah.
is
Mikey
due.
forced that fight.
Yeah,
Mikey forced that fight. But the
But
only
no, but
thing
look, but
only
even
thing
me,
I thought Earl was gonna stank his ass and he couldn't get him down.
but
man. I
even,
gave Earl a
but
ton
if,
of credit for beating Mikey Garcia, bro.
but see, I like Earl a lot, and I don't even talk about that fight because that shit don't really deserve much credit.
And
It
he
don't,
beat Mikey
it don't
Garcia at
deserve
his
much
own
credit.
game.
It's just
He
like
ain't
if
even
Canelo, bro, if
Mikey
bully
Canelo
was
beat,
his
He
reach
ain't
too
even
then.
bully him.
but if like put it like the same shit with Canelo. If Canelo beat Crawford, I'm not gonna be talking about that shit no more after it's over. I'm gonna be still talking about the fights I give a fuck about, like the Triple G shit. Like I'm not even gonna rewatch the shit because it's not even an even match.
And
Like
it's
it's,
perspective too, though, man. It's perspective. Cause see, the way I look at this fucking, this Canelo and Bud fight, I also look at it like as Canelo get another opportunity to fight the closest thing he'll ever get to fighting Floyd. You get another opportunity. You was young at the first go round. Now you seasoned. You in your prime. You got a ton of experience, and you got something that is as close to Floyd as you could possibly get across the ring from you. So you get redemption
man,
of
skunks.
being a black undefeated fighter whom everybody agrees is the best and who most agree is better than your ass. So if he's able to beat Bud Crawford definitively, I have to give him all the credit in the fucking world.
I
I
But
ain't
that's
have
got
to.
good.
That's
I ain't
I'm
even gotta
glad.
read
I'm
that
glad
deep.
you feel that way because
Bud, you asked
I'm
for it.
not giving him all the credit in the world for that shit, and that's my favorite fighter. I'm
Bud
not giving him
asked for
all the
that
credit in the
smoke,
world for that
and
shit.
hey, you know what I'm saying?
Look,
Simple as that.
and the thing what Skunk said, this is I hear this shit from Bud fans all the fucking time. Nigga, don't talk to me about that shit. Go talk to Bud, nigga. Bud downplay that fight, nigga.
Nah, after that fight, bro, I'm talking
Man,
about
Bud
all
downplay
before
that
that
nigga.
fight. Nah, be real, Casino. All before that fight, Earl finna beat the fuck out of him. He too big,
Listen,
he too
bro. I'm
strong.
Casino was on the
no.
girl
Stop.
All
power
before
foot
that, then
Listen to what I'm
afterwards,
Bullshit.
saying.
it
Being
was a car
Listen
banned.
wreck.
to
It
what
was
I'm
this.
saying, bro.
He was
Listen to what I'm
high.
saying. I'm responding to Skunks what he said. You didn't say it. He said it's crazy how people downplay the Spence fight now. Nigga, it's crazy
They
how
do though.
no, listen, it's crazy how Crawford downplays the Spence fight now, nigga.
Why I'm gonna keep talking about something that I know that don't nobody care to hear? If I
Bro, the
bring up
nigga don't
Spence, they
even
gonna
what are you
downplay him
talking
over and over
about?
and over again.
Bro, I mean, me,
And
I
he
say that's the
called it.
most
And he
I
called it
listen,
years
bro.
ahead of time.
Bro, I said that's the most elite fighter that he done fought on his resume. That's the best fighter he's fought, bro.
Decorated, yes.
That,
Showed in that
but
ring,
that's what you
skill
care
wise,
about.
no.
That's what you care about.
Yeah, decorated, yes, but skill
Okay,
wise,
so
no.
that's what you care about.
You know.
You been said the belts is what matters, nigga.
No, I said they put some. I said I put respect on the belts. I do, but the fighters don't.
All right, but I'm
Yeah,
just
I
saying,
do.
bro.
I do too, bro. I'm over. I mean,
I'm just
call me
saying,
old
Bud don't
school,
even
old
give.
fashioned, old head. I'll be whatever you want to call me. I'm not
If you a
moving away
fighter out
from
here
this shit.
taking every other fight but the champion, dog, you ain't that dude in my book. You should be your
Facts.
goal should be trying to get to the champion, bro.
Facts.
Yeah,
Facts.
and that's why he get a certain amount of credit. Like it's what I'm saying. Bud is elite. Like don't get me wrong. Nobody get me wrong. Bud is elite.
Yeah.
Bud is elite. I'm not saying it, but if Canelo beat him, like I feel like he will, I'm not even talking about that fight no more after. I can't wait till this shit over because it's not even interesting
So
to
I
that
me.
means
am.
you ain't give
I'm gonna be like,
you wouldn't
Bug
have
got
gave
his ass
Canelo
spanked.
no credit
Damn.
for beating Mayweather.
Huh?
You wouldn't have gave Canelo no credit for beating Mayweather if he had a win.
Nigga, Mayweather is so much more elite than motherfucking but like let's not do this shit. I ain't gonna
No,
lie,
we're
bro.
not comparing him to Bud. He
Huh?
asked you a question. He said
Yeah,
Canelo.
it ain't that
He
deep,
said,
man.
would you have gave Canelo credit if he beat Bud? I mean beat Mayweather.
Yeah, they were closer in weight classes back then.
It was a catchweight, I think.
That's what I'm saying, but it
Yeah,
wasn't like
and he
they
came
wasn't
in 15 pounds heavier than
but they wasn't
Mayweather.
they wasn't three weight classes. But put it like this: 154 and 168. How much pounds is that? That's
The night
one.
of the fight, they was 50. The night of the fight, they was 3 weight classes apart, my nigga.
Yeah, but Floyd Mayweather. I mean, I wouldn't have gave him all the credit in the world. Like I don't even watch Mayweather shit because I don't really even like Mayweather like that. I know he's elite though.
Well, you dancing the hell around this question.
I mean, I'm saying I would have gave him a certain amount of credit. That I consistent. I'm gonna give every nigga who beat a little nigga ass a certain amount of credit, bro. Not all the credit in the world, bro.
Okay. Damn. Yeah,
Even if
I would
they
have to
weigh
give
in, even if the
Canelo
night of
a
the fight
lot
they
of credit,
showed their
man.
weight.
You said what?
Even if the night of fight they showed their weights and they weigh the same, you still gonna feel that way?
No, because then it's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
If they the same size, you're getting all the credit in the world. I'm saying when niggas when the scales are lopsided, you can only get a certain amount of credit from me. I ain't saying how anybody else gotta feel. You're gonna get credit. It's just gonna be a certain amount.
Hmm.
That's
Oh,
how I
you
look
been
at it.
talking about that weight drain shit. There you go in the chat, Slick.
Right.
That
Right.
weight drain
Canelo's
shit.
weight drain.
There it is.
It's
Yeah,
always gonna
that
be a
shit
thing.
crazy.
Canelo was bringing little
But
niggas up
cool,
too.
they call them weight drain, but cool with them campaigning at
Put it
whatever
like
weight
this.
that is.
Put it like this. Niggas would have gave Canelo more credit than I would have gave him.
Yeah, I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Just like I don't even talk about Bivol beating Canelo. I'd rather talk about him beating Better Be. Like because nigga, that's the one that I'm gonna give him all the credit in the world for. I'm not giving him all the credit in the world for beating Canelo.
I got you.
You know?
Damn.
I got you.
Man, I had to give him a ton of credit because he ain't got no power. Nigga came into that fight with 11
That's what I'm
knockouts,
saying.
bro.
Put it like this:
That's the only reason why Canelo
Beat
chose to fight him.
if Devin Haney beat Brian Norman Jr., I'm gonna give that nigga all the credit in the world.
And you're not gonna give Brian Norman no credit for beating Devin?
Hell yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right.
But I'm gonna give him more credit than he deserved because I don't like that nigga.
I knew it was gonna be some shit somewhere.
This nigga Hill, man.
Like
What,
if
man?
he like I ain't gonna lie, it's like if he beat for me, if he knock out Devin Haney, it's like nigga career done. Nigga no, nigga don't I don't he ain't gotta do nothing else to me, because I just you got rid of my problem, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
He ain't number like 31, 32. How old you is, Casino?
32.
Yeah, he 32, man. He young fella, man. He don't know shit about none of that shit from back in the day.
Bro, I have watched Mayweather fights, bro, but that's not what I enjoy watching, bro. The type of fight you want to know a fight I watch probably more than a lot of fights. I watch Delo Santos versus Rayo all the fucking time on repeat. But I don't play Mayweather shit. I watch his documentaries and shit. Like,
It's
but
good.
I'm not sitting through a whole fucking Mayweather fight.
Not all of them. I ain't gonna say all of them.
I watched the Zab Judah one. But I mean, but
Yeah, that was
that's
good
not me
stuff.
saying I know he's elite though. But that don't mean I gotta want to watch that shit like all the fucking time. Like,
Shane Mosley was a good scrap too for Mayweather. I don't know if he's ever watched that fight. That was a good
Boy,
scrap.
I
that's
watched
the
it
one that
when
shocked the world right there, boy.
Yeah.
That
I
motherfucker
had watched that
Mayweather
one.
held on to the arm. My whole living room was standing up like, what the fuck?
I told Shane, boy, you gonna have to kill me. You got to kill me in this motherfucker tonight.
Right.
Hey man, shout out to Casino, nigga. That's why I'm back up in this motherfucker. Thank you, nigga, because I feel the exact same way. I don't like the nigga, blood. Like So he's doing boxing a service. We
Yeah, he
won't
taking
hear
the
this
trash out.
nigga. We
When you
won't have
take
to hear
the
this nigga daddy with that fucked up ass Frederick Douglass ass haircut, bro. We free at last type shit,
yeah,
nigga.
like
Like,
when you take the trash out, like that's why I'm such a Ryan Garcia fan because the nigga took the trash out. I don't give a fuck about the Oscarine. Nigga took the trash out. Nigga, when you take the trash out, you get way more credit than you deserve.
Nigga say you're a big Ryan Garcia
amen.
fan. Gotcha, man.
And I'm gonna be a fan of
I
any nigga
know
who whoop
niggas,
on that
man, is
boy.
tired of hearing the back and forth with this nigga daddy and shit. And Debo Devin, the motherfucker that can't even fight his way out of a wet paper sack and shit. That nigga will be doing boxing a service, bro.
Exactly. And that's why Turkey
Service.
called him. Turkey hired him as a hitman. Turkey hired that nigga as a hitman.
Yep.
He hired him as an assassin.
Exactly.
There you go.
Exactly. So that's why I'm gonna give him. I'm gonna act like the nigga beat because this how y'all niggas act like he was the next Mayweather. So I'm gonna act like the nigga beat Mayweather. That's how I'm gonna act. So
Hold up
y'all
now.
niggas
Hold
just
up
be
now.
prepared because
Let's not
after
get
he
ahead
beat
of our
him.
goddamn self.
After he beat him. I'm gonna act like this how I'm gonna act. No. Listen. This how I'm gonna act. I'm gonna act like I believed everything y'all niggas said.
I can't.
You feel me? I'm gonna act like I believe everything y'all said. I'm gonna be like, oh, that nigga was elite. That nigga just beat the next
What?
Mayweather. That nigga
Yep.
just
Oh
beat the nigga with the
man.
greatest jab in the history of boxing. The nigga
Oh.
he just beat the best he just beat the best weight making artist that ever existed. The nigga like the nigga he moved mountains, nigga. The nigga made ice. He made ice out of fire. The nigga goddamn walked on water, nigga. The nigga turned water to wine that night, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm gonna be. Because that's how niggas hype the nigga up. That nigga's the biggest hype job ever. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go
Gotcha,
with the hype.
man.
I'm going with the hype. You know what I'm saying?
Going with the hype.
So
Man.
just let me ask you one question, Casino.
Yeah.
What do you like about Devin Haney?
Not a goddamn thing.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
I
Thank
mean, what is there to like, nigga?
Thank you. Talk that man. Casino, talk that shit, my nigga. Get him.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Yo. Yo. My nigga Casino, man. Shout out
And
that
you
nigga
know
Casino,
what make this
man.
situation fucked up about Brian Norman?
Oh,
They was
Casino,
all
bad
trying
dude
to frame
Brown,
Brian
bro.
Norman. They was trying to frame Brian Norman like he was gonna duck some motherfucking Devin. That nigga said, "I'm taking the fade."
Hell yeah. Ain't nothing to
They
be
was trying
scared
to
of.
posture like Devin was being ducked. Y'all don't want to
Ain't
fight
damn
Debo
thing to
Devin.
be
That nigga
scared
came
of.
back with that contract with the quickness, nigga.
This is
Now
hilarious.
what you gotta say,
Turn and
nigga?
burn. Turn and burn.
Oh no, but
And
that's
That's
the
what
how
I'm
only
saying.
you
I'm
way
gonna
you
give.
gonna
Yeah.
beat dude, man,
What's
is
up,
like
Bill?
run, bro.
That's how you call a bluff, bro.
Type of time we on is what we doing.
Who that?
What?
Chappelle.
Yeah.
What's happening? Is what we doing.
Chappelle, what up, baby?
What we
What's
doing?
up? What's up with
That nigga
bruh? That's what we
Chappelle in the
doing.
building.
Oh
I knew
no,
that
man,
was
I
coming.
tripped.
I knew
What
that
up,
nigga was
pal?
coming.
No,
What's
man,
happening?
don't
Is
do
what
it.
we doing.
Don't do
I
Is
it.
what we
knew that
doing.
nigga was coming.
No,
Is what we doing.
chill out, Chappelle.
Is what we
Oh
doing,
shit.
huh?
Get
I
him.
just
Yeah,
don't. I don't really
Is
fuck
what
with
we
Get
your
him,
doing, huh?
pal.
style, man.
yeah,
I
boost
Is
duck.
don't.
what we doing, huh?
Nah, let that
Boost
nigga
duck
Pale get
Norman.
off, man.
Nah, man.
Let Pale get
This gonna
off,
go left.
man.
This gonna go left,
Is what we
bro.
doing, huh?
Oh, nigga. Oh, this shit gonna go
Let old
left
Pale
quick,
get
bro.
off, man.
Is what we doing, huh?
I trip. I just clicked it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
no. We
I
gonna
mean,
talk
well, I
about.
guess Lamont Rose. I guess Lamont Rose the face of boxing, huh?
Bro, you
Gotcha.
got
I guess
old news,
Lamont Rose
nigga.
the face of boxing,
You
huh?
got old news, nigga. That's not even my favorite
I had
fighter
blue
no more,
bandage in
nigga.
my eye, honey. I just got my hair braided 2 days
That
ago, ass
matter
nigga.
of fact, that
I'm
ain't
talking
never been
about
my favorite fighter, bro. Like
a nigga that ain't
you
got
got
no
me
base in this
confused
boy
with
talking shit about dead, man.
somebody else, bro.
You want to be
My
down with T
favorite fighter is
Main. I've
Canelo
been telling you.
Alvarez,
I've
nigga,
been
and
telling you
Brian
that
Norman Jr., nigga. I don't know
Dev
what the
fought
fuck you
everybody.
talk about,
Who Tank fought?
Hey,
bro.
hold on,
We
hold on,
ain't
hold
even
on,
talk
Dev
hold
about
fighting
on.
Tank,
everybody.
nigga.
Who Tank fought?
You see how niggas
Tank
be, bro?
cherry
Even his
picking.
nigga cousin
Dev
got
ain't cherry
Tank on his
picking.
mind, nigga.
Dev ain't
Even the
cherry
Oh,
nigga
here
picking.
we
cousin got
go,
Tank
Dev
on
bro.
his
ain't cherry
mind, nigga.
picking at all.
Even
Here
this
we
nigga
go.
cousin
Tank
got
cherry
Tank on his
picking.
mind.
Tank
God
cherry
damn,
picking.
boy. The whole
Yeah.
family want to be like
You
Tank.
was quiet like a
The
church
whole
mouse. You
family
was
want to
quiet
be
like a
like
church
Tank
mouse
now.
when
The whole
oh
family
yeah,
love
oh
Tank,
yeah,
boy.
oh yeah. He went down
God
to one
damn, the
knee,
whole
but
family love Tank.
the ref didn't call
The
it a
whole
knockout.
family
Dis-
love Tank. God
disqualified us.
damn.
Disqualified us.
Damn.
Disqualified us. I
Damn.
know
Damn.
a nigga with no base in this
Damn.
boy talking
I
shit.
told you
Damn.
here go
Boy,
left,
you
nigga.
keep jamming,
Damn.
you keep jamming your mouth
Damn.
more than
right, hold
Boy,
on.
this
Break
Jim
it up.
Leslie in there. You know what I'm talking about?
Stand the
You
eight
damn in your
count.
mouth, bro, like a bro, though.
Hold
I think
on,
you
Phil.
infatuated with Jim, though.
I just
You
gotta get one
infatuated with
thing.
it. You want
I
to be
gotta.
down, so you want to be down with the hangings, though. But you know what?
Damn.
You want to know what, though? You doing what females do, bruh. You a groupie. You a groupie.
Gots to
You a
be more
groupie,
careful.
bruh.
Gots
You
to
a
be
groupie,
more
bruh.
careful.
You a
Gots to be
groupie,
more
bruh.
careful.
Yeah.
That's what you
Damn.
tell little
All right,
Tank
we got
Tank.
it. All right, man.
Tank
We
be
gotta
more
get to some
careful.
civilized shit
That's
here,
what
man.
you
We
tell
gotta
little
get to some
Tank Tank.
civilized
Tell
shit,
little
man.
Tank Tank be more
Hey, this
careful.
about to be
All
a
right, hold on,
sport,
Phil.
man.
You know what I'm talking about?
Hold on, Phil. Hold on,
How
Phil.
they gonna talk about damn? He ain't got no bass in his voice, though. You know what I'm talking about?
Here we
Hold
go.
on, Phil.
Don't go
Hold
left
on,
with it,
Phil.
bro. Chill out, bro.
You know what I'm talking about?
Hold on, Phil.
Chill out, Phil.
God damn. Yeah.
Hey,
You know what I'm
this
talking
Devin
about?
Haney, cuz. This Devin
You
Haney
go little
broke
cuz, I'm
cousin.
popping up like
This Devin
Candyman
Haney
on
broke
your bitch
cousin,
ass
baby.
all the
Baby,
time,
this
man.
Devin Haney
Cause
broke
you
cousin
keep
right here
dabbing your
talking.
mouth on,
That's why I'm yelling,
you
because
keep
this
dabbing your
Devin
mouth
Haney
on
broke
True
cousin.
Media. You
Here
keep
go
dabbing your
Devin
mouth
Haney.
on True
This Devin
Media,
Haney
and you
cousin
keep
with the
dabbing your mouth
job.
over
This
here,
Devin
man.
Haney
You know
cousin
what I'm
with the
talking about?
day
You know
job.
what I'm talking about? Bro,
This is
you a fan. You a
this the Haney
casual.
with
You don't
this
know
the
nothing
Haney
about
with the day
boxing, bro.
job.
You don't
This
know
the
a
Haney with the
goddamn
day
thing about
job. His
boxing, bro. You
security.
just like to
This
yourself
is
talk,
the
but you
internet
don't know shit
patrol.
about boxing. You don't know
Damn.
a goddamn thing about
Damn.
boxing. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. Damn.
White
Hey,
Tank
nigga,
can fight Loma.
this
White
is
Tank can
literally
fight Loma
Atlanta
though.
versus
White
the
Tank can
Bay
fight
right
Loma
now
though.
as we speak.
White Tank can fight Loma though. Damn, did.
Hey,
You know what I'm talking
y'all
about?
lucky I ain't got the mute button, man.
Man. All right,
I'm
y'all.
back quiet though. I didn't mean to come up here and mess up the live though. But you know what
All
I'm
right.
saying?
Good,
I had to put old girl in his place. I
Oh
seen him
Bro,
on
shit.
this nigga
two
be
chat
swearing he
up
put
there.
somebody in his
You know
place through the
what I'm
internet. Bro,
saying?
shut
You know
your
what I'm
bitch
saying?
ass up. Go
Bruh,
back to work, boy.
bro, will
Damn.
flatline your bitch ass.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Damn.
All right. All right. All right.
A,
All right. All right.
a
We good.
bitch
We
ass
good. We
nigga
good.
love to
We
hear
good.
himself talk though.
We good.
No bass in his voice though. Get some bass in your voice, man. My nigga. You know what I'm talking about? Get
All
some
right,
bass in your
Yes,
Chappelle.
voice,
sir.
man. Hot air ass nigga. You ain't talking about
Bro,
shit.
you is
You like to hear
corny as
yourself talk.
hell.
Man, bro, you be
Damn.
up on
All
slick
right, I'm finna
shit.
mute. Hey,
Damn.
for real. I'm finna mute.
You be on slick
Goddamn.
shit cutting off everybody though.
Bro,
Let
bro.
everybody get you know what I'm saying, get that shit
Chappelle.
off, nigga. This ain't your
Chappelle.
chat, nigga. This ain't your channel, nigga. Build your own channel, then say some shit. Square
Man,
ass
wrong
nigga.
nigga. I
Damn.
muted myself.
Square ass nigga.
Chill out, bro. God damn. Put the
Bro, I
fangs
know
up,
it
nigga.
hurt, boy. I know it hurt to touch
I
your
know it
Oh
hurt
cousin,
my
though.
boy.
God,
I know it
bro.
hurt to
I know
touch
it
your
hurt when Tank
cousin,
lost one
boy.
leg.
I
I
know
know
that
it
Y'all
hurt,
hurt,
huh?
mute
boy.
these
I
When
niggas.
your
know it
favorite
hurt,
boxer get
boy.
knocked out.
I
You know what I'm
know
talking
that
about?
shit
You ain't
hurt,
need an
You know what I'm talking
all
about?
mute
boy. I
button.
know that shit hurt, boy.
Talking about Ryan
But
Garcia
I'm
though
glad
getting
that
talked
ain't
bad
my
about
cousin.
black people.
I'm glad
Oh,
that ain't my cousin.
you know
I'll
what I'm
be
saying?
like, damn,
You know what I'm saying?
damn,
My cousin stay in the
damn,
headlines though. What about you? You know
damn.
what I'm
Nigga, you
saying?
All
you
right,
You
all
a
a
right,
group,
for
goofy
real,
for
for
your
real, for
broke
real,
you a
for real,
ass.
for
goofy
real,
ass
for real, for
nigga.
real.
That nigga don't
Oh,
even love
goofy
your
ass
We
broke
ain't
nigga.
got
ass,
nothing to
nigga.
your
Oh,
ass,
goofy
nigga.
ass
Ain't
nigga.
nobody paying
Bro,
your
ain't
ass
nothing
no
broke about
crime.
me. Square ass nigga.
They constipation damn man. Y'all tripping, bro.
You a
Chill
square,
out.
man. You a
Can't
square.
Hey,
unmute your guest because it yeah,
hey,
chill out.
I'm gonna say it like
God
this.
damn.
Boy,
Hey, I'm
I'm
gonna
so
say
glad
it
I ain't
like
related to
this.
that nigga, boy. Damn.
Oh
I'm
my God.
I'm a
I'm
I'm a
muting you
huge
too. Chill
Devin
out. Both of y'all chill out, bro.
I'm a
Damn,
huge
y'all just gonna
Devin
keep
Haney
going back and
fan.
forth, bro.
Hey
Right.
Like
man, why
y'all
that
do
nigga
shit
Phil
every
sound like
time.
that nigga off the Mac, man? He like, hey man, you're a car thief.
Now I'm finna unmute
Ah,
y'all, man. God damn, man. Keep it boxing, bro. You niggas about to boy. All right, there you go, Chappelle. Chill out, bro. Put the fangs up, man. All right,
Hey,
damn, bro.
I wouldn't even swing on this nigga. I smush that nigga in the face, bro. You
Oh
know
my
what I'm talking about?
God, bro.
Push him in the
Yo,
face. You know what I'm talking about? You
Oh,
know what I'm talking
niggas
about?
up here
And
crashing
step on
out.
I hope you hit harder. I hope you hit
and
harder
step
than
on that
your
nigga chest
cousin,
like Bruce
nigga.
Lee, nigga.
I hope you hit
Fuck your
harder
little
than
ass
your
up,
cousin,
nigga.
nigga. I hope that
Yeah,
weak
nigga.
ass shit don't run in your
Hey,
blood, nigga.
hey,
Cause I'm gonna be
hey,
like,
hey,
damn,
nigga, you keep my cousin's name in your mouth
damn.
like a bitch do, nigga. You know what I'm talking about? That's what you do. You bitch made, my nigga.
Hey,
That's,
all
hey,
right, that's
it
a
is what
bit.
it is. It is
God
what it is, nigga. You
damn,
bitch
all
made.
right, all
You
right,
know what
damn,
I'm
man.
saying?
I'm
damn.
Put your
mute up.
panties on, nigga.
Mute up.
But
Y'all
niggas
ass.
on my nuts.
All right, man, y'all clap.
I just wanted to say it like this. I'm a huge Devin Haney fan. Almost every channel I go on, all I hear a lot is, "Oh, Dev ain't shit." I co-host a show
Ooh.
where the dude don't like Devin Haney at all. I fucks with Casino, and I fucks with our homie right there. So at the end of the day, I don't mind it. It's you don't have to like every fighter.
Hey,
I don't
hey,
like every
fam.
fighter.
You don't know Buddy right there name, bro. You know my name. You don't know his name, bro.
Who you talking about?
You don't even know the nigga name.
Yes, who you
Come on,
talking about?
man.
Damn,
All right, bro.
damn.
yours off. You know what I'm talking about? You can't even get yours off. He up there speaking over you and shit like a bitch.
Damn,
What
y'all.
I'm saying,
That's what
all
Bro,
bitches
I'm
these
do.
saying is
niggas, what
this.
the
All
hell
right,
I walk
man.
into, bro?
Bro, man.
That's what's
This
good,
shit
bro.
right here. All right, man. Chill
Man,
out.
I have been thoroughly entertained tonight, bro.
Man, look.
God
We gonna
damn.
move on from this shit, bro. Goddamn me.
Yeah,
God
Devin.
damn.
Bro, this the only channel you can't talk about
That's
Devin
what
because we got
I'm
his
saying.
cousin in the chat.
Devin. Nigga, hey man,
Hey, I
roll
got a
some nuts,
question for
nigga.
y'all though.
Roll some
I got
nuts,
a
nigga.
question.
Hold
Take
on.
off
Now
that
I got a
skirt, nigga.
question. I got a
Hey, who
question.
y'all
Go
think
ahead,
got
now.
the best footwork in all of boxing?
Lomachenko, but he retired. So goddamn Bam
Bam.
Rodriguez.
I would
Bam.
say
Yeah,
Bam
Bam
Rodriguez right
Rodriguez.
now.
Yeah, Bam
Yeah, Bam is
Rodriguez.
Bam.
hard.
We
Bam
gonna
is
find
hard.
out if it's really true though. And when he
Yeah.
fight
Oh yeah, but
Cafu.
if it ain't Bam, it's not your anyway.
Hell no.
Oh
We
shit.
don't
Nah.
play sport. You don't know shit about
His feed
boxing.
decent.
Y'all
His
can't
feed
tell.
decent. Man, stop it, bro. Damn,
I,
spell,
I'm
stop,
I'm
bro.
just perplexed
hold
how
up. Which
I'm just perplexed how did Bam come in there. I mean, Bam is fighting. He's fighting the senior citizens plans. Like Bam's resume, when you break it, yo, this nigga's trash in my opinion. I have
That's why I
no
said that
love
we
for
gonna
him.
really see if it's true. And when he fight Cafu.
Hey,
yeah,
that's
that's
a
what I'm
good
about
one,
to say.
champ.
You
Hey,
know how it is when you
Champy
young in the
said
game, bro.
Chappie
You
said
got to get them. You
Bavall.
got to knock off all them old niggas. You got to knock
Bivol
off
got a
all
good
them old
fight.
niggas. Retire a few niggas, and then they gonna get you to the upper echelon. You know what I mean? That's how that
Eddie
shit go. Look
Glenn.
at Dale.
You
Look at
co-signing him
Dale
fighting
steady.
all them old ass men,
No, I'm
bro.
just saying. Look at what Dev did. Dev had a steady diet of old niggas.
That's
Keyshawn
the
had a
Eddie
steady
plan.
diet of old niggas.
Yeah, and
You get. That's how you build
I
these niggas
question
up.
them dudes. This
Eddie
is
good
why I
for that.
question everybody who gets the
Same, but
feast
you.
on the
But what
old
But
about?
times,
but
and then you
but let
trying
me
to
answer
tell
this
me,
though. But can you
Hold on,
deny?
B-Ball got
Can,
good footwork too.
no, Bivol got good footwork, but I can't deny that. Like what I see Bam doing, other cats ain't doing. He's actually leading these old niggas into them punches though. You get what I'm saying with his feet? Like he punching where they gonna go. He not just
Let's see
moving
how he
around
doing that
like he
18
stretched.
by
But I gotta
18.
see him do it
We're gonna
against a
really
young cat. I
test
agree
that. We're
with
gonna
you in
test
that
that
regard. That's why I
footwork.
said I gotta see
yeah,
if it's really real. You get what I'm saying?
yeah, and that's what I want to see with Bam. I'm like,
Yeah,
yo,
put
right
him in
now,
that
Yeah, we
So
18
all
by
want to
his feet look
18
see
and
it,
nice.
show me
but
something.
right now, bro, you ain't got me convinced at all. I got to see you against a young tough dude. You feel what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I get
but
what you saying where his IQ is like, yo, when you look at his IQ on an eye test, it's like, yo, he actually setting track for these
For
veterans,
real.
and these veterans should be smart enough to pick up on that.
Right.
I
I
don't
like
know,
Bival's footwork too, man. He got some decent ass footwork
Yeah,
too.
he got that Russian step.
yo, Bivol
but
for
not
me,
only does he have the footwork,
everything else.
has the
He's the most
understanding of
complete
letting his
boxer in
hands go
boxing right now.
doing and when he's using his footwork, right?
Yeah.
That's what I love about B-Ball. He lets his hands go while using the
Yeah,
footwork.
yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I
That's a
yeah.
mean?
hard out for
That's that
anybody because
Russian
he
step though. That's that Russian
Yo,
fight
Bival can
style.
clip you going out and he can clip
And
you
you
going
going
in,
in.
bro.
Exactly.
He
You
step
know
with
what I
that
mean? That's
jab.
a hard
The
out for
pen-
I
everybody.
It's
I
that
was
pendulum step.
I was hit to
Yep.
Bivol. I was hit to Bivol long before Canelo fought him. And when I saw Canelo was going to fight him, and then I turned and looked and saw the Vegas odds, I was like, how did Vegas get this shit so wrong?
Right.
That's because
11
he was
Bivol was
knockouts.
giving
unknown. That's
Canelo
because he
that
was
work.
unknown.
No, I'm telling you,
Yeah,
11
that's one of them
knockouts.
fights where we all was like Canelo ain't beating him.
11 KOs. Them
He was
niggas
Well,
said he
he
ain't
unknown.
got
got
no
okay.
power.
You got
Vegas
11
knew.
KOs, but if you went to CompuBox and you looked at CompuBox year to year, guess who was always either 1, 2, or always in the top 3?
Yeah, it was him.
Dimitri
Right.
Bivol.
Bivol,
But like I
yeah,
said, people
Bivol
don't
nice, bro.
realize like how long he been fighting. Man, I remember watching him on HBO, bro. In
Yeah,
them
bro, this
ballrooms, bro,
nigga,
in Russia, bro.
he's something different, man. He different. Although the first fight, I was looking for Turkiev to beat him because then that goes back to the earlier argument when you have two elite fighters. You got to really nitpick at shit. And I just said, listen, I don't, I, I've never seen Bivol get cracked with a clean shot because his feet are so educated. He's never in position to get caught with a
My God, dog.
clean shot like that. So
Yeah, and Bivol hit you with angles too, though. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, he with ankles, he do all that. That's that Russian step, bro. That's why I
Yeah.
call it. He trained all them trained like that, bro.
You
It's
know
like a
what's so
mix of that
crazy, man?
Japanese.
About
Japan
10 years
tried to back it
ago,
with the
10 years
aggression.
ago, we looked at the Russians as being flat-footed, sort of like a Mexican style. Now they
Mm-hmm.
evolved their style.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But
Yeah,
you
but
I
know what
ball
I
forgot
different,
think
old
bro.
boy
though?
who added that he
Man,
took that
B-ball a
Japanese
challenge,
aggression and
man.
go with it.
Yeah, but
You know
ball
what I
different.
think though? I think like probably about 10, 15 years ago, it was a slew of American coaches like Emmanuel Stewart and shit going over there working with their fighters. And
Mm-hmm.
you can tell now, bro. Like all our great coaches for a little bit went
Mm-hmm.
over there.
Yeah,
Hey, nah, this ain't
that's in
this.
the
and you
documentary I
you
watched.
also got to take this into consideration. Cuba's boxing program is kind of built on Russia's boxing program. So
Hmm.
Mm,
Cuban fight more on their toes when you look at how Cuba has been able to dominate since Russia has lost its glory for the cheating shit in the Olympics way back in, I think that was back
Mm-hmm.
in the 40s or 50s and shit like that. But
yeah,
but
that's food
since
for thought
then,
right there.
it's like you see the intermingling of a lot of Cubans over in Russia and a lot of Russians, going to Cuba to learn that Cuban style of boxing.
Yeah,
'Cause-
yeah. It's a guy that had incorporated all of that, bro. I forgot his name. It's this documentary I watched, and he took the Cuban style for them scoring points in the amateurs. Then he took Japan style of fighting with that pendulum step
Yeah,
and put it all together and put that aggression with. That's why Japan fights like going forward. They
yeah,
adapted the aggression from the Mexicans. That's how they developed their style.
That's how boxing be. I remember back in the
Yeah.
day, we had a guy that came to our gym. I'm not gonna put his name out there, but he's a pretty good prominent coach or whatever. He was working with one of the fighters in our gym, and he was a Philadelphia coach. He literally revolutionized a lot of shit in our gym, and a lot of shit changed right after that. Like certain
Mm-hmm.
drills that we had, that was like that's what we did. Like, nah, we changed a lot of drills and shit because that's how it is. So, but then a lot of shit that we was doing, he brought back to Philly too. That's why I be telling
Mm-hmm.
people boxing is kind of a regional thing.
Yeah.
yeah,
You know
In
what I'm
America,
saying?
it's regional, but when you get outside of here, it's like country. Like
Yeah.
Russia, most Russians gonna fight the same. Japan gonna fight the same. You know what I'm saying? Mexicans gonna fight the same. But America is regional. Like it ain't shit though.
yeah.
Speaking of even you though, it's no mistake that like a Devin Alexander and a Corey Spinks is pretty much the same fighter. You
Right.
know what I mean?
Right.
They do the same shit.
I'm
You know,
right.
I think Devin had a little bit more power, though, way more power. But
Yeah.
yeah, bro, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no thing and shit.
But yeah, that's how that goes. But footwork, but Russians they fight with their feet first.
Yeah,
That's why they stay on that bounce.
yeah. This
They
the,
stay
the
on
new
that bounce.
Russian boxing program. It's all about the footwork.
Yep.
Yeah.
They
You
stay
build
the
the
footwork.
stamina to be able to move for the 12 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm
Even
saying?
even Brian Norman being an Atlanta dude, I see a little bit, even though he's shorter, different body type, I see a little bit of Vernon Forrest. Some of the same little tricks that they do, you'll
Mm-hmm.
see a little bit of the Evander Holyfield. Cause that
Yeah,
shit be regional
because
than a
Mm-hmm.
motherfucker.
Atlanta boxing program is Atlanta boxing program. So
Exactly. And
it,
we ain't
it,
even
it
gonna
is
speak
New
about the
York's
crump.
boxing
You got
program.
Detroit,
Even
you
though we
got
got
Michigan, but
Gleason,
then you got the crump style too. A
yeah,
lot of Michigan was like a lot of Philly shell or whatever, like the guys like James Tony,
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Mayweather and shit. But then you had that crump style. That crump style was something totally different.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that would sit down on your
That's where you learn
punches
how to
and let
punch.
them
Sit
shits
on your
fly.
punches.
Yeah.
But out here in New York, we got Gleason's. You
Mm-hmm.
got the gym that Mark Breland trained in and everything. That's like literally walking distance from me. Um, and you just have so many different institutions going from all five boroughs, even to Long Island and Queens. So it's
Mhm.
like five different cities hosting five different styles of boxing. This is why New York boxers they come out really good, but the confidence level is so high because when you do it from the mud out here, you literally conquered five different cities, and now
Yep.
you're ready to
Mm-hmm.
go someplace else. And this is why people be like New York boxers they talk too much shit because you don't know what it really takes. Like if you from, I'm gonna just say like a place like Atlanta. You fight in Atlanta, you got Marietta, you College Park, maybe some shit in Gwinnett. You feel what I'm saying? But each one of those is still part of the Atlanta loop. Like other shit, you got to cross bodies of water and go over bridges and other crazy shit. So I'm not saying one is better than the other, because Atlanta has produced some great champions. New
Right.
York champions, they've been great, but the issue is they just got a habit of crashing out.
Mm-hmm.
It's that New York bravado thing, man. It's like you can't test me. I'm here now. I'm a fucking millionaire. You can't tell
Yeah.
me shit.
Yeah. I had coaches here tell me that about St. Louis fighters. They get a little money and then there they go.
Yeah.
There they go.
Same thing. Like that's the same trap Ohio boxers have.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's everywhere, bro. I think everywhere gonna have some niggas that touch some money and then be like they straight, bro. You know.
It'd
Yeah.
be a lot of them. It'd be a
But
lot
I
of them
think that
though.
go for any culture, race, anything, bro. It's somebody like that everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. But New York, it's like our thing. We get great champions, and then these niggas just crash the fuck out. Because you could
Mm-hmm.
see it when you, because New York isn't as big as people think it is. You feel what I'm saying? I could not see a person. I could see a person once and never see him again in life, or I could run into the same person every day for 5 years as long as we go to work at the same time. You feel what I'm saying? But like some of these celebrities, they're just spots that you'll see them. Okay, Gerald Miller. I used to see this dude downtown Brooklyn standing in front of Macy's, parked up either with a Hummer, a Lamborghini Jeep, some car that you know he rocking with the lease game. You feel what I'm saying? And he yelling at women with babies. Like, yo, shorty, let me holler at you. What, bitch?
Yeah.
You
What
crazy
made him
as hell
steal
not
that
to
car,
fuck with a
bro?
nigga like me. And you just sitting there looking at this dude like coming out the store like, you goofy ass 300-pound big head ass nigga. I swear to
Right.
God, if I was a boxer, I'd knock you out right now, bro. Don't disrespect that lady and she walking with her kids, dude, because she don't want to take the time to talk to you. How you holler at
Right.
a girl with a babies and not be in McDonald's and be like, yo, let me take that for you. What's your name,
I
dog?
don't know. I thought he had some screws loose when he stole that Honda back. I don't know what was on his mind.
Right. He
Bro,
was tripping.
He was
I
Right.
ain't gonna
tripping.
lie. I like my fighters with some screws loose. I ain't gonna
yo,
He got him.
I seen Zab Judah knock a dude out at a block party. It's just like, wow.
Man. Yeah, you gotta be mindful, bro. I got a question though. And I did like I say, I'm glad everybody on here and it's been like that since we started. All right, this whole thing. I want to know, do y'all believe in this whole thing? This is the first. This is gonna let me know. Do y'all believe in this shit about taking what Turkey trying to do? Make a smaller ring, and all of this shit. He
You
was
mean shrinking
trolling
it
about.
down
It was
and
someone
the further you
shrinking
get in the fight?
it and
But
all of that shit.
he wasn't for real. He
No,
wasn't.
that part. But I'm talking about even the 18 saying he wants to stop the time and everything, right? And then the no running rule and all of this bullshit. Do y'all believe in that?
Yeah, I believe in it.
You do?
Yeah, I
I
believe
like
in
it.
it. And
You
I
do?
mean, I don't see why. I mean, every time you play football, the football field the same size.
Right. Now watch now. I
I
want
don't agree with the no running thing because when you look at a fighter like Ray Leonard, when you look at a fighter like Muhammad Ali, you feel what I'm saying?
But they're not talking
they
about
were
them, bro.
engaging. Yeah, they
They're
were
not talking about
engaging.
those.
Yeah.
They're not.
They got on their toes
there
and
was a
engaged.
fight. Hold on, if you
I can call too.
I believe it was a fight Ali had in Madison Square Garden, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the 70s, because they used to show the boxing sometimes in the garden before you watch a major movie and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I went to go see Jaws with my pops. We watched this Muhammad Ali joint. Muhammad Ali didn't throw a punch for the first 3-4 rounds. He was just turning the dude, acting, throwing feints, and then back off. First 3 rounds, Angelo Dundee is screaming at him, "Stop fucking around! You blah 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 blah. This and that.
But
Just get this guy the fuck out of here. This and that." Ali
Mm-hmm.
gets dropped by the dude. The dude's an actor. The dude is an actor. He played Bigfoot. Dude's an actor.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
no, but the
he
thing is,
he
all that would have
drops
happened.
Ali. Ali then gets up and then puts paws on him and finishes him. But the point I'm saying is that in those type of situations, what would the fans have said about that fight? What would the fans today would have said about Ali? What would the fans would have said about Sugar Ray
Oh, they
Leonard?
oh they would
When
have crucified him.
Nah,
So
but look, they would have said
Uh,
they would all the no running rule would have did in them situations. All what would have happened is the ref would have said engage the same way where he say
but
quit. The
now,
same way he
now,
now listen the same
now.
way he say stop clenching. Like you know when the referee be like stop clenching, don't nobody
when
cry
Mhm.
about that. So
when
it's
you
the
look at
same
the
thing.
rules, there is you can. It's up to the judges.
Hold on. Let's not get ahead
Go,
of ourselves. I asked the question for a reason. What did it say? Your browser blocked your screen. Hold on, whatever. Anyway, I brought it up because, like I said, I feel like he is more to it. Him bringing all this shit up and promoting it over and over and over again. You know, I feel like this is what he wants to shape TKO. Like if you fight on TKO, he wants you to know it's going to be a 18-foot ring. He's going to try to force this in the third, right, and make it seem like it's him. But the thing that I don't understand from watching all these channels and just for the past 2 days, I'm not gonna lie, I've been on other people's channels, right? From WCS to everybody, right? And salute to them. Um, Everybody's really falling for this trickery what this man is saying, and it's no need for it to be said. There's only one thing that should be said, and that's for the ref to do their job.
yeah,
That's
and
No,
that's
it.
why
but
I
the
It's
was gonna
in
reason
bring
it.
that
Hold
rule
on,
up.
hold on. It's in the rules, and I brought this up maybe a month ago, and I guess it went over everybody's head. But it's in the rules. Every state, every sanctioning body, it don't matter who it is the ref's job, all right, to keep the flow of the, he's in charge of the manage the flow of the fight. You understand? And he could take a point if you're
Yeah.
not engaging.
Yes.
but the thing I'm gonna tell you why he
So all Turkey got it. Hold
Worry
on.
about it.
All Turkey has to do is say, do your fucking job, ref.
bro,
That's
what I'm
all
saying,
he has to do.
this is what he but it's the reason he keeps saying it is because he's trying to attract fans to the sport
That's
because
why I'm trying to
not
explain to people.
but I'm saying listen, people like you and everybody up here probably gonna watch boxing regardless. There's people like me who ain't watching the shit. Like what did I say about the Jack Catterall fight?
Yeah,
And then
that
what?
definitely should have been. That was some bullshit.
No, but I'm saying I didn't even see it. But what did I say before it even came on?
Yeah. Well,
What I,
I'm saying this now, and hopefully people watching that like falling for the I'm 18-foot rim. If they agree on it, that's cool. No problem. I have no problem with that. But to say it's for because of the time and Jerry people running and all that, I'm just not buying it because I feel
Me
like if
neither.
you gonna move, you gonna move. If you gonna run, you gonna run. If you're
Right.
not gonna engage,
Right.
you're not gonna fucking engage. I don't give a damn how big the ring is. I think it's just a cop out. Like tell the ref to do it. Hey, you are paying the refs wherever you fighting at. You got USA boxing refs, whatever the fuck you using. Say, hey, I need you to do your job at the full extent. Your job as a referee, they say it right here. Referee has authority to manage the flow and conduct of a boxing match. Not engaging is a foul. You could take a point for it. And it happened last year on the top rate card. I was trying to find a fight and I can't find it. I bet you, I ain't put that much time in it. I just Googled it once. But if I put the time, I can find that fight
you
and
talking about
dude
that fight
straight.
with the two dudes that was kept clinching?
Yeah, and dude wouldn't engage. Dude was coming forward. Dude would just run. He would literally just dodge. He'll pot shot, wasn't even connecting, then run. He like, look, dude.
The
He gave him
I
a
dude,
seen
warning
hey,
first. He gave
go
him a
back.
warning first. He said these people paid their good money to see a fight, and you
I
can
That
hear
saw
him
he
clearly say
that
that.
black dude
I
who
And
saw
then
knocked
he
out.
took
Problem
a point.
is though these referees won't train. They won't train to the extent of enforcing this rule, bro.
no, it ain't even
They
that.
won't.
I'm gonna tell you what it is,
You know what I
bro.
mean?
These
Them
referees be
niggas ain't used to enforcing that rule, bro.
Well, they
So
need to. I think they're
if you
scared of a
got
controversial
generation
call or
after
something. But
generation of referees not trained to enforce that rule, you gonna get what you got.
no,
That's
but the
So
what.
referees they give them discretion and they be favoring fighters. Like it be you'll see a referee tell a nigga not to do something and then in another fight, that nigga won't say shit to a nigga for doing the same shit because
Yeah,
niggas
because sometimes
it's
they,
just it's a dirty game. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
so the ref will tell you in the beginning, like he'll have the meeting with each separate fighter, tell them, okay, this is what I'll call, this is what I won't call.
right,
You feel what I'm saying? Now, when I was bringing up the point of they take a point, if you go back to that one of the early Turkey cards where it was a bunch of heavyweights on the card, it was that big
Mhm.
ass heavyweight card.
Yeah, that was December 23rd, 22.
Yeah, okay. When you go on that fight, remember the one guy who just kept on who just stayed in a high guard, didn't throw not almost. I think the dude didn't throw one punch or maybe threw 3 punches the entire fight. Heavyweight dude or some weird shit like that. They took a
Mm-hmm.
point from that dude on that Turkey card because he didn't engage, and
Right.
the ref warned him twice, like, "Look, let's go, let's go." The people came to see a fight. Let's go. So
Man,
he told the
I
dude
saw on Top Rank. I seen on Top Rank. They
to
stopped the whole
engage, and
fight.
Right.
the ref
Yeah.
warned him
Yeah.
twice, like,
No,
"Look."
listen, they
Hey, I
had
think that's the same one I saw, Casino.
the nigga kept fucking clenching, so he got damn made the nigga
No, that wasn't it.
lose.
No, that
He got,
wasn't it.
he
Dude,
stopped the whole fight and was like, "Nigga, you lost, nigga." He
dude
just
kept
he didn't
every
want to see
time
it.
every time my
Mhm.
guy got close to him, he threw a jab that he knew he wasn't gonna connect and run off. And then the ref got tired and stopped him up. He said, "Hey man, they paid to see a fight, bro. That's your warning." And then he kept doing it. Then he took a point from him,
Oh no, I seen a
and it
nigga take
made him
points.
fight. It made
He
him
took
fight.
points like three
That
times
fight
and
sounds
then
familiar, but
canceled the whole fight, bro. The nigga canceled the
that
whole
fight
fight.
that fight sounds familiar, but for me, my
It
mind
was a
just keeps
top rank
going back
card.
to that.
I
It
think
keeps
that
going back to that heavyweight clash that was right there. That's the most recent I can remember.
Yeah, that shit right there, that shit blew me away though. I was like, God damn. But that, like, I feel like he should say that. If you could tell him, hey, to the
but you know what
max
the
that shit
problem
out
is
and
though?
let them know y'all better engage because this ref gonna deduct points
But you know
for
what the
not
problem is?
engaging. I
I
just
mean
think he using
that's
it as a
probably
point,
gonna
like
happen
you said,
too.
the market this shit. Like I
But
said, I think
the
he
ref probably gonna be on point too though. But I'm saying, but like in history, these refs be on the A side. It's whatever the A side. Like perfect example, when Tank took
like
a
heavy
knee,
shit. Yeah.
like when Tank took a knee, niggas should not have been able to get away with that shit. You see what I'm
Right,
saying?
exactly.
But
Exactly, bro.
Hell
because the
no.
refs work for the fighters, bro, these refs ain't refs. Like the shit ain't what y'all think. Like all this, like sometimes you
That,
go in the
and
ring and you goddamn you against the ref, you against the goddamn commentators, you against the
that was my
goddamn
next point,
everybody.
bro. That was my next point too. That's why I'm not opposed to what Turkey said. And goddamn, you know what I mean? Like
I'm
the
not
ref,
against it. I just want to say
the
I'm not. I'm gonna let you continue. I'm just saying I'm not against it. I want to make that clear. Go ahead.
okay, cool. Right, yeah, for sure. But yeah, and with the ref, it's a lot that the ref's supposed to be doing, man, that they just don't do at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And I just don't see shit much changing with the referee position. So I don't want to overload their plate and niggas be looking at the ref because we've seen the ref countless amount of times let us down in fights. We've
Yeah,
seen the premature stoppages. We've seen all the shit, bro.
yeah.
We've
Know what I
also
mean? So
It
seen
just, it just.
we've
Only
also
reason I brought
seen
it up because I want
um
y'all take on it because I was, like I said, I was on a live yesterday, and literally this is what it was about, and everybody was like, "Yeah, it should be a rule to stop people running." I'm like, "There is a rule," and they
we
was like,
also
"No, it's not.
seen
No, it's not."
yeah,
Why? And they kept saying, "Why they trying to make one?" I said, "They can't make something that's already there, bro.
Yeah, it's
It's
already on the
there.
yeah,
books,
It's
bro.
yeah.
there."
you know
Yeah.
what
It's
also
like every couple of years this rule gets highlighted, bro. For some reason, people forget about it. But I remember talking about this rule years ago. This shit been around.
Also, what I be seeing is they be using the same fucking judges. They use Tim Cheatham, got them
I don't.
Carl Moretti, and them niggas be robbing
That's that
niggas
top rank
left and
judges,
right,
boy.
and them niggas never lose their job, bro. Them niggas
Promise you, they get that
never,
manila envelope, bro. You see Tim Cheatham now,
bro.
you
All
boy.
them niggas get that shit. That's what I'm
I'll be
saying.
like, you
So
better get a
you,
knockout. You ain't winning this, bro.
but that's what I'm saying. That's
Man,
why Turkey. That's why Turkey making this shit so clear. Because I think honestly,
that's
if the
why I fuck with
referee, if
Turk,
the
What
referee
man.
up,
don't
B?
step on it, if the referee don't step on this bullshit, he gonna start firing niggas, bro. You gonna start
That's what.
never seeing the ref again. You know what I'm saying?
I think when it comes to the
Word.
judges and the refs, that's what they need to be talking about instead of a fucking running rule. We need to know, like, what are these refs looking at, bro? Like, have interviews with them of what is your criteria? Because it's 4 rules that they probably going by, but all of them don't go by. And you know what I'm saying? They
But
need to
that's
have a
never
deep
gonna
dive with
change, bro,
these
because
cats, bro.
Turkey even be cheating, bro. Turkey,
Well, I ain't
Turkey
talking
got
about Turkey.
Turkey
I'm
got
just
his
talking about. I'm just
he
talking
got
about
his own
overall.
agendas as a
Hey,
promoter.
I'm just talking about overall. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is y'all on, bro?
hey, you what what I've always noticed that even the days back in the days when I used to compete in dancing contests and shit like that, judges have preferences.
Mm-hmm.
Is you can't they can't score without those preferences showing themselves or their biases. I like guys who press the action. So I'm always gonna give For
Yep,
me,
that's what it seemed like it's been for the last 2
I
years,
like
bro. The
guys.
more aggression.
Yeah,
Whoever
I
showed the most
like.
aggression.
But I
I,
mean, it is the fight game. I mean, you should. I mean, if you're not showing aggression, bro, you should lose.
No, if you showing aggression, you ain't
it's
landing,
supposed to
nigga.
be. It's
Goddamn
supposed to
me.
be effective aggression.
Right, effective
Like, is
aggression, but they
your
just going by
aggression? If
aggression.
you
So
just
whoever
bullet,
moving
if you
forward.
just a bull in a china shop, just running forward and getting beat the fuck up, I can't give you
Well, no,
effective aggression.
but that's what I'm saying. If
Yeah,
you getting beat the fuck
yeah,
up, but I'm saying like I'm talking about like
yeah. I'm just being facetious with it, but all I'm saying is like, look, some judges and when you let's just take effective aggression. What
Hmm.
does that mean to that judge? The
Right,
judge that prefers it.
right.
What does that mean? You like the guy that's coming in to knock somebody out. You like the guy who's he's getting tagged
Or do you
every 6 punches, but his one punch had goes thud. Is that the
right,
type of aggression you like? It
right.
you feel what
It's
I'm
too
saying?
there's different
vague.
types of aggression. Like, all right, put it like this: there's passive aggressive, and then there's aggressive. Like,
Exactly.
but if you're passive and not passive aggressive, get them
Mm.
out of boxing.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day that, and also I wish they had like something that where like the crowd. I feel like the crowd be influencing them and a whole lot of other shit. Like they need some noise canceling fucking headphones on.
But
I
You
mean, at
watch
the
see, at
end
the
of
end
the
of the
day,
day, bro,
it's a
boxing
hectic
has
job,
already
bro.
fallen all the
It
way
really
out the top.
is.
Yeah.
I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you, Heavy.
I say at the end of the day, man, it's a hectic job, man, and it's a lot of pressure on the referee. It's a lot going on, bro. At the end of the day, but I think we all know. Listen, it's a dark side to boxing. It is. Ain't no getting around it, man. You gonna have fucked up referees. You are gonna have fucked up judges. I've said this before, man. When we got on these kind of conversations, man, you could talk about this shit until you. This shit been going on since the beginning of boxing, bro, and it ain't gonna stop. It ain't gonna never end, bro.
Mm-hmm.
This is an ongoing, never ending conversation about the officiating in the sport of boxing and the judging.
That's why I agree with
But what I was
Casino
gonna
on
say
that
about
point.
like,
That's why I am. Well, when you walk in there, nigga, just know everybody's against you. That's got to be
Facts.
your mentality, bro.
but like the crowd and all that stuff, that kind of stuff matter. I know hardcores, like usually, I mean, like, all right, put it like this: the people who got a problem with the no running rule getting talked about so much and the 18 by 18, the people who really got a problem with that, what I notice is that whoever they like is they feel like they're being affected by the shit.
Yeah, that's
That's the
how I
only
feel,
way,
bro.
bro.
On
And
everything.
the way I look at it,
No,
a hit dog a holler.
That's
A
how I
hit
feel.
dog
say
a
it like
holler,
this
bro.
because I hear what you're saying, but for me, the reason why I lean more towards on not liking it is because of this. Number one, the rule is already on the books. Number two, you're punishing the guy who has the better footwork and saying, I'm trying to make it a fair fight for this motherfucker who hasn't been trained properly on how to cut off. If you're
Nah,
trained properly and the ref knows how to do his job, then there is no such thing as a no running rule.
but people don't
Because
even
we
look
didn't
at it
have
this way. Look at it this way. I don't mean to cut you off, but look
Heavy,
at it
you
this way.
breathing heavy as hell, bro.
Look at it this way, right?
Huh?
Sound
In
like Darth Vader
football,
over there, bro. You sound like Darth
like
Vader.
I'm not even gonna bring up football because I already
I'm
said that.
tired as a bit, bro. I'm
But
about to fall asleep.
I
but
hear you, bro.
the fact that it's not one size ring, that tells you that is a red flag more than everybody fighting in 18 by 18. Everybody fighting in 18 by 18, that's fair game. The fact that niggas get to pick what size ring they want is not right. You should not be able to pick the size ring you want. Just like niggas can't pick the size football field they want. I can't pick the size basketball court I want. I can't pick the size tennis court I want. But in boxing, niggas goddamn is okay with niggas picking the size of the ring. No, 18 by 18 default, nigga, deal with it.
Okay, so then all right. If that's we're gonna follow that logic and just have this honest debate, then that means you should take away the fighter's ability to choose their gloves.
Yeah, you should. They should take all that away. Everybody should be
Oh
wearing.
shit!
Everybody should be wearing. Everybody should be wearing Cleto Reyes. Everybody should be wearing
Gotcha,
Cleto
buddy.
Reyes, bro. You need to be wearing Cleto Reyes or Grants. They're gonna have to pick between them two. If it ain't Grants or Cleto Reyes, get it out of boxing. I totally agree.
Get
Wow,
that shit out of
Casino
boxing.
coming in hot,
Them
hot.
the formalities though, because some got people hand conditions and all sorts
Man,
of
fuck
some of
your
them
hand
gloves
conditions.
sleep
Get
your
out the
hands.
sport. Get out the
I just feel
sport.
like it. I just feel like you should not be able to tell me what to wear.
Man,
You gonna wear
that's
those? I'm
nigga.
wearing
You
what the fuck I
can't. You
want to
don't have
wear.
a choice if you're gonna wear a helmet and not on the football field. You don't got a choice if you're gonna wear your goddamn shoulder pads.
Yeah, but this ain't a governed sport though.
Okay, then.
That's
So
the
that's
beauty
why
of it.
it's like you can't complain about shit then. But I feel like it's more
But
fair to have one size ring.
hold on.
It's
But
more fair
even
to
in
have one
those
size ring.
sports, even in those sports, right? Um, okay, the the football field is the same size, right? But
Right.
the turfs are different. You feel what I'm saying? The turfs are different. The footwear so you can grip is different. Different levels of gloves are used.
Yeah,
Different levels
cleats.
of pads. Different levels of everything are used. You feel what I'm saying? To give that one specific athlete, quarterback or whatever, that slight edge. You feel what I'm saying? He fucks
Mm-hmm.
with these brands of cleats because yeah, I'm on the AstroTurf, so these cleats right here have this new technology that allows me to get more deep in and really sit down so I can launch the football as a quarterback. These cleats here give me a little bit more bounce because they allow me to jump up a little higher, X, Y, and Z.
But I
Every sport has those things where they give each individual player, just like boxing, they give them
nah.
that slight edge.
I disagree because the things you naming, it wouldn't be equivalent to boxing. Like what you would have to name in the other sport is you would have to show me in football where they use a different shape and size football. Like where because the gloves is equivalent to the football. So
Well,
they always use the same. Now
wasn't
listen,
there a recent scandal on the lacing of the football in certain
but all right, but
in
whenever
certain
but I'm
championship
saying
games?
whenever they fix it, it's gonna be one ball.
But you know what, fellas?
It's only
You
one
can't
type
you
of
can't
ball.
really
It ain't.
like get down to like when you talk about gloves like Grants or Reyes. Think about it like this. To use the same analogy, that's just like nigga, you can only wear Reebok cleats. Fuck
No, it's
Nike.
not. It's not the same because them niggas got to wear shoes too, and I ain't saying nothing about their shoes.
Man, what I'm saying is this: fighters out there got hand problems.
That's why I
Some
said it's
motherfuckers,
mhm.
yeah, you can't just take like and say, oh damn, man, this motherfucker, man, he can't. Hold on, man, I'm trying to fry this chicken. Don't say shit,
This
Slick.
dude here, bro.
Had to cut my fire up. You know what I'm saying? I don't cook, I create. But anyway, though, I just feel like as long as the gloves is the right ounces.
Well, I put it like this.
Right.
This is how I really feel about the gloves. Niggas should be able to wear whatever gloves they want, but they should never be able to put in the contract what kind of gloves the opponent gonna wear. Like niggas be like, you
Yeah,
can't. Niggas
I
be
can
like,
agree
I
with
don't
that.
want him wearing the horsehair. Nigga, you should not be able to have an option. Nigga, you can't tell me what gloves I'm wearing, and that
Nah, I
should
agree
never
with
be a
that.
part of negotiation.
Nah, I
I
I
agree
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 with
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 that
that.
that.
too.
I
It's
agree
But
with
both
that.
on
then
you. What
that
your
buys in the
preference is.
star power though. That's the fucked up thing. And to kind of circle back and talk about the Crawford Canelo fight, this is what makes it so bad for him because motherfucker ain't got no star power to pick and choose. You know what I'm saying? Like, and
But
Mm-hmm.
nobody should be able to pick and choose nothing ever. Like that's the way
yeah,
it should just be a standard 18 by 18. Wait,
Mm-hmm.
goddamn, you pick the gloves you want as long as they legal. I pick the gloves I want long as they
yeah,
legal.
I can dig that though, bro, because
Yeah,
even in the
but it should be
amateurs,
only one
everything
size
is
ring.
regulated. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really the brand. You
It
got to
shouldn't be no
get
rehydration clauses. No such thing as rehydration clauses. That gotta go. All that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah, and they need to go back to the same day weigh in.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
That would man, same day
That
weigh
would
in
make
would
a big
alleviate
difference,
so much shit, bro. That would
bro.
alleviate so much shit, bro.
Yep.
Like same day weigh-ins would be like, bro, it that would take away a lot of shit.
Yeah,
Because
Hell yeah,
you
motherfuckers
notice
would be in
though,
them weight classes. Niggas would be in they right weight class.
yeah. Crawford would have never fought Gamboa.
This
but you know
nigga
I
here,
what?
just had to
bro.
be
Hey,
petty, nigga. I had to be petty,
Listen,
nigga.
hey, maybe so though, man. I think, man, motherfucker, put in your own work around this motherfucker. You know, it's a growing trend right now that immediately, if a motherfucker's favorite fighter like loses, first thing they say was he weight drained him and all that shit. Like,
mm-hmm.
bro, like so same day weigh in.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, if you if you can't make that weight like that, bro, and you can't, and I gotta rehydrate and all that shit, man, fuck all that, bro. That's goofy. Because guess
Yeah.
what? These kids, these guys grow up as amateurs, weighing in every fucking morning.
Mm-hmm.
That's why a lot of them niggas fought at a bigger size in the amateurs than they did in the pros, like Sean Porter.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Like
Right.
that nigga
John
never
was
went to
160.
154 in the pros, but the nigga was
Right.
154 amateur.
Shit,
He
he
And
was
was
he
Sean
actually
Porter was
165 at one
160. He
time,
was
I know.
170, bro.
160. Yeah.
He was
He was
all the
bigger
way
than
up to
that.
170, bro.
Yep. And his dad told him to go down to 147 because that's where the money was at.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. That's exactly what that. Yep. You're right.
Then he
Earl
beat.
was up
Then he
there.
didn't like. I don't know if I'm tripping, but did Sean Porter fight Usyk in the amateurs?
Now he
Yeah.
fought Usyk as a pro.
No.
No, Sean Porter
No.
didn't
Oh
fight
no,
no
no,
No,
Usyk
I'm
no,
as a
thinking
no.
about
That
pro.
was
Ugas. My bad. Yeah,
yeah.
he fought
Yeah, yeah.
Usyk.
He fought
Yeah.
Usyk in the amateurs
See what I'm saying? Like niggas like
because
Sean
Usyk
Porter
was
fighting Usyk
taller.
in the amateurs, bro. What the fuck?
That was when he was at 170.
But how the fuck you was at 170 and make a pro debut at 147? What make it make
Because
sense?
he
This
was
shit is
playing.
crazy.
See, Sean Porter was playing football, so he was a short, brolic little nigga.
Oh,
You
okay.
feel what I'm saying? When he took off all of that weight from playing football, as he was trying to as he was coming down, his pops was telling him, "Look, your power is carrying, so drop more weight,
Right.
He's like the
drop it down to where you were just a lean machine."
he
And
like
his power did not carry, in my opinion.
he's like
From
No, he
what's
took
that dude
weight.
170
name?
to 47.
That's how like that nigga named Scooby. You know Scooby? Y'all know
Yeah,
Scooby?
Yeah. Yeah.
He, yeah, that's the same story he got and played football and shit, and then got down.
yeah, and you
Now
see how big
that big
Scooby is.
swole
That
nigga,
nigga neck and his shoulders and neck. He looked like he looked like
man.
Didn't he just lose?
Yeah, he lost, but the nigga,
Yeah.
bro, how the fuck that big ass nigga fighting at 135? That's crazy. Like, bro, that's crazy. Like
It's like
certain shit.
niggas went the opposite way. You remember guys like Chris
most.
Bird, who was a middleweight as an Olympian? I think it wasn't he a silver medalist, and the nigga
Yeah,
went pro as a heavyweight.
nah,
Man,
Now
Chris
get
Bird
niggas is
Mm.
going the
went up. I
opposite way,
believe
nigga.
Chris
He's
Bird.
going heavyweight and
I think Chris
fucking
Bird
sweating
came up
down.
from like.
Shit.
I think Chris Bird did 175. Then he went to cruiser, and then he became a heavyweight. I'm not sure though. Don't quote me on that. I
Yeah,
think
that's
so.
been years ago. And speaking of like that speaks to the last argument too we had. Well, when I was on. Look at Chris Berg. I think Chris Berg was one of the greatest fighters
Oh
of
hell
that
yeah,
generation.
But I
Yeah.
don't
But
Y'all
even,
right.
yeah.
bro. To be honest
did
with
you
you, bro,
hear
He was
did
I
you
don't even
hear
know who
heavyweight,
that
anybody
is.
cruiserweight,
talking
and
about that
heavyweight.
man?
But I
Because
don't even
he
know who
was
that is, bro.
he exactly because he's not promoted as
Yeah.
such.
He fought Klitschko, and I think it was Valdemar, wasn't it?
No,
Yeah.
he fought Vitaly Klitschko and beat his ass. Then he
Was
fought
it was
David
Natalie?
Tua and beat his ass.
He
Then he
beat
fought
Evander
Evander
Holyfield.
Holyfield and
Yeah.
beat his ass.
He
Yeah, he
beat
got. I
David
know he did. I
Tua.
know
He
David
beat
These fighters
Tour.
nowadays would kill for these three names. What these motherfuckers do nowadays is they get one name, bake it, and then don't fight
It
another
was. I think it
motherfucker.
was both. He fought both of them. He
Yeah,
fought
he
both
Slick,
Klitschko brothers.
man,
yeah.
Slick. I'm looking at your
If I
motherfucking.
I'm mistaken, if I ain't mistaken, what?
I'm looking at your motherfucking thumbnail. I just turned the TV on. I'm looking at
yeah.
your thumbnail. Hey, man. That shit is just see now. I'll never try to show goddamn Crawford no mercy. I'm finna tell her like it is now.
Yeah, bro.
I'm finna tell it like it is now, bro. I be trying to show the nigga respect because the nigga
He
black,
said
bro.
he just
To
not
be honest
sleeping,
with you,
bro.
because we both black. That's what you know. What I'm saying I'm black, he black, you black. I be trying to goddamn
I
be on
got
my.
another one.
I be
That's
trying
not
to be
just
on my
about trying
brother
to.
man shit. But if you want to keep, hey man, I'm gonna
No,
start
man,
keeping it
it's
all
not
the way
like that,
1,000, man. Just because of that
bro.
thumbnail.
Yeah, I
Bro, it's
was.
not like that. I got
That
another
shit
one that's gonna upset a lot of
disrespectful.
people.
Yo, bro, check this
Uh,
out. Chris Bird made his pro debut at
Wait till I put this one up.
169. His
Yeah,
second,
169.
yep,
yeah,
yep.
Gary Smith. Then his next fight was Mike Sullivan. You feel what I'm saying? He fought him at 171. Mike Sullivan was 177. After that, he fought Exhume Spite or some shit like that at 193. Then he had another fight at 200, then 207. Then he dropped back down to 204. He didn't reach 20. He didn't reach like
Yeah,
real
I
I
think
think
heavyweight numbers
although I
the
think
until
like the
heaviest he was
190
was
fight
like
would
two
probably
2009.
have been a
eighteen.
heavyweight fight.
Yeah, that was at 217.
Yeah, I think that's the heaviest he got was like 218, 217.
Hey, this
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
off
But
subject, but a
Casino,
little bit on
Casino, wait
subject.
till I drop this one, Casino.
Man, I swear to
Motherfucker gonna be
God,
mad
bro.
at me, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
you
swear
like
to
that,
God,
don't
man.
you?
I
Nah,
always
I
I
got
wanted
don't
more
like
Roy
than
that
one.
shit.
Jones.
That shit
yeah.
look
Chris
gay as
Bird
hell.
was my guy, bro.
I wanted
Don't,
Roy
don't,
Jones versus
don't have
Chris
my
Bird.
favorite. Got my favorite fighter. Goddamn hunched down over this nigga butt. Hell no.
When yo, when Chris Bird was out, I
That
Oh,
was
shit's
shit.
like,
mad
yo,
disrespectful.
I wanted to see Chris Bird versus either Hopkins, Roy, or James Tony
Bruh.
as they was going up, bro. I was like, come on, let them dudes get in the mix with my nigga
My
Bird. I
nigga, you
want to
know
see what he do.
that era of middleweights, bro, was so they was so beastly. They beating up
Mhm.
on everybody.
That
Word,
chicken crunchy as hell, bro.
word.
He got quiet. We hear that shit.
What?
No, I'm talking about dying ass. I heard him eat that damn chicken. It was like,
Oh
that nigga
shit.
fucking
Yeah,
some
yeah. I
chicken
made
up.
some extra crispy chicken tonight. Like I said, I don't cook, I create. You know what I'm saying? Even though the homie AC a chef, I'm kind of better than him.
Oh, shit.
I can teach you a few things, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah,
This nigga with the
saying?
chicken, bro. Hey,
Hey,
y'all
I
seen
checked out
it's
AC channel though. AC doing some shit over there.
yeah, he got some cooking videos.
Yeah, I'm
Hey,
sitting up here with a bottle of Lowry's on one hand and some garlic powder in the next, and I'm like, damn, okay.
hell no.
And a punk ass spatula and shit. This nigga got tools.
Hey, now y'all before I get up out of here, I'm gonna ask y'all, have y'all seen this? Now I saw it late, so I'm pretty sure y'all probably did. But all right, y'all see that they want to fight Shakur again, right? The Schofields, right?
Yeah.
You saw when Shakur said next time it's gonna have to be like something in the contract where you can't slander my name or if you pull out or whatever. So Schofield Pops went live and put out some shit. Did you see them tweets and them text messages between him and Shakur?
Nah, I ain't see that shit.
Man, I don't know how real that shit is. 'Cause I know these motherfuckers got some shit out here where you probably can fabricate. I don't know, but in the text message said somebody texted him and was like, "Go look in the trash can. There's a bag in there. That's about as much proof you gonna need." And they poisoned your son. And it said that they gave that boy ecstasy and Molly.
wow.
I ain't making this. I swear to God, bro. Y'all ain't seen this. This came out like
Man,
eight
I ain't
hours
gonna
ago,
lie. I
probably
ain't
10
paying
hours
no
ago.
attention.
And then
Cause
and then it said that he showed the text message. He said he texted Shakur, was like, "I need to ask you, did you know about this and the third?" And it showed Shakur saying, "Well, don't put this out, don't out me on this. Eddie probably had something to do with it, this and the third." And then he was like, "Look how Eddie had the interview laughing and shit yesterday, blah 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 blah."
Man, that's some snitch ass energy. Let me tell
Yeah,
you
that's why
something.
I said that shit crazy,
Let me
right?
tell you something. Let me tell you something. And this is the best way I can put it. But just say, for instance, right? Uh, AC, you come here where I live in Kansas City, right? I'm like,
Uh-huh.
oh, what's up? This, that, and the third. And then I pull you aside, but hey, boy, you know I got them bricks, nigga. Blah blah blah. You want some? I try to sell you something or something like that, and you run and go tell the police, bro. Ain't ain't the fact that you ain't fucking with that shit good enough? Do you gotta really call the police and out a nigga? Like, what kind of goofy shit is that?
Yeah,
Bruh, that shit wild, bro.
Oh my
yeah.
god, man!
I
But
ain't gonna
And
lie, bro. The
Schofield,
if
way
it
not to
That
is
niggas,
what
cut
shit
you
it
is
off,
is,
bro.
it
hey,
goes
Schofield
back to
Senior, bro,
that
you
thing that
too
I said.
old for that shit, blood.
bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. The shit is crazy, right? Because it's like, bro, it's like the shit they be talking about be sounding so unbelievable.
That's why I was
But
like,
then,
he
but
got
no,
on there, was like, "You don't want me to put the messages." He was like, "I still got the messages. So stop talking mess, man." He was like, "I don't want to have to put this stuff out." And then he put the shit out.
but I'm saying like
That
these
shit
niggas,
fucked me up.
but the niggas is like, but when you really sit back, if you really sit back and look at it, it looked like on the Schofields is telling the truth. It just looked like that to me, and I'm gonna tell you why. When you look at, well, y'all brought something up to me before about this shit, and I was like, damn, you know what I'm saying? So y'all already done said something like this, you know what I'm saying? And then they saying all that shit that didn't happen to them, and sometimes shit be sounding crazy, but it be real. Like, and you just don't understand because you weren't there. And then when you look at how Shakur reacted to him knocking out Tevin, the nigga started hating immediately. You know what I'm
Yo,
I
saying?
don't know.
didn't I say? But
And
bro,
then
didn't I
look how
say
they
a
been
long,
moved.
long time ago? that was a tap on the shoulder.
But
He
look how Jay Prince moving too.
See,
he
Because
one of
look,
them
he
dudes when
told him.
they
He told him before he did it. That's what messed me up. But at the end, put lucky I am not a snitch. But we can settle this in the ring after your fight was a pater. And I guess Shakur must have said something back to him. And then they kept like texting, going on X back and forth. Telling him he faking for people on YouTube and all this shit. And then he put that shit out on Twitter, bro. I'm trying
and
to
then
get
why
to
would
it.
But my thing is like, why is Jay Prince moving how he moving? Like, why would you divert the attention from Shakur to Abdullah? Like, if you trying to take, you like, nah, nigga, fight Abdullah, not Shakur. You know what I'm saying? Like, they trying to
Uh-huh.
save that nigga for a fucking tank fight or something. Like, I don't fucking know. Like,
Yeah, that's good business, bro. That's good business.
yeah, they probably trying to do that.
That's good business, bro. If you
But
got one
Eddie
that's
Eddie Hearn has a habit. He has a habit of just trying to get in front of taking credit away from somebody because
yeah.
to say some of the things that they be saying that you got to go fight this guy and then he's one of your fighters and stuff like that and then you're gonna put it out there. Yeah, we sent him an offer, the most money he ever had. When Eddie Hearn start talking about we sent people an offer the most money, he not trying to make that fight. People need to stop falling for it because all it is a campaign now to defame the fighter that's the biggest threat. Look at what they
Mm-hmm.
That's
did with
why,
Brian Norman.
and
Look
that's
at
why I agree partially with what you say. Like you said, it's good business. I agree, it is good business, but I just don't like niggas tearing down other niggas' character, bro.
Yeah.
Like for no reason. You
Yeah,
know what I'm
bro.
saying? Niggas can leave the shit alone, but the nigga,
Because
as soon as the nigga
that's
get,
what tripped me out about this. Because what Shakur was talking about was totally opposite of this shit right here. He ain't showing no proof on talking about Shakur broke in his house and all that shit. Remember all that? He
but like
coming with this shit.
it's like, what was the need to start hating on that nigga knockout instantly? Like, do you know how to make you look? It's nothing bad you could say about that knockout, bro. Like,
I
he
don't think
started
he
hating on
hated.
that
I
shit
think he told. I
immediately.
think he said he told Tevin Farmer that what he was gonna do, and he ain't even you know take heed to
Nah,
it or
but he's
some shit.
saying don't. He said don't get hype off this nigga. Like he's saying don't think this nigga good. That's basically what the nigga. He said don't think this nigga good. Tevin Farmer only just fucked up. Basically, that's what the nigga said.
Yeah, this shit crazy right here.
That's
Bro. I
some
was
that's some hating
like,
ass shit to say, bro. Like seconds after the knockout. You know what I'm saying? Knowing you a bigger name than the nigga, like I
like,
see that. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to do none of that. That's what made me think like the niggas telling the truth. That's it's just the way they act. It make me feel like the nigga telling the truth.
I don't know. I don't know if he should put this
Man,
shit
to
out
be
like this.
honest, bro, with me personally, I don't give a lovely fuck because I don't really all these dudes to me is unproven. That's why y'all
Yeah,
barely see me on this motherfucker, man. None of these dudes is worthy of the praise that they get, in my humble opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right,
who the fuck, man? Think about it. All right, we didn't say these niggas is the four kings, right?
right,
These certain motherfuckers. These motherfuckers is on their third or fourth weight class and still ain't fought each other. The fuck? They not worthy of
right.
the praise they getting, bro. In my humble opinion.
no, I
So
rock
y'all
with you
fight
on that.
somebody, bro. To be honest, man, even fighting Schofield Shakur is going backwards, bro. Because you got
He,
all this
he
smoke.
should right. I don't think that should never been entertained.
Yeah. You
But
know what
they
I'm
already
saying?
But
got
this
this
shit
up.
wild
And
though.
I ain't gonna lie, the nigga lame. He lame as hell for putting out messages too. Like that's lame too.
Yeah, that shit
Yeah,
wild.
Like,
That's why
but
I'm
that's some
like,
like
damn,
gay ass
both,
bro.
shit,
it's
bro.
like both of these niggas tripping. But it's like I get what Schofield them. I don't fucking know what's the truth, bro. At the end of the day,
That
that could
shit
be like you
crazy.
said. That could be Photoshop for real. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Me,
But
You
to do
don't
that,
know.
that's like going. So that's why I say I know these motherfuckers be having shit out here and can probably Photoshop this shit. But that's going too far, bro.
But you'll get whacked for some shit like that.
Yeah, you right. That's going too far, bro.
but
And
for
then
Hey
me,
making
man,
it's
it.
like
what if you hypothetically was smashing a nigga old lady, right? And you fell out with her, and then you just send the text to her nigga, like, yeah, I've been smashing your chick, and this all this shit, sending pictures and shit. What kind of weird shit is that? We
Right.
gotta draw a line, bro, as men, bro. But like, we don't do that shit. That
But we
Yeah.
already
Tasha
know that
K.
that nigga mom, that nigga daddy. I often say that nigga mama. That nigga. I mean, shit. We be calling that nigga Mama Hofield, but I be sick.
Fucking with Coach, nigga. Coach got you calling
Yeah,
that nigga
Yeah,
mama.
that's
yeah.
crazy.
I be calling that nigga mama. I be like, but that nigga mama. I be having to correct myself. I be dead ass saying mama now. But his daddy. is kind of goddamn, you feel me? Everybody see it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he zesty than a motherfucker.
That's what I'm
I'ma
saying.
say it,
So,
nigga.
so
But
that
it
was
ain't
just,
just them though. It's just the way of the world now. Where like when I like in my day, if we did have this type of tickets, we had this shit when I came up. But if we did, you would instantly be labeled as a rat.
Yep.
You a rat, bro. You can't just
Yep.
throw that shit out there just because it's real. It's a fact. Yeah,
but
it
you
was
know
a
what's so
fact. It's a
crazy?
fact that's supposed to stay between me and you.
Yeah,
It
but
ain't for
Shakur,
you know what I'm
Shakur a
saying?
rat too though, because so it's just rats, nigga.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. This
Because
day and
remember
age,
he
they
ratted.
think this
Remember
is
he
fair
ratted
game.
on. Remember he recorded Bill Haney talking without his consent and released it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You see what I'm
yeah.
saying? So they
That's what I'm
both
saying.
some
And
rats.
they think that's what they call it, receipts. That's how it started off. And I don't like shit. I don't
Yeah.
like stuff like that. If it was something supposed to be between me and you, supposed to be between me and you. You got a problem with me, holla at me. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's why I
Yep.
Come to
don't.
me, bro. Because now, if I see this right here, if this was me and I saw this and this was supposed to be between, now when I see you, it ain't no talking. You just don't know you done escalated the situation to something you probably didn't want. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we gotta go at each other, bro. I gotta put hands on you or something, man. You
Yeah,
know,
that's
because this is snitch energy.
yeah.
Yes,
But
It's
the
bro.
thing
going too
about it,
far.
the
We're
thing about it
fans.
though,
We watch this shit, and it's a leak. It's information and all that shit. But at the end of the day, it's still snitching.
I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie.
it is. And
Them
then
niggas.
people respecting this shit though. That's the thing. People
I mean,
respecting this shit.
but it's like them niggas. It's like, bro. At the end of the day, bro, I done seen Shakur rat too. Like he did some rat shit too. It's like, god damn. It's like, I mean, them niggas was slandering. If that shit is real text, they been slandering this man name, dog. Like you don't understand. Like that ain't that. And I'm not saying I would rat or nothing. I wouldn't even do. I couldn't even think of doing no shit like he just did. I couldn't post no. I never even thought about doing no shit like that. First of all,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm just saying the nigga already a rat, and then shit, they just ratted on a rat. I mean, I'm not finna cry about it. I'm glad if that's real information. I'm glad we have that information, even though you still a rat. I don't trust neither one of y'all niggas, but I'm glad I do got that information because damn, if they've been doing you like that and you don't deserve that, damn, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
But
yeah,
you got to use, like I said, use a little discernment. Shakur don't even need this nigga. This nigga's a prospect. He's the intercontinental champion
yeah,
of
but you're
the
not understanding,
But
bro.
WBC.
It's
the
not about
problem with
that,
that is,
bro. They had a fight. And he had to go to the hospital, bro. And they've been slandering this nigga name ever
yeah,
since.
the prop. See,
And
for
if
me
it's
I,
is
true, if it's
But
true what they say on them text messages, bro, that's good information to me. I don't know about you. Yeah, you a rat. I would never trust you with no text messages. But I'm glad I just seen them ones because you just cleared your whole face card up.
yeah. So for me, it's like
Because I
the
but
already
he
thought the
but
nigga was
here's the
dead
thing.
anyway.
But this the thing that the element of missing because what Shakur was talking about was that about y'all talking about we broke in your house and sent the feds to your house and all that shit. He ain't showed no proof on that. And he said he had proof, but this shit just came out the woodworks right here.
right. And see, I didn't believe that shit. So I'm telling
Yeah,
you, I'm
so
not gonna
I would
believe this
thought
shit.
when he said that he had proof he was gonna let some shit out, I thought it was gonna be like documentation on that type shit. You get what I'm saying?
I
yeah.
ain't gonna
Yeah.
So
lie.
for
He
When
me,
he was
didn't
it's
doing
put
all
like
none of
that,
that out.
when
He
you
when he
came
really
was
with
saying all
this.
that bullshit,
when you really look at
I
it,
thought
it's
they
like
was lying, but I thought they was playing manipulation, mind games with goddamn Shakur. I thought they was fucking with like on some Ryan Garcia and Haney shit. You
I
know
don't
how
know, but
right?
I'll tell you this shit right here. When I
nah.
saw this, I was like, this fall in line with all that other shit that you ain't showed us no proof with. It's
Yeah,
just
but
in text
the
form.
problem for
Oh
me
yeah,
is
I mean
when
that's
you
what I'm
take
saying. He could
Shakur,
be lying. That's what I'm saying. I don't even fucking know.
when
Until
you
you
I'm
take
show
just
proof on
saying.
that
Shakur,
other shit.
what y'all talking about with Shakur, even entertaining Brian Norman. Well, when you out here,
Schofield,
I'm
bro.
Schofield.
no, I mean yeah, but I mean Schofield. When you out here and you taking and you burning bridges, you feel what I'm saying? Shakur has a habit of burning bridges and talking shit about people, and then you you find yourself later in having to get ready to do business with them or still wanting to do business with them. You're not Terrence Crawford. You can't go
Mm-hmm.
after Bob like that. So what you found yourself out on an island. Eddie Hearn controls you right now because without without the without Eddie Hearn, who picking you up? What fights you got set up for yourself? You're not the
Mm-hmm.
guy that people are like, yeah, I want to do business with Shakur because number one, he's gonna show up and show out. You got the same problems as Brian Norman. Will you show up for the fight? Because you keep claiming it's your hands. You pulled out an Artem fight saying that I mean not the Artem fight, the Cordinia fight, because you said you had hand surgery, but what was the proof of that?
You remember like a couple of months ago, fellas, and I feel you, AC, bro. Remember we had the it's not if, it's when list.
Yeah.
Like, who do you think is going to lose real soon?
Yeah.
I feel like the writing's on the wall for Shakur, bro.
Hell yeah. He don't
It
even
might
have
be.
a
He
attitude.
bet.
I said that a minute ago.
If his hands
He
don't
don't even
hold,
got no positive attitude. Like he's like.
if his hands don't hold up, boy, it's gonna be man.
But look, he what it was. Damn, I was finna say.
Nah,
but go ahead, bro. My bad. I can't.
it's
But
just
yeah,
for
I
me.
got
It's just
you.
like
weed.
when you
Weed, bro.
when you out here and you don't have no dance partners and ain't nobody willing to let
That's
you
what I
come
was
to their
thinking.
backyard party or play in the sandbox and shit like that, then yeah, you gotta now start to look at situations you shouldn't have never been looking at in the first place. You feel what I'm saying? And that situation is looking at right now a Zepeda, looking at a fucking Schofield, because these guys know if they beat you,
Right.
whoa.
Sky's the
But
limit.
look, this is
And
the
then
thing. This is what I noticed about Shakur, right?
what's De La Hoya gonna do if Zepeda beat Shakur? De La Hoya gonna take Zepeda everywhere he wanted to go, because Zepeda's the company man, and he got some skills that Oscar been looking for since he was fucking with Canelo since day one. And Zepeda fits the bill.
But
Believe me,
listen,
bro.
Real
and
shit.
listen. This is what I noticed about Shakur, and tell me if y'all agree. He's only comfortable in fights if he done sparred you and been in the gym with you. That's why. Remember, Slick, I was telling you. Remember that episode you had when I was telling Oscar De La Hoya, I was like, nigga, I was like, if you smart, nigga, make Zepeda keep ducking, nigga, because that nigga begging for that nigga. Like, he begging for that nigga because he been in the gym with that nigga. You see what I'm saying?
He might have. I don't
No,
know.
he has.
No. Well,
Yeah.
I don't think that he sparred Valdez when he beat Valdez, but again, that was a whole nother weight division. But
Hey,
I
does
said the
Zepeda
same
got a
thing
belt,
too, though.
y'all? Does he got a
Huh?
belt?
No, Zepeda ain't got no belt.
That's what I thought. I didn't know for sure.
No, he ain't got no belt. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Nah,
but
they've
you've
been
been
propping
And
begging
he
him up
was
for
to
that
be the
talking
shit.
dude.
he's
And
talking
I've been
about Zepeda, man.
but you remember
Like
that
it was a
episode when I said that that's
unification
a
or some
red
shit.
flag, like that he picking and choosing. I was like, that's called picking and choosing. I don't know. I remember I said that shit.
Yeah.
I was
But
like, bro, that's called
he
picking
was
and
calling for
choosing,
Zepeda, bro. Like Zepeda was a motherfucking unification or some shit.
like a
Yeah,
goat or some shit. Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. That's a red flag, nigga.
Hey, and you know what though? That's a damn good point though. Cause think about this: if Zepeda beats him, you done talked him up so much. Now niggas is fucking with Zepeda. I wasn't really looking or checking for Zepeda like that
I ain't even
until
know. I only know who he
Shakur
was because of
started naming
Shakur.
him.
Yeah, exactly. I ain't even
No,
know
that's
who he was.
real. I knew he was just because De La Hoya has, like AC said, that's who he see being the face. He been trying to prop that man up for the longest, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Oh nah,
And
And
De
been
La
trying to
Hoya
get him
got
to
he
a
come
got
build
stable,
better.
him.
bro, of some
Don't he
loyal
got
niggas
Virgil?
though. He got Virgil, who loyal than a
Yeah, he
Yeah,
motherfucker
got
to him,
Virgil.
and
Yeah,
he got Zepeda.
and he
yep.
got Jaime McGee just fucked up. But
Yeah, he just fucked up. Yeah.
Well, no, Jaime McGee at top rank.
oh
Yeah,
damn,
he went
I
top
thought he
rank.
was damn.
He
I
went
was
top rank.
tripping.
He got dropped, went top rank.
I ain't know that.
But no, yeah, he been trying to prop him up and put him on them the zone cards and all that shit. Yeah, that's his next step, his next store.
If
That's what
anybody
he
would have
want.
been if anybody should have been fighting him, it would have been Schofield. It should have been Schofield. Schofield should have been fighting Zepeda. Neither one of them
Yeah,
niggas got belts. You know what I'm saying? Like, how you picking a nigga? I have never seen a nigga just be calling out another nigga that don't got a belt and you a champion. Like, you a champion and you begging for a nigga who ain't like.
And he's the nigga you begging for ain't even a cash cow, bro.
yeah.
That's
They
what I'm
building
saying.
like I agree with y'all. They building it like he is somebody, and he really not. He should be considered a filler fight. You know what I'm saying? Until they
Right.
find him somebody worthy to fight.
Like,
But they
right.
build him up like as if he that guy.
And that's why he hating
I
on
know
Floyd
what this
Schofield right
Zepeda
now
hype
because
is
of what he
about.
did to Tevin Farmer.
What is
He
it, man?
started talking about Zepeda right after he had that boring ass fight that motherfuckers fell asleep on. And then remember he did that interview right after that. He was like, "Well, where's the pay dad?" So
Yeah,
he's calling for some pay because he think he can get off on him and have
yeah,
an action packed fight.
yeah. Because Zapata was to be fair, Zapata was called him out first though.
Yeah, and it's certain shit about motherfucking Shakur, bro, that I'm just not really feeling, bro. Like, think about even that fight with Padley
Mm-hmm.
on 1 day's notice, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, you
Nigga went
should have
9
sent this
rounds.
nigga in the second, third round.
Facts. You should have been. It should look like Berlanga versus that one nigga his last fight.
Yep, yep,
Yeah.
yep.
I mean,
And he
Padley
had to
proved to be
dig
tough
down and
though.
start ripping to the body to get this nigga the fuck up out of there. That shit crazy.
He might
Yeah,
not. He might not
I
be.
was more mad that he. I like you said. Yeah, I could agree with that because it was a couple of times early on where he could have got him out of there,
Yeah.
and he just didn't do it. He just didn't do it.
But see, these guys got this amateur style that they came from, and they not divorcing the amateur style and becoming a professional. That's the difference between Keyshawn and Shakur, in my opinion. Like Shakur got the same. Shout out to his grandfather. He did a wonderful job getting his grandson all the way to the Olympics. But guess what? You got coaches that's gonna teach you a professional style, and coaches that's gonna teach you an amateur style. I think Wally Moses is a world class amateur style boxing coach. He's a world class amateur style boxing coach. But on the other hand, though, you look at like a guy like Keyshawn, he fared better because he's more of a professional.
Man, they should
I
put
think it's
Keyshawn.
that. I also think it's that, and I think it's also because that they family and the respect level ain't there. Like, because when I watch Zaquan stepping, bro.
Yeah,
And
but
they got
see,
the same coach. He's stepping.
that's
That young
preference
dude.
though.
He's stepping.
Some people got to be taught shit that other people just know how to do.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what a real fighter is, bro. That's what I was
Yeah.
just gonna say, bro.
That's what I'm
Like
saying. I don't think
sometimes some people come in. If you come in the gym as a blank slate, like you don't even know how to fight. That's different than a nigga who already know how to fight, and the coach really just
right.
molding you into a good
I,
fighter.
I really be real with y'all. I just think it's not in Shakur to step like that. Like that's
He
not.
not, yeah, he not
You
like
know what
that.
I'm saying? I think
Yeah.
he just. I don't think it's in him like that. Like I said, I don't watch them on more than one fight, like the Hartunian fight and then Padley, and I'm like, dog, knock his ass out. Nigga don't want no more, and he just don't pull that trigger. And
Man, it would be lit if
that
they
made me
put.
feel like you don't got that dog. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
I would
you
say
Hartunian
just
was
don't have it.
after Hartunian was the fight after the Boring fight, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he could have
He,
got dude up out of there.
he did.
For me, when I
and
look at
it's like it's
Shakur,
not a good look. It's not a good look too because the person that you find look like a tomato can. The
Yep.
nigga is some foreign nigga with arched eyebrows, and you in it, and you and this motherfucker really got down, really fighting, like
yeah,
really got down
This
having
nigga
you
casino crazy than a
you really
motherfucker.
having a big fight right now. Like you really this shit look like a challenge. You know what I'm saying?
see,
Like what the fuck?
Shakur,
Man, they need to put
Eyebrows.
Keyshawn on that. They need to put Keyshawn on that Brian Norman Jr. undercard.
Keyshawn need to get right back on the horse with Keyshawn.
They need to put him on the undercard. They need to put him on that card with Devin Haney and Brian Norman Jr.
Yep. Keyshawn don't need to be sitting nowhere, man. Get over that shit and get a fight, bro.
He
And
be
it'll
the
be
first
all
fight
forgiven.
yeah, you did. You lucky you didn't get suspended. So,
Yeah, you should just get right back on the horse and do what you do best. You know what
but
I'm saying?
at the end of
Because
the
you
day,
had a whole camp, my nigga,
For
and you
real.
didn't fight.
For
So
real,
you should
bro.
be ready. You
I want to
shouldn't
see
be so
him.
far from. You should be right there where you ain't gonna over peak in
Right.
training. You should be right there, bro.
I want to see him get right back. He should just get instead of taking a year off. Fuck this shit they talking about. Get right back in there, get a knockout. All's forgiven. They nobody gonna care about that other shit no more.
Right.
And keep it pushing, bro.
You
And
need to
That's how
fight
this
presumably,
somebody
shit
if
like
he's
work.
going to 140, he could get a tomato can, something
Yep.
just to keep him active.
yeah.
Yep.
You ain't got no
Yeah.
title no more, nigga. So shit, get you a tomato
Right. You hear me?
Nigga fuck around fight, reach his pro grade.
can. Yeah.
You know what
You
I'm
know
saying?
what? You know what? Though, my nigga, damn, that ain't too far out of the shit.
Right. It's a name and
Yeah.
people will
Yeah,
watch
put that
it.
nigga in there with Regis pro grade, man.
And they'll watch it.
And
you
speaking
know
of
who I
Reese,
want to
Reese
see
used to be
Keyshawn
the
fight.
shit, bro.
Yeah, I
You know who I
know.
want to see
Yeah.
Keyshawn fight at 140. I
Who?
want to see him fight Sandor Martin.
Mm.
Mm.
Now I'm gonna be real, that's gonna be tough.
Man, that nigga AC a matchmaker. Like,
Hey,
Good line.
him versus
That's tough.
Gary Antoine Russell is a barn burner though.
It's like the
Ooh.
same. That's like the same because both of them could fight, and they can box.
But Sandor
Yeah.
is coming off of two robberies.
Robbery. I was about to say. I
Robberies
thought you was gonna
back
say
to
losses. I
back.
was about to say he got cheated both
For
times, bro.
real.
They just don't
Robberies
want to see
back
that
to
man
back.
live, bro.
Listen, if Keyshawn get in there with him right now, I'm telling y'all right now, I disagree where I feel like Keyshawn is learning a professional style. He's just an slightly improved amateur
Yeah, because he's still
because he's still being fed the top ranked diet. You
yeah.
feel what I'm saying? So
He's
he's
still
being moved in a way,
fairly new, bro.
and
But he's
being
got like 10, 11 fights now. What?
Yeah,
yeah
14
he's
is
being
much.
developed and stuff like that. So he's still like I like Keyshawn. I'm a big fan of Keyshawn, right? I was screaming about Keyshawn when people were like, "Nah, he talked too much. I ain't fucking with him. That little nigga. I can't wait till somebody beat his ass because he talk." I'm like, "Yo, I'm just wait. This kid is nice, bro. This kid is nice. I done seen some footage on this dude."
Hey, you know
So
who Keyshawn can fight, bro? I like Frank Martin.
I do too.
I don't
we've
want.
been
You
loving
know
that
why I
fight,
don't want
but
I
I
Frank
don't
do
Martin to
think
fight
too.
that
Keyshawn
nigga,
gonna
man?
get in the ring with Frank because
I ain't got time for Frank goddamn losing 2 times back to back, bro. Let Frank shake back, man. Let Frank shake back, man. Don't do him like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like on some real
Hey,
shit.
you know what though? That's an
I'm putting
even
Frank
fight
Martin
though.
in the casino life protection plan. No, he's officially in that shit. Nah,
Hell
we ain't
no,
doing that.
bro.
We not feeding Frank Martin to nobody, bro. We not
that's why
doing that,
to
dude.
me that's why when I really look at it, what's the easiest fight to make? What's a fight that if you at 40, you gonna come into 40 and make the statement? It's Sandor Martin because everybody knows he's coming off of 2 robberies, and if you beat Sandor Martin or fucking stop him, bro, you a legitimate contender at 148. People will
Yeah,
call
but
you.
it's got to be
Mm-hmm.
convincingly though.
Yeah, yeah.
Got to be convincingly.
And if it's shaky and it comes down and people are like, I think this shit was a draw. You feel what I'm saying? No, bro. That's not gonna cut it.
That's
Rematch
Sando
window.
Martin. That Sando Martin fighter tough, boy.
Yeah, yeah.
And
That
but I
motherfucker
ain't gonna lie,
nice.
bro. If he not coming right back, I feel like he's gonna get put on the shelf because it's like,
Right?
bro, why you not coming right back?
Right.
You
Yep.
know,
Well, and Champy said Pitbull Cruz too. He gonna keep coming forward. He
Hey.
gonna give him a fight.
as often as niggas fighting right now, there's no excuse to not be fighting right now. Like it's crazy.
Shit, that
Like
Hey,
Pitbull
Champion,
fight
Pitbull
Saturday gonna
Cruz
be
is
the
a
shit too.
tough fight.
you said, what?
Pitbull is a tough out for everybody, bro.
Hell yeah, Pitbull fight that's coming up tough too. That Fiero too. That's
Like
gonna
I
be
ain't
a
gonna lie,
banger.
bro. This shit boxing been so lit, bro. I ain't even think about Tank ass, bro. I like on some real shit. I don't even give a fuck about that rematch
Not
or
till they
nothing.
talking
Like
about some stuff. It ain't even finalized yet.
that's what
That's
I'm
the
saying.
crazy
Like they
part.
playing games. Like it's too much shit going on, bro. Y'all
Hold
niggas
on,
falling
Roach
off.
ain't finalized yet?
That's what
Them
they
niggas falling
saying.
off, man.
That's what they saying.
But that nigga
I
falling
don't know
off,
how
man.
true
I
it is,
see
but
that
that's what
shit.
they
Like
saying.
that
It
nigga
ain't
don't.
final.
Man, that nigga falling off, bro. You can't be not fighting right now with all this shit lit like this, bro. You tripping.
Yeah.
He just losing the game. But I think this is what he want. I think he want to goddamn fade
But
the black
you
shit.
know what I think though? I
Hmm?
think that it's not really him per se. I just think that the PBC ain't got no fucking money.
Probably.
You
Man,
know, I
but
think
that's what I'm saying. You got to make moves. Like I'm not saying don't be loyal, but
Amazon
bro,
want
it's other niggas from the
residual.
PBC. It's other niggas from the PBC fighting on turkey cards and shit, bro. You
yeah.
know.
Amazon want residuals. They like, look, put together a card that's gonna bring us new subscribers. Yes, this is the
Right.
rematch, but the card has to. If you want us to air it and not put it on for free or whatever, give us a card that's gonna bring in new subscribers.
Well, they
That's
probably
all
gonna
they
announce
want.
that Benavidez fight.
So
That's what they probably gonna announce.
now that you lost, you lost Benavidez to what's the name of them cards. So it's like, all right,
That's probably the check they waiting on.
you, you feel what I'm saying?
Yep, one project financed the other,
Yeah,
bro.
they waiting
Yep.
on that check.
You better put
Damn.
if he's
Hey,
smart,
I
he
think
better.
Dora can fuck around and get him though, bro. He's
Man,
another nigga on my it's not if it's when list. I ain't really felt Benavidez since he went to 175, bro.
what's good? Round one. Oh,
But hey,
yeah,
fellas, man, my chicken done, bro. I'ma holler at y'all later, man.
Yeah, for
right
sure.
on, bro.
All right,
All
holla
right,
at
man.
y'all.
But I don't know, man. It's I don't know. I just don't know.
I,
Like I don't know what what they do to make this card lit. Maybe they do a cross promotion with Top Rank on this card, and we'll see. We'll see.
It's at that time, bro. It's
Man,
that
them
time.
niggas done fell off, man.
Everybody need to play in the same sandbox and mix it up and make big
Yeah,
cards.
put
Man, every
Abdullah
PBT
as the
fighter done fell
co-main.
off, man. All them niggas fell off, man. The Charlos fell off. This nigga
Nah,
Tank
you
falling off.
Charlo
Goddamn.
yesteryear, man. That's the whole thing,
yeah,
bro. We was
you
talking
do
about
the
that yesterday too
co-main
on there.
like you do for me. You do the co-main with Top Rank, and you have Abdullah Mason versus Sam Nooks as the co-main.
Hey, that's a tough fight for him too, though. Don't sleep on Sam Noakes, bro. He could punch,
Yeah,
bro.
Sam Nooks is a problem. He really gonna let us know if Abdullah's the goods. That's
For
the way.
real, bro. Sam Noakes could punch, and if he can get to Abdullah, it might
Yeah,
be night
and if
night.
Abdullah stops Sam Nooks, I'm like, bruh.
For real.
Hey Keyshawn, I see why you pulled all that bullshit because you do not want to face Abdullah Mason, bro.
If he get, I'm telling you, because Sam Noakes could punch.
Yeah,
It's at 135 again though.
yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that
Yep.
nigga too big for that shit.
Who, Abdullah?
Mm.
Yeah, I can only give that nigga a certain amount of credit.
If he making it weight comfortably, but I feel you though, he always got to get naked to fucking
Man,
make
that
weight.
nigga way too big for that shit, bro.
Man, Abdullah what I think what is gonna
When he
happen,
do go
Abdullah's an
40, he gonna be a
afternoon nap.
monster.
He's an afternoon napper waking up and being at 147 pounds. I don't even think he should stop
For
at
real. But when they got him there, that was the plan. I remember reading that shit. Said they wanted to start him there, then he was gonna end up at 147.
you know.
So if that happened, that'd be great. But I'm gonna tell you something. When he do get there, he gonna be a well-oiled machine, boy.
Oh hell yeah.
He gonna be a well-oiled machine.
Oh
And he gonna be
hell
a problem. He gonna be a problem, bro.
yep.
But like I say, he get past Sam Noakes. That's a statement, bro.
He
I don't care what
he
nobody
get past
says.
that notes, and then if he decides to, take the opportunity and say, you know what, I'm just gonna go up and do like a Jihad Tucker and get to the weight that I belong at, and get up there at 47, and start to make his way at 47 because you still got a young Rohan Palanka that just came up there. That would be good work for you. You got so much good work at 47 right now that people are sleeping on, and they don't realize that these cats is dead. You feel what I'm saying? 47 is about to be lit with all these young niggas once they start mixing it up.
Yeah, bro. I can't wait, bro. It's gonna come back 140, and that shit nice.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
So
nice, bro.
yeah, everything from
Okay, you,
even 68 is looking crazy with all of the young niggas moving up there.
bro. Can you imagine if Abdullah beat Sam Noakes and say he gonna go out right after he going to 140? You already know what everybody gonna do.
Put
They gonna
Keyshawn on
freeze
him.
him out.
Put Keyshawn on him. Yep, Keyshawn, you gotta see him. That's what everybody gonna say.
He ain't gonna go straight. It's gonna be a talk for like a few years. That shit ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen immediately, bro.
That shit gonna be like 2 years down the line, but everybody, as soon as that boy say I'm going to 140,
That's why I'm like, don't even fuck around that 40.
It fuck around still don't even happen at 140. It happened at 147. Like it wouldn't even happen at 140.
Yeah, fucking that boy be 28 years old.
Real.
No, bro. But I know as soon as that boy say I'm going to 140, everybody gonna be on Keyshawn True. Hey, what you
But
gonna do?
people paying more attention to boxing right now. So really, these niggas all finna get fast tracked because people actually know them. People be getting slow motion because don't nobody know who these people is, but people knowing a lot of these fighters now.
Yeah, but great conversation, fellas, man. On the next one, man.
Right on, AC. Appreciate
my dogs, bro.
Right on. But no, I agree with you though. That's the good thing about Turkey. That's the one thing I'm not complaining about Turkey. He putting fights out there. The fighters who wouldn't get recognition are getting recognition. You know what I'm saying? I am pissed that like a Jamel Charlo ain't getting in the mix. I can't help but it's the people behind the doors. I can't help but feel like ain't no way in hell Charlo don't want some of this money. You get what I'm saying?
Like how
I can't help
money?
feel that. I was talking about that on another podcast, man. Like y'all crazy, and they was talking about that about him and Bud. I said, man, he could have came out and challenged Bud for his belt if he wanted to come out. You know what I'm saying? But I think it's somebody saying no. You get what I'm saying? I don't think it's him, bro. It's too long. Like, who the fuck don't want this type of money that's out here, bro? We talking about niggas getting paid stupid money, stupid money, more than what Al was giving them. You get what I'm saying? You know, I think that dreams money could buy. I'm not blaming Turkey for Charlo. I'm saying I think somebody telling Charlo like, no, I can't fathom that Charlo don't want to fuck with Turkey. You get what I'm saying? That type of money. That his name still, think about it. We still talking about Charlo. If Charlo was announced fighting somebody on Turkey card, it's everybody's watching.
Oh God.
Everybody's watching, bro.
Like
right?
Imagine it was like Jamal Charlo versus Berlanga.
Get some. That's what I'm saying. Like it's like I just can't imagine that. I hate that it didn't come out. Like I said, Dreams Money. Everybody know I'm a Bud fan. I kept saying for the longest that when we was talking about Bud being at 154, I was like, Bud could try to go undisputed, but guess who gonna fuck it up for him? Charlo. Charlo gonna come out like, no, you ain't, bitch. I'll get first dibs. You get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Because he would get first dibs, and it wouldn't be nothing Bud could have did. You know what I'm saying? So like, and when that passed, I'm like, damn, what the fuck going on with this man? Now you seeing all this money fly around like this. I'm like, man, Charlo about to let his best years pass him up. You know what I mean? He gonna fade in the wind. And I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't the biggest Charlo's fan. You know what I'm saying? But he's a name that's neat. I would like to see him. I would like to see him go against, especially like say these guys that's getting recognition that wouldn't even got no recognition. Think about all the names that we know now. These Russian cats coming in the fold and all of that shit now that everybody know. If Turkey wasn't involved, I promise you, we wouldn't know nothing about these guys. And then when we did see them, we'd be like, oh, they some tomato cans, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I give Turkey props on that, building these cards and people watching the entire card and learning about these fighters. That's all I always promote over here. Like, watch the undercard, learn about these cats. You know what I'm saying? But man, Tax, I feel you.
You ever know about this?
What?
But the niggas in the generation right before this one, before Turkey came out, the niggas who just missed it, but I know they mad as fuck.
Ooh, boy.
They mad
promise
as fuck.
You, bro.
The
I promise
just missed it. Like, who just missed it? Like the Charlo basically just missed. Errol Spence just missed it.
Man, motherfucker goddamn just missed it, bro.
Just missed it.
Man, Turkey got enough money to bring Ricky Hatton out of retirement, bro. He got money.
Man, bro.
That man finna fight in December. That old dude finna fight in December at 46 years old. That's wild. That's wild as shit.
If they ain't get with him right now, like this the last year, they could even, if they don't get with him before the end of this year, they ain't gonna get with him.
Yeah, bro. Like
they getting old and they getting ring rust. They just sitting around getting ring rust, bro.
Yeah, that's Tax said Ricky Hatton back. Yup, he fighting in December.
That's some bullshit.
I am not bullshitting you. Hey, you want to know some bullshit? Fucking Kakachi got a fucking injury all of a sudden, and now Ray Ford ain't got no damn opponent for his fight. That's some bullshit. I forgot about that. That came out today too.
When?
Huh?
When he was supposed to fight?
One of these ring cards coming up. Yeah, bro.
It ain't gonna be hard to find nobody.
In training camp right now and everything. Now he ain't got nobody, man. But that was a fight I wanted to see though. Like, that's whack, bro. And he got a belt. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, shit, go get that shit right for it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now he probably about to fight a bullshit guy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Man, bro. And I'm a fan of Ray Ford. I like
I like him too.
I like him. He come to fight, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Real talk, he could box and he could bang with your ass. What's up, round one? You there?
Oh yeah. What up, my man? Sorry.
What's up, man?
What are you guys talking about? Shit.
Shit, everything now, goddamn me. I know I was gonna do a podcast on Tuesdays, but it was just shit on my mind about we talking about Elite Fighter and this Turkey shit rule shit. That shit was pissing me off because people running with it.
Hey, I'm gonna bring you up about that because there's a lot of talk about that. But I was gonna say, what about my boy Madrimont versus Boots?
Hey, I think that's a good fight for Boots, Madrimont.
What if it's set? What do you guys think?
I think it's a good fight.
Fuck
Hey,
around.
who was that was hating on me when I said Boots versus Madrimov? Like someone was hating on me because
I don't
I
know,
was
but
saying,
it wasn't me. I think it's a good test for Boots.
yeah,
I think
that's
it's good
of
because
course. I
goddamn
feel
me.
like it was
And
probably
I
because
said, I was on here when you were saying it because I was like, that'd be cool because that'd be a like opponent and they'll tell you who he's trying to go after. That's what people would think, anyways. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, that's the thing. I feel like Madrimov is now like I forgot who when I said this, like someone got mad last time, but like I said, like I feel like Mashermouth is now the measuring stick of the 154-pound division. Like I'm not saying he's a bum, because he's not. Clearly
Right.
he's not. But like he's like the stepping stone of what you can be in that division in a way, if you know what I mean. You know, that's what I feel like
He's the least
Mashermouth.
threat. He's the
Yeah,
weak
yeah,
link.
yeah. The one of the least threat. It was like the least threat at the division. He
But
fought.
that would be who you want to go with because if Boots don't do well against a damn Madrimov, then
And
who's
that's why
really
I
the weak
want
link
Boots.
then?
Like, you know,
You know
like
what
I
I'm
said,
saying?
and this is what I'm saying. Like everybody be hating on my boy Boots. Y'all motherfucker need to put respect on Boots. First of all, he
Man,
did
look,
not
man.
duck. He did not duck no Norman Jr. This
Yeah,
man,
he
like I
did.
said, no, like I said, like before the Karen fight, like I've always been saying, he need to move up. Motherfucker look like a skeleton in the
But
closet. So
we only go off what the man said, bro. They knew. They knew.
bro,
They
my
didn't
man
want
was
that.
a
He knew he needed to go up, but don't call
my,
people out to make your name look good.
my man was like looked like a skeleton in the closet. I can't put Boots.
He
And
did look like
even if
that
you
was
did,
on him
look,
though, bro.
yeah, but
That
that's
was
what I'm
on
saying.
him. Remember, he
Even
looked
if
like that
you
because he
did,
had
yes,
nutritionists and all
and
that
that's
shit
what I'm
now and
saying.
all
Yeah,
that.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. If you did fight Norman Jr., it's like nah, bro. Like nah. Let's make go move up to 145 and maybe he can fight you there because you is scrawny. You ain't have power. You don't have nothing, bro. You need to move up and build the
But
power
we
up to
don't know if
something
he's gonna have power
because
154 because he can get carrying
that's the
out of
thing.
there.
But if you look at it, who did he knock out his last fight? Boots.
Nobody.
Exactly. And it was who? Stallionius that was the champion he knocked out.
Yeah, oh yeah. That's right. It
Yeah,
was
that's
standing
what I'm
on that.
saying. So I
I guess
can't put
that.
Stallionius because at the end of the day, Karen looked like he could whip Stallionius's ass in that perspective. Because I
Yeah.
feel like if so yeah, I can't put my boots in that. But look, when Boots moved up, I'm not gonna say he dug because I feel like I said, he was a skeleton in the closet before the fucking Karen, the second Karen fight, bro. He need to been moved up, bro. And I'm
Man, him
glad
and
Yeah,
he
his
moved.
team need to get their
I'm
shit together
glad
and
he
PR
moved up.
together. That's what they
for
need to
real.
do.
Exactly,
That's what
but
they
that's
need
what
to
I'm
do. There
saying.
you
That's what I'm
go.
saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm glad. No, like I said, look, like at 140, like there was nothing. Clearly, even that Karen fight, when I seen that second rematch, I'm like, nah, bro, you need to move up. But then he took another fight with Stanley in. So it was cool. But at the end of the day, like that Karen fight just showed me he need to move up. He don't have nothing up there at 147.
But
He really don't.
we don't know if he gonna have anything at 154.
Yeah, at the same time, yeah, it's hard because it's like at the end of the day, like even at 147, he really wasn't that dude. He wasn't really showing me anything special at 147.
Everybody got hyped around him when he
Yeah,
fought Villa.
exactly. Everybody got
When
hyped.
he fought Villa and he was fighting Villa
People
was
need to start
slow
biting that.
and all
See,
that shit.
people need to start biting into hype. You know, that's like if I would have bought into the hype when he knocked out Stanley Ellis and shit. Oh, no, I didn't even bite into that shit.
When
No, no,
he
we ain't
fought
gonna.
Paranikov, I can't think of his name, Russian dude. That was a good fight for him.
Oh
That's when I
no, that
called
maybe
winning.
I know he's talking. Yeah, okay,
That's
maybe
when
I'm
I called
thinking
winning.
that
I said,
is.
okay, I like this
Yeah,
kid. He nice.
maybe
But I
that is
never thought he
like
was
the
Roy Jones like
yeah,
everybody else was
no.
saying and
That's the
all of
thing.
that shit.
Even with boot, like people was talking about Boots is the next word. Who the fuck said I'm a fucking Boots fan? I never said that. Who the fuck is saying
Yeah,
Boots?
I
I'm
never
looking over
understood
left.
that.
Yeah, like I feel like people are even making shit up because you know me, I'm a Boots like when people like I'm Mexican and people are like, oh, Virgil's gonna beat Boots. Nah, bro, Boots is gonna beat Virgil, bro. I just feel that. Like and it's funny because I was talking to one of my friends and we're talking about like the Boots and Virgil fight or 154 fights every because we're talking about that because he already know that's a stacked division. He's like a kind of like a casual, but he's not a little casual, but he's getting to boxing. But the 154-pound division, he knows that's a Shark Tank. So we're talking about that
Right.
154-pound division, and the first name he brought up was Jermel Charlo, and he knew Jermel because he was a unified champ and fought Canelo and shit. So I told him like, yeah, I don't know he's there, but and he told me like Bud was there, but he already knew Bud was fighting Canelo. So here, the big names, we can't throw Jamel and Crawford, we can't throw them in there. So we had to mix up the youngins, the ones that are
Yeah,
coming up,
they
the
moving though.
future.
That's
Yeah,
what I
the
like. We got a
future.
bunch of them
And
moving
then
up.
I love about the 154-pound division. It's like the 135-pound division when we had Kevin, Ryan, Tank, and Haney. Like these were young motherfuckers. Yeah, they were pushing them big, but I wasn't pushing them too much, but these were young motherfuckers that everybody's gonna look at, So these are the same thing at the 154-pound division. People are gonna look at Virgil. People are gonna look at Boots. People are gonna look at Madrimov or fucking Boyocek or what's that IBF champion and the WBA champion, fucking the Slender Man and Bakram and shit, right?
Boy Chuck.
People are gonna look Boyocek and
No,
Bakram
he
and
talking about
the
Sebastian
fucking
Fundora.
Oh,
Sebastian Fedor,
Fundora.
the Slenderman. Yeah, but all the champions, because Bakram is a champ.
He called
But
him the
all these
Slender
guys,
Man.
yeah, the Slenderman, bro. Like, come on, man. Like these
But I'm
guys are
saying
like the
round one. I mean, but at least the difference between yesterday's crowd and today's crowd, these young cats stepping. That's what I like about it.
and
They
that's what
trying
the
to make a
thing
name
is
for
though.
themselves,
Why are
bro.
these young cats, bro? These young cats are stepping up, bro.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what I like. They stepping
and
and they not just hiding behind nothing. You know what I'm saying? They
yeah,
really
and
want to
that's
be
the thing.
that
When
dude.
Boots moved up to 154, I was like, at first I wasn't buying it. Like I remember I threw that little Maxim off and Boots thing, and you already knew I was trolling, But
Mm-hmm.
imagine that did happen, right? And Madrimov, like I said, he is moving up to 154, so we don't know who he's fighting, but he's in the 154-pound division. That's another undefeated, another big name in a way. He's not big of a name, but he's a name in the division that was coming up, right? Everyone's
Mm-hmm.
talking about Boots in certain ways, right? So he is a dude I'm gonna give my respect to, and moving up is like I gotta say, man, 154 is a Shark Tank of a division, man. This is one
That's what
of
we
the
waiting on. That's what we
deepest
waiting on.
divisions. Ain't nothing but sharks in there, bro.
If
Everybody in there is sharks, bro. Like this is a hot division. Everybody's gonna
that's
be
why
looking
a
at this
fight,
division
but the
as
thing is yet that a fight been announced, and a fight needs to be announced so people can get behind them. All
I
yeah,
we
gotta
gonna
bro.
see
Is
see,
that
him.
Virgil
I
fighting?
gotta see him
No,
fight somebody, like somebody that
yeah,
matters. I won't know how good he is until he fight somebody who's really got skills for, like somebody who good, like
that's what I'm
Virgil. I
somebody
saying.
that
mean,
we all consider
Is
Virgil,
that
good.
my boy
Virgil, good.
Casino? Is that my boy
Madrimov
Casino?
pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
And
You
Casino
know,
Madrimav's
Prayers.
good.
Is that you, Casino?
yeah,
Yeah,
it's casino.
Yeah, Casino Life Prayers, my boy, man. Hey, every time I hear that voice, I know it's Casino. And my guy got a distinctive voice, a fucking voice I fucking
What?
love hearing, bro. I love hearing Casino
What
Life
you
Prayers.
drinking? What you
And
drinking,
Casino,
round one?
yeah, bro.
What
Pause.
you drinking,
I ain't
round one?
drinking yet. I ain't even drinking yet, but I'm about to drink in a bit. But I'm just saying, like Casino Life Prayers, bro. I love when Casino Life Prayers. It's like when RC comes up. I love when RC come up, bro.
Oh
Like
shit!
Punch come up, bro. Like I love these people, like Punch, RC. We got Perez. Like
My dude,
I
Amp.
fucking yeah, bro. So I
This
love
nigga
these
like
guys.
this
I
nigga.
love
This is my
hearing these
favorite show,
guys.
nigga. And I can get on
Yeah,
What?
anytime I want, nigga.
it's
My
like
guy,
I
round
love it,
one.
man.
Amp.
I
Losing
love
round
y'all
one.
niggas, man.
But no,
Hey
man.
man, shout
Hey,
out to you, man.
shout
Yeah,
out to
man. Like I
round
say,
one,
bro.
man.
Like
But
I say, bro. Like the
hey,
154-pound division is so thick and with
You finna get
youngsters,
up out of here
up and
instantly.
comers. Like it's crazy. I can't even match up the next guy because there's so many names and so many big names that are coming up that they're the guys that we're looking at. It's like, damn, there's a lot of fights to be made at here. So if I want to put Boots, I would love to put him with Madrimov. If he ain't gonna get Madrimov next, then I guess a
Bro,
Virgil would
hey,
tease.
it gotta be Virgil if it ain't matchable. It gotta be Virgil.
Yeah, because people are
hey,
talking about Bakram. I don't want him to fight Bakram yet. I feel
before
like
before
that's
we
more
go,
What'd
dangerous.
you fit?
I want to say, look what Chappie said, bro. Hey, Jesus Ramos is a nigga.
What'd you say? You just went out.
Hello.
Casino. Yeah, what you say?
I said, I had got a phone call. I said, Jesus Ramos is a person I forgot all about, bro. He need to get with Riyadh. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's niggas that I done forgot about because shit been so lit. I
Yeah.
forgot all about Jesus Ramos, nigga. I forgot that nigga existed.
Yeah, that's how me and Champion met. That's who he came in one day and we was
No, but
talking about Jesus Ramos.
I've watched Jesus Ramos and I like Jesus Ramos. That's the point. Like I
Yeah,
like that nigga and I've watched that nigga multiple times and I forgot all about that nigga. I forgot
yeah,
that nigga existed. I ain't heard that nigga name in so long. I forgot that nigga existed. Like, bro, niggas is falling off.
yeah. They need to be more active.
Niggas
Text said
falling
why
off.
Madrimov is a standard. No, it's not that he's a standard. It's a good fight for him. That's what I'm saying. That doesn't make him the stepping stone. That don't make him none of that. It's just a good fit, a good style of fight. If he gonna be at 154, think about it. Madrimov got irky jerky style. He gonna make boots work. He not gonna go in there fighting somebody flat footed. You get what I'm saying? Madrimov not gonna be flat footed with him. People just saw Madrimov with Bud, and he was pretty. He ended up getting flat footed because he got neutralized because Bud chose to fight him the inside. But if you go watch any other Madrimov fight, Madrimov ain't flat footed, bro, and he'll get the moving around on your ass. You know what I'm saying? So I would want him to fight somebody active that could be elusive, that got feints and all of that shit, and see how he fare with that. You feel what I'm saying? Because the reason I'm saying it, because thank you, Tax. You just said it. Madrimov is carrying part 3, except that he could hit and he could punch. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I want to see that. If you couldn't handle carrying at 147, right?
Yeah.
All you can do is clinch. Let's put you in there with the 154 and he could punch. And you ain't gonna be able to grab on him like that. He's strong. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's a good fit. That's all I'm saying. He's not the stepping stone by far. It's just a good matchup for me. So don't think it's like I'm saying put him in there just with somebody like he flat footed. He a good showcase fight. No, I'm not saying that at all.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't trying to like talk bad about it, man. Like it ain't. I really like watching Boots fight. I used to, you know what I'm saying? Like, but when he fought Karen again, I ain't watched that shit.
Yeah,
Like I ain't watched
nobody
Stanley on
wanted
this
to see
fight.
that.
I ain't watched the Stanley on this fight either. But
And nobody wanted to see that. I watched it because but everybody knew how the last time Stanley was a fault, and this and the third. It was a style matchup. You feel me?
But what I
So it
was
was a
gonna say
bad
is,
style
I
matchup.
just it's hard for me to see him making it through 154. Like, and it's like no knock on him. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like
Mhm.
just straight up, like no hate, nothing. Like just straight up, I can't see that nigga making it all the way through 154.
It's what you said, Casino. Everybody on that side need to get on the same page instead of everybody saying different shit. It's bad PR. He say one thing, Eddie say one thing, his father say one thing. I feel like all of them need to be on the same page and move accordingly. All this talk and ain't no smoke. You know what I'm saying?
This nigga said Casino just got hate in his blood, but I ain't got no hate in my blood.
Nah, it just I feel like that this is what happens when people put you on this pedestal and then you not producing. This what happened with the fans, bro. It's like, and it ain't their fault. If you're my favorite fighter, bro, right? And I'm hearing you had a chance to fight this guy and y'all didn't fight, and then now it's a whole nother thing. Now I gotta watch you fight this dude that I don't want you to fight, but fuck, I'm gonna keep supporting. Then okay, you gonna go unify. All right, now you still talking shit after the fight. Yeah, I want to fight Brian Norman. I want to fight Brian Norman. The shit don't fucking happen. Then you try to catch him before you go to Japan and force him into a payday that probably would have been worth more, which he did right, not signing that motherfucker. Goddamn me. And come back and say we can negotiate. And then you say no, I'm going to 154. That will put a bad taste in everybody's mouth. You know what I'm saying?
And then everybody,
You know what I'm saying? I am keeping it for B Norman. I am keeping it for B Norman because when B Norman had that shot, I said, well, maybe he should have took it in Philly. But I understood that if you look at, I understood the business side of it too. You understand me? But at the same time, though, I felt like, okay, I'll take it. Call your bluff. Because I feel like after all of this shit, especially after all this shit, if he would have called his bluff, somehow they wouldn't have fought. Somehow that fight wouldn't materialize. Let's just say if B Norman said, okay, bet I'll take the whatever 1.7 and we'll fight in your backyard and we'll do this. Right? And people trying to hold on it. I don't think it was never about the backyard. I think it was about taxes and things like that. But given all the evidence since then, do you think that fight would have materialized? I don't think it would have. I think that was just the people wanted that fight and they didn't want to look like no duck. You get what I'm saying? And sometimes you got no when to entertain the fans. Well, as my dad say, don't pander to the crowd. You get what I'm saying? Don't pander to the crowd. And
I don't
he
feel
don't
like,
know when to pander to the crowd and not pander to the crowd. You know what I mean?
yeah, I don't feel like he's not good or nothing. I just feel like he might not be what people say he is,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just like I feel like me. I'm gonna speak for myself, but I feel like a lot of people feeling this way. We just waiting to see what he finna do next, bro. Because it's
Yeah,
like the type of shit you turning down, bro. This shit better be big, bro.
it's
Like
got
like you got to do something big to make up for this bullshit. Like you keep turning down
like
everything.
think everything. Like that's what I'm saying. The road he chose, right?
Yeah,
All this stuff that came out, right? Because like they say, what's in the dark come to the light, right? When they said Bud ducting, then you see Bud call him on the phone.
yeah,
And he said, "When did you come after me?" He said, "You heard me call out everybody." He said, "Everybody ain't me. You ain't called me. You could have easily made that fight, and they went the Earl Spence route. You see what I'm saying?
hmm,
That didn't materialize. So therefore, you could have had a fight with Bud, but you didn't. You would have been challenger automatically, and you didn't do it. So then you go from that. Now the next big fight, we see Brian Norman doing his thing, and then that shit don't materialize. Meanwhile, people got you on this pedestal, and you slowly coming down off that motherfucker because you're not materializing the fights that people want to see.
right.
You're not doing that. We're not saying every fight has to be that, but my guy, since
You ain't
Villa,
called none of
it
them.
really ain't been nothing nobody wanted to see, bro.
Yeah, I wanted to see that village shit, but that nigga ain't
Yeah,
nothing, bro.
yeah. Didn't nobody want to see nothing after that, and that plays a part in your marketing. I get what Eddie did, and I understand what Eddie did. He built his fan base at home, and it's in the third. But it's also not just on Eddie; it's on the fighter. I don't like hearing as a fan. Let me make that clear. I don't like hearing from your trainer / father say that fight was really a fight Boots didn't want to get up for. What kind of prima donna shit is that? You in the fucking ring, this dude could fucking kill you. You gonna tell me so you just went there and played? I don't want to hear that shit. You
Yeah,
get in there and do your job no matter who the fuck in that motherfucker, bro.
yeah. He don't strike me as a person who really like that.
You get what I'm saying?
Like
So like
he
when you
just
got in with
yeah,
Karen, if your daddy telling the truth, you couldn't you that's not a fight that you didn't really want. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, Ballsy said that, and he said that. He said that to YSM. It wasn't really a fight that I wanted. I didn't want to fight Karen the second time. Bruh, that was the task at hand. That was the task at hand. You signed a contract, own it. You could have turned that fight into something spectacular. Because the way he was talking, like, I could have beat the fuck out of him, but I just couldn't get up for it. Well, you should have beat the fuck out of him. Your stock would have stayed up.
facts.
But you didn't do it. So now you want to blame the fans. I get tired of hearing that shit. The fans don't know what the fuck they talking about. Well, the fans is what's paying your bills.
Nigga, quit calling nigga a hater. Like it's
Yeah,
like,
it's
but
not hate. It's
it,
just
it,
everybody
it
has an opinion on where they spend their money. You're gonna critique your favorite fighter. You're gonna critique other fighters. And I'm gonna be real with you. And I don't give a fuck who hear it. Fighters today don't know how to take constructive criticism. Just because if I say your jab is kind of lazy, oh, you a hater. No, nigga, your jab look lazy. It feel like you pushing your punches. All of a sudden, I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, but you don't know my background though. But I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. You get what I'm saying?
mm,
That's not how that go, bro. Like people don't waste their breath on people they don't like or they hate, rather. You get what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
I want to see Boost do good. Boost shows that he do got the skills to do good. But when I hear, oh, I couldn't get up for that fight, that's something for Sugar Ray Leonard to say.
Yeah.
That already improved himself. You understand what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Man, bro, the shit that make it so bad is the nigga like, how old is he? 28?
Who?
How old is he? 28?
Yeah, 28. That
Bro,
is
he's
30, I think.
28, 30
I think
something
he is.
fights.
How old is Boots Tax? Go ahead.
I think 28. He's 28. He's on his
Yeah.
prime. Get in there.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Casino.
Yeah, the nigga 28 got over 30 fights and don't nobody know about nothing. Like none of it. Like it's like, bro, your shit so fluffed up, nigga. Like, bro, you better prove yourself ASAP. Like, it's time is up on him. He ain't did nothing.
Here's
Like that nigga. That
the
nigga
beauty.
ain't-
Here's the beauty of boxing,
huh?
and this is why Casino likes what he like. It's like boxers now. they'll tell you, most boxers will tell you, see, y'all don't understand the business side of it, right? When halftime, they don't even understand the business side of it because the part that you supposed to be handling is the showcase part. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he said that's hate, bro.
That ain't, but
That ain't hate, bro.
you gotta showcase yourself, bro. If he would have showcased it, like I said, went in there and made easy work of carrying, dog walked him or took to 12, but it was an ass whooping every motherfucking round, people would be like, I can't wait to see the next Boots
Bro,
fight.
I was saying this is about, bro. I've been saying this about Boots before Brian Norman emerged. Like, bro, that shit just recently happened, bro. I've been saying the same thing about Boots
Yeah.
for a little while. You know
So
what I'm saying? That's
yeah,
why I haven't watched them fights. I'm responding. Let me get out the chest.
that's
My
good.
bad.
No, you good. You good.
Uh,
But no, it's I feel you though. Like sometimes like a lot I know on a lot of podcasts on that people watch or whatever, and y'all hear a lot of shit. I'm with the rah-rah shit and not for real, but I like real genuine conversation. And I feel like a lot of podcasters don't have the balls to say what they really mean. And they feel like if they say what they really mean, then maybe they won't get an interview, maybe they won't, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like if you can't respect my opinion and you want to get mad and want to fight over that shit, then so be it, bro. Because I can't help but ask the real questions that I want to know about as a fan,
and that's
as a
good content
journalist.
anyway. Like if that nigga
You
swing on you,
know,
nigga, you going viral.
I can't fucking
You know?
kiss your ass. What you say?
No, I said, and that shit good content regardless because if one of them
Yeah,
fighters
like
swing, if
and
one of
I'm
them
not
fighters swing on you, nigga, that shit gonna go viral. Like,
like I'm for real. I'm for real. Salutes to be Norman Senior, bro. Like I asked some real questions, bro. Like he was like, yeah, when he said it was something, it's on Heavy Channel, and he said something about the Santillion fight, and I was like, yeah, I seen the progression of that last fight, and I can't remember the name. He told me the name. I think it was Boy Chica or something like that. And then I said he was giving it to, but he was taking some though, man. Did y'all work on something like going into the fight knowing he was gonna have to eat some punches, this and the third? And he gave me a look like, damn, did you really ask me that shit like that? But he answered it with no problem. You get what I'm saying? But I wasn't saying it in a malicious way. I asked the question accordingly to what I saw. You get what I'm saying? There should be nothing wrong with that. There should be
nah,
nothing
real
wrong with
recognize
that.
real. Like it just it just be all different type of person. Like that's one thing that never fails to amaze me, bro. The way people can think, I can think, bro. You can run into somebody, bro, and you can be like, bro, that's green, and that motherfucker like, bro, nigga, that's yellow, nigga.
Right.
What
Right.
the fuck you talking about? And now you feel me? Like it's
Right.
literally all different types of people, bro. Like people literally can be the whole opposite, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And they got the right to be. That's the crazy part. Like,
I had somebody come on my show tell me you won't do that to no St. Louis boxers. I did it to Stephen Shaw. He our heavyweight hero here, bro. He ranked number 9, I think, still in the heavyweight division. And you can go look. I asked some questions. I said, now I gotta ask you this though. Keep 100, man. Hey, when I watched you fight FA Job, like you didn't do enough. It looked like you. He was like, man, yeah, bro. I said, you gonna try to get there to get your cookies back? Yeah, man. I definitely try to get it. I ask everybody the real shit, bro. The shit I feel like people want to know, especially I be wanting to know. You know what I'm saying? Like what happened? What happened in the third round? It looked like you had a mental lapse or something. I'm gonna ask you shit like that because I want to fucking know. You know what I'm saying? I want to know what happened. That's
yeah,
not no disrespect to no fighter. That's not me trying to make you look at your,
that's a good
bring
ass
the worst
question.
out of you. I
Like
just be
that
wanting
would
to know.
impress me. Like I ain't gonna lie. Like when I used to make music and shit like that,
Mhm.
like a nigga got them come up to me and tell me a bar I said. He like, bro, when you had said this, you snap, and I was like, but that bar was like, bro, I wasn't even thinking about that shit. Like it's just like you feel me?
Yeah. But that's how I am. I feel like interviews should feel like conversation. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? We're both feel comfortable and you had no problem. I never disrespect them, you know what I'm saying? Because they gave me their time. You feel me?
But I'm
That's
saying if they, as the fighter, it's almost like you're doing art. Like it's like, bro, when people realize that many details about, like, I would take that as respect. That's what I'm saying. Like I
yeah,
take it,
like
yeah,
I
like
really watched this shit, bro.
yeah,
Like,
real detailed
you know
shit.
what I
Like
mean?
nigga, round three, nigga, like at round three at 2 minutes and 50.
That's how I be,
You know
bro.
what I'm saying?
That's how I be, bro. Like I am
Yeah.
not lying, dog. And I'll be wanting to know that type of shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I pay attention to everything come out of people's minds. My dad said that's always was gonna be my problem because I pay attention to words too much. So like I took that to heed. My grandpa, well, actually, to the Kenneth, he beat my ass one day, right? So like, and it came right after, probably a month after my grandpa told me this. He said, "Boy, you talk too fucking much." He was like, "Somebody gonna knock the fuck out of you because you running your fucking mouth, right?" So I got in this fight with my boy Kenneth. We best friends still to this day. So like, goddamn me, I was joning on him. He cracking jokes and he was like, "I'm cool, chill out." I kept going, right? And it turned to you a bitch type shit right there. Like, and I'm steady going. You know what happened? Punched right in my motherfucking mouth. That day, I learned my lesson. I said, never again, nigga.
Hey, that
Never
shit happened
again.
to me before. I was tweaking. I was out of town. Nigga. I
Mm,
got jumped. Look, it was me and two of my other partners, and it was some other people who I fuck with, but I guess they weren't really my folk. And I was at a college party. I ain't go to the school, but I was just, like
mm-hmm,
when I was younger, I used to go to college campus and shit, go to the parties and shit. You feel me?
mm,
Man, nigga, how about I'm talking shit, nigga. I'm drunk as fuck. I'm on Molly, nigga. I'm tweaking.
mm.
Bro, I got them get the pop of my shit, them niggas, bro. And got down, next thing you know, I get punched in the back of the head, nigga. Bro,
Yeah.
I got down, start fighting the nigga in front of me though. But the nigga who just hit me in the back of the head still whooping the back of my head, nigga. I'm like,
Like this
so
shit.
I'm whooping the nigga in front of me, nigga, but while I'm getting whooped by a nigga. And then
Right,
nigga
right.
fuck around, drop me, nigga. And nigga, I'm fighting off my back, nigga. I still got a mark on my face because my tooth had came through my face, nigga.
Damn.
Like, but one of my
That
partners got it bad, nigga. Then one of them ain't have a scratch, nigga. I'm almost made that nigga walk home because them niggas
damn.
were deep as fuck. It was some local niggas, like they weren't college niggas. They were doing the same
Uh
shit I was doing, but
right,
they was
right.
from the city where we was at though.
Mm.
Yeah, they were
Yeah,
deep as
man. But
fuck, bro.
ever since then, I just keep my mouth closed and I listen when somebody talk and then I talk. And it's just been like that ever since. So I just listen to every word and I don't forget shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't forget shit. And it just
Yeah,
stick with me like that, bro. So like when people be saying stuff, I'm like, you ain't say it last time. I might not say it out loud, but in my head, I'm like, that's not what you said a month ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I could say that shit verbatim, but like at the end of the day, like that's how it should be, bro. You should be able to critique your favorite fighter. You should want to be able to say, I wish he fought this person, this, that, and the third, without a motherfucker saying y'all don't know shit. I don't understand the slander that comes back to the fans where they be like, y'all don't know shit, but then you know what I'm saying? You can't be nasty and needy. Let me say that.
and bro,
You can't be
I
talking
That's
shit
talk,
to me and want me to buy
fanboys
your
though.
fights.
That's
You can't do
fanboys.
that, bro. You know
bro,
what I'm
I
saying?
talk,
And
and
that
I
shit
talk,
gets to me.
It's slick. You got
and for
fanboys
everybody
that
listening,
Yeah.
I talk the way I talk because I can take it, nigga. If you want proof of that, nigga, go in my comment section on Facebook. Nigga,
Right.
I get it just as bad as motherfucking Devin Haney, nigga, about my dogs. Nigga, I'm not
Right.
I'm not no, you feel me? Like
Right.
so like real talk, go look at that
same
shit.
thing here, bro. Same thing here. It's like when
Nigga,
when
I
I
get
get
real
like
hate,
people
nigga,
call me
every day,
like
Mm-hmm.
nigga.
it's funny. People call me a Canelo fanboy and shit, right? But then there's some fanboys like when I say like Canelo is not knocking out Bud, I get bombarded by Canelo fanboys. Like y'all motherfuckers need to stop getting on your knees, stop using your imaginations, and stop doing the cinnamon challenge just because you're doing it, choking, believing you're choking on Canelo, don't mean you are, bro. You choking on cinnamon, bro. Stop doing that shit. It's
He's
bad.
stupid. Nigga stupid. But no, I feel you. But everybody should be out of their opinion. That's what make conversations and things like that, bro. As long as you ain't calling a boxer a bitch or things like that or being malicious, you know what I'm saying?
I do
Man,
be doing
shit.
that though, but it be when
I
a
know,
nigga,
I know, I
it be
know.
when a
Yeah.
nigga really a bitch though. You know what
I,
I'm
we know you casino, bro. We know you.
saying?
We know you
And
know.
I really
But
bet that I say that shit, nigga. I don't give, bro. Listen, bro. I would, nigga. I'll say that shit.
nah, I do
I'll
block
say that shit to a nigga face,
uh
dog. Oh god.
text. If you hear long enough, you'll see somebody. I got people with wrenches, man. I call my shooters. They do that for me. But if I see somebody, I like the trolls, bro. A lot of my people on here was trolls once upon a time. They went at me and then they found out. And I don't have no problem with them, man. As long as you ain't talking no the grape word, pedo, and all that shit. I don't. I mean, trolls could
Only
be
time
on
I,
there.
only time I block people is when they talking like reporting me. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
they start talking that kind of language, you're
yeah,
getting blocked. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Like
But
I don't have no problem with nobody. Like I have people come Joan on me. I had Joan in sessions. Boy, I got some epic fucking lies, bro. I go back and forth. It don't bother me because I was raised like that anyways. I wouldn't have people in my own house. So you walk
man,
in this
Tech,
door.
check this out, bro. Bro, I get hated on so bad. I'm not even monetized, nigga. I got 32,000 fucking followers on fucking Facebook, nigga. Real talk. Go look me up. I got thousands of hate, nigga.
And it's gonna come.
Thousands of
It come
hate.
with it,
I
bro.
can't
It
even
come
get
with it.
monetized on nothing. I got so much hate, nigga.
It,
So
it
I know what hate is, nigga. I don't hate. Like I
yeah,
just be telling it out, telling like it is, bro.
yeah. It come with the territory, bro. Everybody ain't gonna like you. That's how I was taught. These kids ain't taught that today, but you know, everybody ain't gonna like you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up, I was taught get in where you fit in. You feel me? Don't go where
Mm-hmm.
you tolerate. Go where you appreciate it. You know what I mean? That shit not a new saying. We was taught that shit as kids. You know what I mean? So if you don't fuck with me, I ain't gotta fuck with you. Everything's a choice. Everybody won't force themselves around people and why you don't like me. I'm not even gonna ask you that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't fuck with you. I'm not just not gonna fuck with you. You know what I mean? So it
Yeah.
is what it is. But I feel like boxers, you know, in this day and age, they do be saying that shit a little too much. The fans, you don't blame me for your performance. I paid $100 to see you, my friend. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say something, and I understand when fans say that shit. You want me to buy your pay-per-view, but then you want to talk mad shit about me.
For real.
That
For
shit not
real.
cool, bro. Like I say, you can't be nasty and needy at the same time. It don't fucking work. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
If
God.
you got a broad that you mess with or used to mess with, she always got an attitude, but she call and talk to you, hang up on you, blase, things like that. And then she hang up on you. But then the next day say, can I borrow $10? I'm like, fuck no. You
Yeah.
feel?
Yeah. You won't never see if one thing
What
you
it
won't
do,
never see
talk?
me do. If I got down, if I tell you I really don't like a fighter, if I seen that nigga in person, I am not finna try to talk to that nigga or nothing. Like I am, like it's gonna be that same. Like I'm not. I'm acting like I don't even see the nigga.
Yeah,
Real talk.
that's how I am just in general, bro.
Yeah, this is how I am. You know what I'm
It ain't
saying?
got
Like,
nothing to do
yeah.
with sports. If I don't like you, I don't like you. Or as my mom, or not my mom. When I say mom, I'm talking about my grandma. My grandma, and my dad raised me. But like, if I say, uh, 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 like I could look at a person right and watch how they act. We used to say that they rub me the wrong way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'll just stay away from you. You know what I mean? Like I
Yeah.
just won't because I could, as they say, vibes today. I guess what it would constitute. I just won't fuck with you, bro. You feel me? I just won't fuck with you. You be telling me, why you don't fuck with me, man? You be saying some wild shit that I know I probably gonna react to. You know what I'm saying? Or I might see you fuck with how you fuck with other people and you playing with that B word amongst each other. So you can't do that with me. I'm gonna have to the minute I ask you not to call me that, then you probably gonna get offended and all this shit. And I ain't gonna want to hear the reasoning behind it. I'm just don't do it. You know what I'm saying? So I tend not to put myself in such situations by watching people. You feel me? So it is what it is. But like, I just feel like today, like I say, man, this shit missing. But I did want to touch on that. Like, don't be mad at us fans, bro. I don't think no boxer should even be. I don't think no boxer should even say that. Like, if you gonna say it, have a reasoning. Don't just be like, you fans don't know what the fuck y'all talking about, and you cursing at me but want money on my wallet. You know, lost
Right.
your damn mind. What kind of marketing scheme is this? If
Right.
you get what I'm saying, like, hold on, I ain't your bitch, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what you think you just take money from me? That's how I feel when I hear shit like that. So then it
Nigga be
make me
thinking,
not want to fuck with you.
nigga be thinking just because nigga watching boxing, nigga gotta watch you. Nigga, I ain't gotta watch you, nigga.
Yeah, like that's right. That's my thing. Like
Craig.
I don't like
Oh
hearing that. I
God.
got a whole thing I did about Bud when he said, I said, hold on, Bud. You can't be saying what the fuck we don't know this, and then have your hand like I ain't and I'm a fan, but come on now, bro. You tripping. Like I feel like you crossed the line because if that was him, it was the flip side, and the motherfucker was talking shit, fuck Bud, nigga. Nigga, Bud ain't shit. And then don't y'all clip that because I know how y'all niggas is.
Yeah.
But if motherfucker was like,
Don't be clipping my voice.
yeah, but I know how motherfucker, if motherfucker like, fuck Bud to his face, man, fuck you, you ain't shit. And then the very next hour, hey, Bud, can I borrow $1,000? I'm like, nigga, if you don't get the fuck on, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
no, that shit don't work like that, bro. Like, that's how I feel. Like, you can't, that type of marketing don't fucking work, man. I don't care. Like, what I was taught, like, just because you think it don't mean you supposed to say it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you can think it all you want, but that shit ain't cool, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know? You
Hey
know, like,
yo, you slick. Oh, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say, are you watching the Netflix fight this Friday? Are
hell
you
yeah,
going
I'm on it
live?
Friday. I'm live Friday.
Oh, you
I
live
watched
Friday?
did you watch the thing tonight?
Yeah.
I gotta
What was
give
the
Jake
name?
Paul. Jake Paul had put 2 fights in that damn thing
Yeah.
in the mall in New York. That shit was hard, bro. I watched
I
it.
was like, what the fuck, bro?
Hey, Tech. Bud is just an asshole, bro. I don't fuck with Bud because he really an asshole.
Bud remind me of my uncle. He got an
That nigga
old
really an
soul where
asshole.
Bud
he
looks
gonna challenge
cool,
you
bro.
all the
Like I
time
feel
and
like I could probably like chill with
all of that.
Bud. You know, he gonna show me
But
something, something.
I
Bud, the
know
guy
he a
I'm gonna
great.
pick.
I know he a great fighter though. Like that, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna take. I'll never take that from him. But I ain't gonna lie. I never really been felt motivated to really be watching Bud, bro.
He's a competition freak, man. I had an uncle like that, bro. And it didn't matter how old he was. To him, I could never beat him in
Yeah,
shit.
I've seen
You
Bud
know what I'm
fights,
saying?
and none
Like,
of them were
couldn't
boring,
beat him
bro.
like shit. We'll be playing the game, boy. If I pick that control and learn that shit, you know I'll whoop your ass. Like, it was just like that all the time, bro. Like, goddamn, you know what I'm saying?
bro. Like that shit that he did on that Canelo
Right,
interview
Pat.
when he said that them two elite fighters, bro. That was the most asshole shit I ever seen, my nigga. Like, how the fuck you discrediting yourself? Like,
Well,
but
it's
I
okay.
don't think that's what I'm saying.
the
No,
I
no,
don't
nigga
think
hate
it
no,
on the
was
no.
like
nigga,
Hey,
that.
hey,
the
I don't
no,
think
nigga
it
hate
was
on the
it's
like
like
nigga,
that.
that, bro.
the nigga hate on the nigga so bad that the nigga got down. You
Okay,
know
so
what he
no, no,
remind me
no,
of?
no,
Hold
no. You
on,
know what?
You
round one.
know who
Hold on.
he is? You know who he is? You
Who?
ever seen City of God?
Yeah, I see
I
City
fucking
guy.
love
Remember,
that
you know
movie,
Lil
bro.
Zay,
Yeah,
the little black
Yeah,
nigga?
yeah.
That's
yeah.
Terrence Crawford.
He's sick.
Like, nigga, he can get money too, nigga, but he want what you got, nigga.
Right.
He wanted all Aerosmith fans. He wanted
I think
everybody to love him. The nigga hates
I'm gonna be
the
honest with you.
nigga.
I
Like,
think in the essence of that, like, think about it. It's like a setup question, and that's part of me. When he said that in the second time, I was like, about time. And I said that on here when he the first press conference when he said, "You ain't fought no elite fighter. I'm different. This is that and the third, right?" And I was like, "Nigga, you should told him, well, you elite. I'm on you. That's all that matter, right?" Then the second press conference, he finally said something similar to it, and I'm like, because that's a setup question. When I watch that goat talk shit, that's a setup question. Think about it. The minute he would have said, mentioned Earl, Amir Khan, Gamboa, and so on and so forth, he'd have been, man, them dudes was nobody. Like, it would have been a setup question where everybody would have laughed at that shit because he already don't get props for them names as is. So it's like, why even bring this shit up, bro? That see me, I'm quick on my feet though. See the way he said that shit at the press conference, I would have had already said that shit. I'd have been like, you right, they ain't shit, and you ain't gonna be shit neither after I beat your ass. That's me. I would have said that shit so fast, nigga.
you know, I would
You
have
would have
said
been
that
got
shit.
that up. Yeah, you would have been got that off on me like that. Oh,
Yeah,
what
I
elite
ain't gonna
fighter?
lie, bro. I would, nigga, I would. Sometimes I wish I got them started boxing when I was a kid and shit, and got them became boxing, bro. But nigga, I'd be goddamn selling some fights, nigga. I'd be smacking niggas. Like, bro, real talk, like, bro, that shit'd be funny as hell if I was a boxer, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, and I'd be taking this shit serious because I'm the type of nigga. I'm the type of nigga. If I say some shit, I gotta do it. Like, I can't sit up here and say I'm gonna beat your ass and then don't beat your ass. Like, I have to crash out. Like, I'm not.
I
I
ain't gonna crash out.
nah, I'm not talking
I'm
about.
a
I'm
little
saying
different.
like I'm talking about like if the shit get too rough, I'm finna, bro. This shit finna be fan
I
favorite
I
type.
relate to Bud.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But
I
that's
think
what
it
he
was
do. He
I think
just
it was,
always come out on top.
I think it was Derry John. I can't remember dude name. He got the final belts for him from at 140. And I think he said something bad about his father or something like that. He said something about it. And he said, what? He took his headphones off. This one Bud wasn't talking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he heard it. And he said, I'm gonna beat your ass. And the crowd was like, what? Like they were shocked. He talked. He said, I'm gonna beat. He was talking to his people. I'm gonna beat his ass. And then when that fight happened, that shit was personal. He beat the
Yeah.
fuck out that boy and then went over to him and said, you get what you came for? See, that's the shit I be on. I'll give you a way out. You know what I'm saying? You fucking with me now, and you don't want to take that out. Now I'm gonna get up and lock the door and tell you now you can't leave. Just like old
Nigga
boy
Tech
did on
said.
that's me.
That nigga said, "Do you think you could beat Bud in a fist fight?" Bro, I
And I'm
mean,
not gonna say I can't.
Don't say fist. I'm not gonna say I can't, but I wouldn't even say fist fight. But in street fight, ain't no nigga beat me in no street fight.
There
I don't
you
give a
go.
fuck. I
I
don't
don't
give
know
a
no
fuck.
man that's gonna tell you that.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I don't give a fuck what,
We'll be
but
on here arguing. I will argue to death, nigga. I
bro,
beat
I don't give
Bud
a fuck
ass,
what Bud got going on, nigga. Nigga,
and it
I done
might not
did,
be true,
nigga,
but
I
I'll
done
be
did,
damned.
I done did karate successfully and got for a long time, nigga, and goddamn, I done played all kind of sports just like Bud too, nigga. I done been number 3 fastest in the 200 in Georgia, nigga. I'm a real athlete, nigga. I done boxed, nigga, and
Huh?
knock niggas the fuck out
I'll
too,
tell you,
nigga. I
I'm
don't give a
not.
fuck about none of that shit, boy.
I would
I ain't
never
gonna lie,
admit.
and I fuck around, pick up a rock, nigga,
I
nigga.
I would never admit another man could beat my ass until you beat my ass.
Nigga, I have my lighter in my
Straight
knuckles the
up.
whole time. I have my light. You know how you put hold grip your lighter, it make you grip harder if you got
Right,
something.
right.
Yeah, I have my lighter in my hand, beat the fuck out Bud. Nigga, you got me
And
fucked up.
that, I'll tell you, that's a man's mentality. Ain't no way in hell I'm finna sit here and tell
Bro,
y'all Bud gonna beat
God,
me up, bro. Ain't no
bro,
way,
that's
bro.
bad,
It
bro.
will
I ain't
happen,
gonna lie.
happen, and then I'll be like, yeah, he beat me. Like I just told you, my boy Kendall beat me up, bro. He did. He got my ass. But
Yeah,
until the shit happened,
yeah.
nah, bro,
Until
you
it
ain't
happened,
beat
I
my
ain't saying
ass.
yeah, nah. But
You know what I'm saying?
I'm the type of nigga, bro. Every time I got my ass whooped, I got back up and was like, yeah, nigga, still fuck you, nigga.
Yeah. Hey, in high school, I was a problem, bro. If I lost, nigga, we was fighting again the next day.
Yeah, you still a bitch, nigga. You still
I
a
swear to
bitch.
God,
I'll be
I'll be
on
at high
that.
school looking at your ass. What you looking at? What you say, nigga? Let's go. Like I would, hey, I had to win me one, bro. You was not just gonna walk around me like that.
Fuck around, sneak them.
I swear, bro. My dad used to straight ask me questions. All he said, "Boy, you stupid or you retarded? Let me know so I know how to help you. Why you keep on doing this shit?" I was bad, bro. I was bad, bro, on everything I love, bro. Like fuck that. That's just always been my mentality, bro. But like, but I would tell you this. Even though I was bad like that, my dad, like he learned though. I used to always tell him, just because I ain't listening in, don't mean I didn't understand. You know what I'm saying? I hear every fucking thing, and I took heed to it. It's just at that moment I chose not to.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
You know, so I like criticism. Hell, my show was started like I think I said this last show. A white dude came over here and told me, he was like, "Man, I be at work this to you, man. I don't care about the visuals, but that audio is trash." He was, "I bet you fix your audio, you gain more followers. I mean, I fix my audio. Guess what I got? More followers,
yeah,
more subscribers." You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't have a problem with I have a problem saying this word though. Constructive criticism. I have no problem with that because that's just building blocks, bro. Make you better, bro. As long as you get in front of the right motherfucker. Because some niggas just be hating. But you could tell when somebody genuine and when somebody not. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You know,
Shit,
whatnot.
man. I ain't
But
got
yeah.
no. Get up out of here, bro.
Yeah, I'm finna end it, man. I appreciate you, Casino.
For sure, man. Salute, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Fernandez, what's happening, man? What's happening, man? Appreciate you coming through, bro. I hope everybody hit that subscribe button, man. Hit that subscribe button for your boy. You understand me? Like I said, I don't do a podcast on Tuesday, man. I had the subjects, man. What makes an elite fighter? And if you made it to the end, I would like to know y'all thoughts on that. You could put it in the comments, and that helps the channel. I ain't gonna lie. Engage helps the channel a whole lot. And I want to know, like, did y'all know there was already a rule in boxing, right, to discourage runners? And nobody's talking about it. And I don't understand why people are pretending act as if the ref can't take a point from the boxer that's not engaging. And I want to know if y'all knew about that. Because this whole turkey shit was shrinking the ring and all that bullshit. And I'm like, just tell the ref do their job, right? He has the power to do that. He got the power to pull everything else. Why not have the power to tell these refs to do their job? You know what I'm saying? So I want to know if y'all knew about that rule. I know y'all hearing all this stuff, no running rule and all this bullshit. Fuck that. Just make the ref do their job, in my opinion. You understand? Fernandez coming up, man. When we gonna stay a little longer? What do Fernandez? I'm just gonna pull out what's going down.
Salute. Thank you so
Salute.
much. Yeah, I've been watching your show for a couple of times. It's interesting. Yeah, and your guests too. They always bring interesting opinions too.
Oh, okay. Right on. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I was listening to you about this running thing, and I really disagree with this because I think if this gets to happen, you're pricing limited fighters like these exchangers or pocket fighters that many of them are very limited when it comes to boxing, especially
Mm-hmm.
with their footwork. And you're kind of punishing the guy with the skills, right? So
Right.
I really disagree with this idea. I don't think it's gonna happen. What I do think is gonna happen is that maybe fighters like William School or maybe what did Devin Haney with Ramirez, maybe
Mm-hmm.
they get punishment in their packets,
Right.
not getting great
Right.
fights, things
For
like that.
performance. Get them on for performance. Right. That's what I was saying. If you want to do that, tell them performance based pay or something like that. But I don't think you should have to shrink the ring to force nothing. Just it like I was saying earlier. I don't know if you had caught it that there's already rules in boxing where the ref could take a point away for no engaging. Then tell the referee to do their job. If a fighter isn't engaging and he's just running around the ring, warning, then take a point. That's what you should do. You shouldn't have to shrink the ring down to 18 by 18. You shouldn't have to do any of that.
Well, I
Like, I'm
even
not
disagree.
understanding that.
Yeah, I don't like that idea either because let's say, how can I say this? Back in the day when Chavez fought Mayweather or Olivares fought Rose, these guys could cut the ring, they could smother and play theories if they had to, but they get the job done, right?
Right.
Now, you got these guys running around, but it's not like they are punchers, so I think they're on the other side. These limited fighters, they are not delivering either.
Right. Yeah, on both sides. The one should know how to cut the ring off. That's the art of boxing. You should know
Exactly.
how to cut the ring off. And the other one should know be able to use his feet. Right. And like I said, and there's a difference between running and pot shotting and using your feet. That's what the ref is in there for. He should be able to assess that if he's engaging, if he's using his feet and he's jabbing and he's connecting, then he's engaging. If you're not, if you just running around the ropes, they're fine, take a point. Other than that, leave it up to the ref's discretion. I don't believe you should do an 18 by 18 because if a guy's gonna run around the ring, he's gonna do it in an 18 by 18. I don't think it solves the problem. It doesn't
Also,
solve the problem at all.
also this idea of shrinking the ring, I don't like it because I think who is gonna be more affected by that measure is gonna be Cepeda himself because
Yeah,
he's still a limited fighter. He's gonna be forced to press, let's say, faster. He's gonna be under more pressure, and he's Stevenson. He's gonna take advantage of that.
yeah. That's what I'm saying. Either way, it doesn't change. The size of the ring doesn't change. For me, I don't think it does. Now, if you're in there with a devastating puncher, it may change. I saw I forgot my guy that just fought Truck Simpson last Saturday or the Saturday before that. They were like in the 18 by 18, and it made him show up. He punched a lot more because he had to, because he was in there with a guy that knew how to cut the ring off and things like that, which forced the action. But I do agree with you. It took away from the other guy's game plan if he did want to use his feet, because everybody doesn't have that ability. Every boxer doesn't have the ability to know how to fight versus box. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So you're forcing them to fight a fight that they don't normally do, and I don't think that's cool. I don't think that's cool. That's just my opinion. And a lot of people don't agree with me on it. And I get the fans want more action, this and the third. But it all boils down to the ref and tell that ref to do his job, man. If the ref don't want to do his job, just don't hire him again. Get a ref that's gonna do his job. Let the fighters know that the ref's gonna do his job. If you choosing not to engage on purpose, he's gonna deduct the point. It's just that simple. It shouldn't have to be 18 by 18. It should be in a standardized ring and be fine.
Yeah,
But I
I
agree
don't
with you
know.
though. It's punishing the other guy.
Exactly. You're punishing the guy with the skills and you're pricing the limited fighter.
Right, right. Yeah, man. Man,
Yeah, about the Bud and Canelo situation, I have my opinion on this fight. I don't really want to watch this fight.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm not interested because I feel that. How can I say this? I feel that both is leaving some interesting fights behind back in
Hmm.
54. I really
Yeah.
wanted. I really think he could have beat Background or Fundora, and I really wanted to see those fights. And I don't want to watch him fighting a guy from 68. And whoever wins this fight, it really doesn't mean much, in my opinion.
Hmm.
Because if Bob wins this fight, it only means that Canelo is down and out, way out of prime, maybe. Because I don't see Crawford like beating everybody in 168 or wiping out the division. So just one victory wouldn't really mean much, in my opinion.
Right.
Again, right? And
Right.
if Canelo wins, you know what we are all going to say. He just beat a guy from two weight classes below.
Right.
So he's not going to get any credit
Right.
for beating Crawford.
I give Canelo credit because Bud called for the fight. If Canelo would have brung Bud up, asked Bud to come up, then I wouldn't have gave Canelo no credit for it. Bud gonna get credit because he's beating a bigger guy. Everybody's gonna praise him for it, but I understand your point of view because it's not like Bud's gonna stay at 168. A lot of people feel like also that Bud is doing this to get a payday and then he's gonna retire.
Yeah,
Me, I hope he doesn't, but it'd be hard to think that he's gonna go back down to 154. I don't see it.
yeah, I don't see him going back down either.
Yeah, yeah, and I agree with you. He left some fights on the table there or whatnot, and it would have been like I said. I wish Charlo would have came out of recess, champion in recess, came out of recess and fought Bud. The Fundora fight would have been Bakram. All them would have been great fights, bro. All great fights. But I think a part of me agrees with people that says he's doing this for a retirement fund. You know, he gonna after this fight, he's gonna sell off into the sunset.
Exactly, and I don't blame fighters for taking a money fight, but at the same time, when it comes to legacy, don't blame me if I'm thinking something different. As I
Yeah,
mentioned earlier, I feel very disappointed because I wanted to really see those fights. I think Terence Crawford could have become unified or even undisputed,
right.
even though he had a hard time with Madrimov, but I see that he has the skills to beat Fundora and Baccarat.
Yeah, yeah. I do too. But I think that was a money grab, and I think he just ready to retire, man. That's part of how I feel. Part of me feels like he just might try to go back down, but I don't think he'll be the same if he does.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, man. But Fernandez, man. Hey, how do you say your first name?
Eudes.
Eldest? Did I say it right?
Yeah, you got it correct, man. Thank
Right
you.
on. Eldest, man. I appreciate you coming on. Don't be a stranger, man, at all. All right? Make sure you hit that
No,
bell
no,
so
no.
you know when I'm on.
Yeah, everyone out there, hit the like and subscribe and share.
Man,
Share with your friends.
I appreciate that, man. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you. Good night.
Good night, brother. Shout out to everybody, man. Shout out to I gotta read it again. Fernandez. Yeah. Sorry, I be butchering names, man. I know I just said it right. Round one. I'm about to get out of here. Round one. I'm finna get out of here.
Oh,
What's
for
going on?
sure, man. No, I was just listening to everything. It's a good show, Just
Right on.
hey, man. Let me tell you, Slick. You got all lives of part of life's hitting you up now, Slick. This channel is growing, Slick. We
Yeah,
got
man. I like it,
love
man.
you, man. I like this shit. It's slide on my boy Slick. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. We tuning in for the next side. Slick 50. I'll see you next time, my boy.
Right on, man. I appreciate you, round one. All right, y'all, man. I'm finna get up out of here, man. I really appreciate you guys. I'm your boy Slick 50, man. Like I said, I'll see y'all soon. Y'all be easy. Deuces.